Here's Talon, though. Governor Band, Cruz, Primi, and Jit Boys. Big question is, what do the roles look like? As you can kind of see here in this shot, that you have the Raptor seats. They go up on both sides. So capacity for the venue is like a couple hundred people, and then they've also kind of appropriated the space in front of the desks on that ground floor, it would seem, for maybe some team staff, as well as maybe just some additional seating. What's going on, Slow Flow? Is Mako still IGLing on DRX? That is the assumption that we're operating under. I have not been told, or nor have I seen anything otherwise, as we get Haven. So, not just going to be straight up Ascent the whole way throughout. Talon actually banned it off the rip, so they do give us a little bit of diversity here. But well, in the past, this would be a really good pick for DRX. With this team, I'm really curious to see what things look like for them. But Talon, yeah, they've been on this map. They like this map, so I don't think it's too shocking. Primi Jet, Hyunmin Neon. Okay, so DRX locking pretty quick. Are they gonna double duelist on Haven? Alright, I'm here.
Hello.
Neon Jet Haven? Governor's kind of playing with our hearts
yeah,
here a
he's
little bit.
doing the League of Legends thing.
The crane casters are pleading with him to lock something in.
Yeah, server makes sense.
Okay. He got the Sova, and he said, like, wait a moment, wait, like, I don't know, I think he's trying to be like, don't lock in the Sova.
Yeah.
Governor Sova, I mean, I feel like this is still a decent change.
It's a big switch up for them, right? Yeah, big change up.
He's played Sova once in the last 90 days, and it's his second most played all time.
Okay, it's not too bad then.
I actually would not have guessed that at all, but it should have a decent amount of comfort on it then.
자, 거버너를 척후대로 활용을 하면서 뭔가 조금 더 얘기가 되는 운영을 우리가 보여주겠다라는 탈론 e스포츠가 되겠고요. 네.
Yes, these round robin is full best of ones, so we're in match 3, and we have 3 more games to be played after this, or whatever. Is it 3? Let me check real quick. Yeah. 3 more games to be played after this one. As okay, Hyunmin with a really nice start.
아니 뭐 방향이 마무리로 봤거든요. 근데 야 아니 예전에는 네온이
And yeah, for somebody asked if this was, oh, it was you, Slow Flow. Sorry. Yeah, this is in Busan, not in Seoul. Okay, so they managed to get spiked down. Governor is pretty weak. Nice triple face out of the smoke, though, taking space over connector. Couldn't study that spray, but Green catches and Governor now is alone with 15 HP in a classic. Cyber Cage, he gets a lot of damage. Oh, how does he not get the kill? He's just holding it. He's just holding it. Oh, they get too frazzled. Yeah, I liked the initial just triple face out of the smoke to take space over towards C connector.
Take space? Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff in this run. It's interesting to know that the Neon can kind of like hug the right wall on that run and beat the normal default stun. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, not getting the kill on that then kind of costs him a lot. But.
Yeah, because dude, that cage was gonna go down. It was like half a second once the cage goes down, the guy's defusing. So,
oh wait,
might have been pretty close.
They just forced an outlaw. Oh, they're full. They full force.
They forced they full forced everything.
pre-fire.
프림이 무빙 뭐예요?
They're gonna win off this.
탈론의 스포츠. 프림이 방금 무빙 알고 움직이는
That
거는
breach stun was
아닌데.
great though.
Spike planted.
야, 이게 탈론의 속도죠.
굉장히 빠른 템포로
Okay, this is
설치까지 완료됐습니다.
a pretty good turn of events here for Talon. The Force actually coming away with
근데 현민이
some very good
근데
success.
이거 이겨야 돼.
Still more to be
네.
done.
이기는 게
I guess
아니라면
jump peek
어떤
out,
피해를
recon peeks,
입어도
nothing.
것도 같은데요.
충격 화살, 해체자를 잡는 충격 화살이고요.
Hyunmin is going crazy.
현민!
Dude!
DRX
Okay, I'm seeing the light. I'm seeing the light,
Yeah,
Sliggy.
okay. Yeah, this guy gets a big tick next to his name.
와, 자신감이
That should have never been winnable.
Dude, the little when we got the POV of the outlaw guy and he's just jumping to the back of the side, that looks so funny. That was nice though. He hit some really good shots. He did everything perfect.
안 좋은 상황이었는데 현민이 갑자기 하나, 둘, 셋, 그리고 넷까지.
Good lord.
거버너의 마음속에서 아, 내가 더 잘하는데.
Maybe it's a neon is broken then. I mean,
저거 대단한 거 아닌데.
trying to track the neon, that becomes brutal for him since like you can't blame Ban for like not hitting the shot when he jumps across the platform. But I mean, he was doing that with a Guardian.
네.
This is really good.
그 이야기는 이번 세 번째 라운드까지 DRX가 가져갈 가능성이 높다는 얘기에
And I mean,
잡아냅니다.
yeah, he's just really snappy right now.
너무 잘하네.
네.
I mean, like, come on, like that
Dude,
has nothing to do with
he's on
neon.
for the most kills ever. Okay, that's, that one's my bad.
사실
Classic
이게
curse.
뭔가 어떤 우주의 흐름이라는 게
네.
I mean, he's on 9 kills, right?
있더라고요.
아, 언제까지 뭐 이어질 수는 없는 거니까
네.
마침표가 한번 나올 때가 됐었어요. 플래시백.
Something like that, yeah.
이게
와, 프림이
예.
I mean, Primi still gets tagged there. He's down 27.
탈론 스포츠 특히 프림이 거버너 벤
They know that they've drawn attention.
그러니까 1선부터 마지막까지 타격대만큼의 무력을 가지고 있는 선수들이 있는 팀이다 보니까 언제나 조심해야 되고요. 그리고 언급 안 드렸지만 모든 걸 찢는 남자 짙보이가 있습니다.
그렇습니다. 자 이번에 사이트의 선택은 빕니다. 프리기 보고 있고요. 프리기 잘 보고 있습니다.
He gets a lot of damage through. He gets so much damage.
두루두루 긁어놨습니다.
잘 긁었어요. 양념
And
잘
Cruz is
긁었어요.
basically just screwed now.
프리미의 대기샷. 오.
That paranoia bails him out a bit. Oh, the reload timing. Chest shot, still finds it. Jit is able to dodge it, and okay. Runs him down for a clutch, but good God.
게임을 찢어버리네요.
네, 지금 관객석에서 나왔어요. 이건 인정.
예. 인정할 수밖에 없었죠.
네.
예. 근데 뭐 야.
I think it's just gonna be another batshit game.
좋은 그림 만들어내고
Yeah,
프리미가
for
이런
sure.
그림을 만들어내는
One after
게
the other.
These two shots from Primi are outrageous.
네. 이거 밀면서 나갔던 게 너무 좋았었고. 야,
근데
거기서 하나.
이게 결국은 셰리프 한 방에 가는 체력으로 다 긁혀 있었다 보니까
예.
스노볼이 굴렀네요.
자, 2대1의 상황. 어쨌든 세계
With them changing up the roles with like governor and whatnot, I honestly love to just see them
네 번째 라운드입니다.
have Jit play breach again and then put Cruz back on smokes.
그러니까 계속 뭔가 탈론의 무력을
Yeah.
포커스로 말씀드렸지만 앞선 펌플러
Yeah, they kind of
I've just
changed
been
it up a lot
craving
all
Jit
the
Boy's
time.
breach since lock-in.
완성도를 추구하는 팀이거든요.
예.
DRX 펌플러스 피닉스를 상대할 때보다 조금 더 어려울 수 있습니다.
Man, I had such high hopes for that team at lock-in. Like after lock-in,
Oh yeah, I mean,
it was crazy. They looked so good.
이게 라이플 라운드였다면은
It was
이렇게
a
A
spectacular
땅을
crash and
올빼미
burn.
드론을 통해서 먹어놓고 또
Oh,
돌리는
yeah.
것도 하고 할수
It was-
있었지만
yeah, it should be
DRX의 총이
studied.
짧기 때문에 굳이 너무 장구
I remember
두지 말자
Secret
이렇게
fans getting
생각을
mad
하고 있는 것
because
같고요.
I predicted Talon to win over them at the
보통
start of the season, and I was like,
브리치가
how could I not?
얹어서 가면은
Yeah, no, they
They're
look
almost
great.
top 4 at lock-in, and then they just had a generational fall off.
반응하고 에임 뭐예요 이거?
30 seconds.
But okay, all right, Primi.
야, 맛있습니다.
무슨
에임.
일인가요?
Dude.
와, 아니 무결점 플레이.
Okay, that was crazy from Primi.
프레미가 있습니다.
That third kill,
참 이런 것 때문에
That third kill from Primi is the one that, like, he should have looked away
네.
from that kill early. Like, that's the kind of thing where it's like, it looked like he wasn't going to confirm the kill, but he did, like, the very last bullet. Like, look at this. Like, it looks like he turns way too soon.
전에 세 번째 킬이 너무 멋있었던 게 그냥 잡고 이미 잡았다.
But okay, it's like the first actual proper rifle v rifle round.
제트 무조건 박힙니다.
그렇습니다. 자, 2대2 동점입니다. 이어지는 다섯 번째 라운드.
Whoa.
현민.
Dude, he just
그래도 일단 살아남고
He just
벽 세우고
ran at him and swiped his knife.
총구 보였어요. 아찬.
Good from Athen to be able to find two
둘까지 하고
somehow.
이 와중에 하나 더 데려간 게
Gives the rest of the team a fighting chance.
진짜 미래가 없는 포지션이었는데.
Marco's got the smoke off, pushes out, spots them both.
그리고
Knows the governor's in the smoke. The shorty draw.
쇼팀.
Down to Freeing. Big pressure on the rookie. Finds the first, can't get the second. Oh,
찰나의 순간
narrow margins.
마지막 싸움에서 승리합니다. 템포가 너무 빠른데요.
네, 진짜 이게 더더군다나 탈로니 스포츠가 프림이라는 창을 쥐고 있고 브리치 조합이고 하다 보니까
We got a John raid.
말자. 이 노림수들.
John Cutie raiding
사냥꾼의 분노 투자가.
my stream in current year? What is this?
여기서 조금 아쉽기는 했어요.
Well, welcome everybody.
충분히 데려갈
And
수
thank you,
있을 거라고
John.
생각을 했는데.
Shoutouts to one of the goats
저 3대입니다.
of fragging IGLs.
여섯 번째 라운드.
근데 DRX가 조금 정신
Looking
없을
forward
것
to the
같아요.
team
어떻게 보면은
in the next season.
호전적인 걸로 치면 펌플러스 피닉스잖아요. 근데 그거
Everybody welcome. I'm not sure if John was also co-streaming this event, but if not, this is the 10th Invitational. It's happening here in South Korea in Busan. This is our third series. We had Gen G start things off versus FPX. They were able to beat them 13-7. We got into the second series, and it went to overtime between DRX and FPX. DRX barely was able to win. They ran it back after being down 1-8 and had a 9-3 half, and they were able to take it into OT and get a victory. Now we have Talon versus DRX, and it has been scrappy as all hell. So strap in. We're 5 rounds deep, and it's already been pretty crazy.
바로 앞에 받고. 자, 프링 잡아냈고요.
Down with a nice peek in.
좋진 않아서 DRX가.
One-way setup for Primi, wanting Mako to peek. Flashback is a really nice one-tap. Stun out. Crew's dead at range to a classic. Legit is still here. Now Primi's up and over. Now they're running out of time. Still do some economic damage here. Take away 3 of the weapons. A nice 3K from Jit there at the end.
났음에도 불구하고 DRX 입장에서는 괜찮은 싸움들을 보여주긴 했습니다만 결과를 뒤집을 수는 없었습니다.
But thank you for. I can't keep up, but thank you guys for all the follows that are flooding in.
결국 이게 2개, 3개 쌓이면은 그래서 결국은 진 거잖아가 되는 거거든요.
네.
I hope that you enjoy your time here.
짓보이의 마무리까지.
But yes, all of these are going to be best of 1 sets. No, hit tab again. I want to see the scoreboard. All right, we will have a timeout call from Talon's side. It's a little bit surprising. What do you think? Frost not happy with the scrappiness so far?
Yeah, for sure. I think there's like 4 rounds you could be angry with.
If only we had
The start of this round was nice though. Like the first 20 seconds, that was really good. Just run away from the neon ult. Just let them actually just take the map control back. And then everything was just individual after that.
Hi Prius. Hit tab myself. I mean, I would love to. I would love to be able to do that. Okay. So yeah, Primi 8-5. Hyunmin still out in front of the lobby at 10-5-1. He's been slowed down after the initial, but we've got 4 ults available on both sides. So the craziness could just continue. We might just end up with more just psychotic energy Valorant. Stun for stun, slide across. Smoke up there, able to drift out. So Freeing rotating around. Shock does not clear trip. And there's the catch onto the Jet. They're able to get him cleared though. Jitboy CP's up above. And Governor wins that on the peak. Kind of crazy from him. Freeing should have had the angle. But they managed to flush him out of the sight.
지진강타 역으로 꼽으면서 근데
That's a really good save off, and I mean they're just full splitting. No one's playing together.
푸시 한번 흔들어 봤고요.
So Spike's gonna be able to shift to A. They can get the plant down. Be 4v3 for the retake, maybe 4v2 if Cruz actually tries to push up through this.
작은 각으로 일단은
That
보고
smoke
있는데.
does not cover, but DRX should be aware of it.
크루즈가 오히려 들어
And okay, looks like they kind of were, but Flashback still gets punished.
오히려 들어갔을 거예요.
It's a
왜냐면
3v3.
정보가 고프니까.
그렇죠. 이런 디테일들은 좀더 챙겨야
Tempo lockdown, and they're gonna just say, okay, we have to rush it. So they're gonna try to just get on top of this, but I mean, this is gonna be held at bay. Now they have to back off.
크루즈 때문에 고개가 자꾸 돌아가요. 크루즈는 이거에 대해서 조율만 하면 되거든요.
And they have to worry about this backstab as Cruz. I mean, no one's noting him until just now. Okay, Mako manages to get the weapon out in time.
자, 그리고 아래쪽
Forward into hell, aims a bit off. Then finds the first. And now it is just Governor, and he's got a Neon sprinting at him. And okay, Hyunmin wins the fight. Okay, overall, nicely recovered here from DRX. That absolutely, as you know, especially once Flashback went down, I was pretty worried for them.
Might want a timeout again after that.
Yeah, I thought after Flashback ended up dying that they were going to have it for sure.
Dude, Cruz the middle here, stuns so they know where he is. 1 second later, starts running into A main. Like, are we okay?
It seemed like they weren't even paying attention until like right at the last second, and then Mako just turns and manages to get the gun out.
자, 4대 3까지 DRX 한 점 차까지 따라옵니다. 8번째 라운드.
야, 탈론 e스포츠 이거 많이
Oh, no, I mean, he for sure could have slow walked.
항상 긁으면서 C 사이트 뒤를 잡아먹겠다는데
I mean, they just knew.
아, 이거 여러모로 지금 탈론 e스포츠가
Now they have an easy neural theft. It's just a free target. Drone to lead the way. One man planted or on the site, but shooting gallery. Cruz trying to make up for the previous round. Finding two. Governor dropped.
크루즈가 해줘야 돼요.
Flashback can peek first, but he's likely going to fall insta. Yep, Ban finding one. Cruz getting three. Okay, tied.
다시 한번 DRX
4-4.
점을 만듭니다.
I want to see the start of this round again. Because just the catch on the Jit was very good.
DRX가 지금 그만큼 예열이 된 상태고 선수들의 피지컬이 올라와 있는 상황이라고 말씀드릴 수 있겠습니다.
에픽엑스와는 약간 다른 움직임을 보여주는 탈론을
So yeah, Jit just gets himself in deep, and then they just know exactly where he is. The paranoia freeings on C site just peeks into the connector.
원래 탈론 e스포츠에서 피지컬적으로 조금 구멍 아니냐라는 소리까지 들었던 크루즈인데
Okay,
조금 이
fairly rough go of
비시즌
it.
동안에 앞선 이벤트 매치 다른 대회에서도 그랬고 크루즈가 본인의 에임을 좀 많이 갈고 닦아온 느낌이 듭니다.
사실 아까도 말씀해 주셨지만 개인의 그런 에임적인 재능들 그런 탤런트들을 개인이 어쨌든 갈고 닦아야 되는 문제다.
그렇지.
라는 말씀해 주셨는데 예.
I don't mind the call here from Talon. They want to slow everything down.
박아버렸네요.
They've just kind of been getting lost in the sauce in the rounds. Slow creep up. Bit more of a forward spot here from Fring. Okay, and Ban really good to win the fight.
이런 것도 할 수 있는 팀이기 때문에 이게 조심해야 되는 부분이에요.
That feels absolutely necessary. Okay. Ben now tying up at the bottom of the standings. I mean, good God.
순식간에 예.
3 quick kills. Now they have to be worried about him backstabbing and flashback. Here's everybody else getting ready to pile in to see.
어쩔 수 없어요.
This is a really good adjustment from Talon. Just slow the pace down nice and early.
배는 그냥 기다리기만 하면 된다. 이게 된 거고.
자, 여러분 설치까지 깔끔하게 들어가겠고요. 굉장히 유리한 구도입니다.
Lost the company yet on Sova. I mean, you know, you don't play it too much.
괜찮지 않을까라는
It's gonna take a while to try to get back into the groove. I mean, it's what, once in the last 90 days that he's playing Sova
이거를 세이브하는 게 DRX에게 있어서는 최선의 선택.
in any kind of official capacity.
근데 이제 벤 선수가 너무 다른 세상에서 땅을
So could just be, you know,
닦아나가고 있거든요.
trying to grease the wheels a bit.
So
So this is gonna end up being a save, maybe some exit frag punish potential, but without Hyunmin actually going out and peeking, like they're not gonna be able to find anything here.
근데 탈론도 조금 안전하게 하네요.
전반에 남아 있는 라운드가 몇 개 좀 더 있기 때문에
Turret will alert,
자금 확보를 해야 되는 상황이라.
but I don't think anybody's gonna actually get into position to try to punish here.
이거 한번 해보나요?
Uh-oh.
마지막 남은 1초.
Dart out. Okay, well, Hyunmin just ignores that. Does well to keep his gun.
담원호를 잡아냈습니다.
But really good round overall there from Talon. With just what I believe the one casualty.
속지 않았고요.
확실히 탈론이 그냥
It's overall very solid from Ban.
죽이고 탈수기 운영하자. 그러니까 결국 수비가 정보가 고프면은 나올 것이다.
또 벤의 개인 능력들도 좋았었고요. 네. 자 5대 3이라 다시 한번 탈론의 리드. 엎치락 뒤치락하는 흥미로운 경기
Alright.
속에서 전반의 라운드 어느새
Didn't hit
10번째
tab, but I
라운드입니다.
believe DRX money-wise not in a great spot.
자, 제가 명확하게 보지는 못했지만
Flash out the
아마
playing
공포인트가
everybody
크로스가
forward.
하나여서
Shock dart on the corner. That's really good cognizance here from Talon, but they still manage to find one. Their weapon kind of gets stranded, but push up, they're able to recover it.
공격 측은 C 사이트가 특히 C
So
구슬이
1 for 1,
편하게
breach for
가져가는
Neon.
그걸 놓고
And
지금
now flashback
심리전이
dead.
많이 오고 갔습니다.
맞습니다.
It's been
먹으려는
Having a little bit of a rough day here.
저돌적인 움직임도 있었고.
Ben will get caught, but I mean, you're just first a classic, and Freeing can't find that. He needed an opening headshot. Without that, he's kind of screwed.
우위를 점할 수 있겠습니다.
그러니까 이게 짜증 나는 거예요. 탈론 e스포츠가 이런 거를 잘 하는 팀입니다.
예.
성과를 내고 거기를 순식간에 꼬리로 만들어요.
Moments away from being able to try to find anything there. Might still be able to get the punish on Ban, but it looks like Ban's actually really aware.
근데 벤은 가도 돼요.
He's not going to be prepared for this though. So,
오늘의 할당량을 채우고
but I mean,
있는 줄 알아요.
yeah, he sends the fault line. He's going to really wish that spike had gotten planted a second sooner.
C가 본대였다가 C를 꼬리로 두고 A를
To hear that, he knows that
했다가
it's on C. He doesn't send the fault line, and then he would have it for any kind of attempted retake. But
운영적으로 DRX가 지금 약간의 실수가 좀 있었고요.
how much are they actually going to try to play
시간은 흐릅니다.
into this one?
아 이게 정보가 없으니까.
네. 더더군다나 뭐 화력도 밀리고
Time's
아탄
ticking.
선수의 균열이
Premi's
그렇게
getting drawn forward because of the smoke.
애매해졌죠.
Paranoia doesn't hit.
사실상 좀 어렵게.
And ultimately, it looks like Mako's just going to try to get behind for some exit frags.
맞고
And he ultimately needs to die. He finds one.
여기까지.
Okay, does well to do that. One weapon going to be carried over. A little bit more damage dealt, but up to 6 for Talon. And it feels like this is a lot different from what we were seeing
탈론 e스포츠가
at Red Bull.
어느 정도 갈피를 잡았나 싶을 정도로
I think Talon might have maybe fixed what we were seeing at Red Bull by getting more rounds on the attacker side this time.
벤 선수의 개인의 피지컬들도.
Sorry, what did you say?
이번 라운드였었는데.
'Cause it seems like Talon might have been able to make some adjustments from Red Bull because we kept seeing Haven just be so defender-sided there.
Yeah. I also feel like they probably should have had like 8 rounds. They're misplaying a lot of these rounds.
No, for sure. That's a nice early crunch to just get an opening kill.
잘 먹고
Hunter's Fury doesn't find anything either.
그리고 살랑살랑 아탄이 있습니다. 지나왔고요.
그러니까 이게 현민이 하수도 라인에서 킬을 낸 게 아니라 아까처럼 앞으로 밀고 나갔다면 거버너의 사냥꾼의 분노가 얘기가 될 수 있는데 정보가 상대적으로 없는 상태에서 긁었다 보니까 일방적인 손실이 됐고요.
예.
DFM better than DRX? I mean, hey, it's definitely possible right now.
봐야죠.
자, 근데 이거 벤 선수가 먼저
I think it would be a
그래야
very competitive series between the two teams, but it's still early doors for DRX with the rookies that they have.
리테이크는 이 A 올 거 알고 있고
네.
A 리테이크 할 거예요, 이건.
DFM have the advantage of taking, some very seasoned players and just kind of adding, the core of one team into the other.
타이밍 잃었어요. 안 그래도 불안한데.
이미 뭐
But DRX, players they're showing a decent amount of promise so far.
프리미가 사실
Oh, Governor, just call the timing, man.
마코가 잘 잡고 들어왔고요. 뒷보이까지 아탄이 잡아냅니다. DRX.
Pretty brutal. I think just maybe not expecting the flood to be hitting as fast as it was.
이번 라운드는 운영 너무나도 잘했고 탈론 e스포츠가 했던 거를 잘 기억하고 있었습니다.
I'm not sure how close exactly they are to having this breach ult up.
Last round before the switch.
탈론 e스포츠가 어떻게 보면은 좀 뻔했어요. 그리고
Open hand going into the next one.
아까처럼 A롱이
So
아니라
flash of that.
하수도였다는
This time it was just
이게
good from Frame, just be able to hold a hard angle, gets the read on the push up there on Ban. So pretty clean. This could be a 6 and 6. Op v op.
가나요?
C롱 오퍼레이터 좀 허를 찔릴 만한
Where's
타이밍.
Ban gonna peek? Ban's gonna peek into this at C.
긁어보고 빠져나가는 아탄이고요. 현민.
저거는 이제 원래 미니맵상에 지금 포탑 위치 말고 앞에 박스에
Ooh,
포탑을 깔고
Fastlane committed just to get
운영하는
away from
킬조이를
the
감시자를
pings.
잡을 생각의 월샷이었고 현민 선수는 뺀 척하고 있어요 지금. 슈월차선을 통해서
And Ban wins the fight.
벤이
That's huge. I mean, he has the lockdown. He kind of needs to stay alive. They can
이게 뺀 척일 수
use
있다라는 의심을
Rolling
거두질
Thunder to kind of
않았는데
scale their way up into a site and then use the lockdown for a post point, or they could do it vice versa. And keeping those two ults online is
이제
pretty
탈론의
huge.
공격 방향이 C 쪽으로 향합니다.
아, 탈론은
Eyes are shot in this English Premier match, 6
공격하면서
hours. All right, buddy.
되니까 그냥
I'll
가는
catch you
거예요.
later. Primi, ooh, shut down on the entry. Fault line catches. Answering fault line into the aftershock, and Mako with a covering spray finds one.
아 근데 이게
집보이.
예.
Now they have attacking lockdown in play. Three relatively healthy players for the side of Talon. As Hunter's Fury to dissuade the plant. Tag comes in. Jitboy's dead.
자 전반의 마지막 라운드입니다.
That is huge.
수이기 때문에 설치하는 것 자체가
They need to still
불안합니다.
clear out the site.
왜냐면 일시적으로
Top of the
1대2가
plant, freeing,
되잖아요.
thinking better of it, waiting for his teammate. This is something that all of you should be doing in your solo queue games.
사이트 안쪽에 갇혀 있습니다.
찍혔어요.
Just
불안해요,
wait for your
크루즈.
teammates.
오.
And given that Cruz is playing backside, you can kind of assume that Ban is
결국은
probably
베인이
doing the
해줘야
same.
돼요,
네.
사선 처리를.
크루즈는 미끼.
근데 크루즈
플래시백.
크루즈가 지금 컨디션이
How do
상당히
they-
좋은 그림을
Oh,
많이
get this at the
보여줘서
same time. Fring is trying to offer up some peel, brings it to a 1v1, and Cruz puts it down. Nicely done by Cruz.
너무 좋은데요.
Good clutch up for the 7-5.
자 전반전을 7대 5로 마무리 짓습니다.
와 이게 확실히 근데 인게임 리더의 에임이 결과적으로는 왜 올라올 수밖에
Thank you, Spenny.
없냐면 크루즈가 끌고 가고자 하는 게임의
W
방향성이나
stream
색깔을
viewer.
팀원들이 이해하는
Back at
순간이
yourself.
오면
네.
그러면 인게임 리더도 말이 줄어들게 되고 내 에임에 집중할 수 있게 되거든요. 그만큼 탈로니 스포츠는 뭔가
It's a
크루즈의 팀이 되어가고
I'd
있다는
say that round
모습을
overall.
보여주고 있는 것 같고요.
Pretty clean. A little bit risky with the operator. I think if Hyunmin if he wins that shot versus Ban, then the round is maybe over because they just lose out on one of those really critical ultimates.
이거보다 더 힘들었거든요. 첫 경기는요.
첫 경기는 분위기만 놓고 봤을 땐 그냥 절망적이었어요.
네.
절망적이었는데
7-5 good for DRX. I mean, it just depends on how their attack looks. If Haven actually wants to be an attacker-sided map again,
잡고 가면 됩니다.
then this could still be really good for them.
때문에 피스톨 라운드만 따면은
Especially if,
원점이라고 할수
you know,
있겠고요.
Hyunmin just continues to
자, 피스톨 라운드는
kind of fry with the neon. He's gotten slowed down a lot. That was a super hot start. Like you were saying, like the pace that he was setting to set some kind of like one, best of one kill record. He was on that for those first 3 rounds. And he started off like what, 9-1 or something, and then he only was able to get like 4 more kills.
이게 너무
어느 정도 뺐다고 생각까지도 하고 있던 상황이었는데 제가 봤을 땐 반응으로 잡은 것 같아요.
It's actually crazy that Ben just hit the timing shot from the
이
athlete.
사냥꾼은 너무
Just knows that they're forcing him out of the corner and just managed to hit him through the smoke.
너무 잘 쐈네요.
맞습니다.
All right, so
자, 후반전
3
경기
classics,
만나보겠습니다.
no armor here for Cruz. Needs to buy up the util.
DRX의 공격으로 후반전
There's a
경기
ghost in play.
저는 근데
네.
어느 팀이고 응원할 수 있다고
Double face out of
생각하거든요.
A
저런 응원의
main,
목소리 저는
cyber cage
너무나도
across.
아
감사합니다,
그럼요,
진짜. 네.
그럼요. 네.
And then gonna be pinged in
싸우는 분들이
sewer
종종 계세요.
아,
왜
as
한국
aftershock
응원하네.
gets sent out.
네.
And they get Primi in a really far forward spot.
순풍 끝났고요.
Delwyn expires, finds 1, take it down. Governor, however, finding 2. Okay.
그런데 마코가
This
뒤를
round
잡았는데
looking very good.
마코가 뒤를 열었습니다. 하지만 앞이
Talon about to move up to 8. Mako with 20 HP. There's just no shot.
그냥 우클릭 점프하면 돼요, 이거.
As clutch as he can be. This would be a completely different level.
말씀이시겠죠?
As there you go. Okay.
벤의 마무리. 탈론이 스포츠입니다.
자, 피스톨 라운드를 따면 뭐 동점이나
One man can save
다름없다고
FPX.
말씀을 드렸지만 확실히 탈론이
Brick by brick.
조금 더 단단한 모습을 보여주고 있습니다.
그렇습니다. 가버너의 샷도 그리고 오늘 크루즈 선수에게 한번 저희들이 거듭 말씀드리긴 합니다만 너무 좋아요.
네, 그리고 저는 구도만 놓고 봤을 때는 거의 1대1 비율로 주고받고 A롱 싸움이 끝날 줄
Love from
알았는데
New Zealand.
구도
Love
선수
to
에임
New
진짜
Zealand. I would
맛있어요.
also love to visit your
DRX
country.
스프링콜을 선택했고요. 경기 만나보겠습니다. 13번째 라운드.
Not to be a stereotypical Lord of the Rings fan, but oh boy, that. I mean, that's a wide peak. That he should have been able to get that kill.
이런 라운드는 구슬 작업이라도 하는 게
중요하죠.
더더군다나 원거리 교전이 많이 일어나는 헤이븐이다 보니까
So
이
all
클래식
five players
가상자루로 할 수 있는 게 그렇게 많지가 않죠.
그래서
getting ready to death ball.
버너가 준비하고 있는 A 사이트 안쪽 메인 바라보고 있습니다.
Okay, swing across. Fault line connects. They're not going to be able to chase him.
현민이 한번.
Relay
매운
does
이기고
hit.
있네요.
예.
진탕이 풀리기
Oh,
전에
and Governor still gets the headshot. He's dazed.
끝까지 버팁니다.
Jumps through the smoke. Yeah, into the shooting gallery.
하나 정도는 괜찮잖아요. 예.
Very nicely done.
딱 하나 정도만 허용했네요.
네.
All right, looks like they're finding their form a little bit. That was pretty damn clean.
네.
Yeah, yeah, that was nice from them. The eco idea was still pretty nice to get the orb here, though.
기분이 좋을 만한 과정이었습니다.
네, 그리고
I feel like past 2 rounds, Governor's been great, though.
Yeah, him getting this shot was
Everything.
shut down.
Yeah.
우는 갈줄 알았는데.
Because, I mean, I would not want to be handing a Guardian over to Hyunmin,
선수의
so...
마무리가 있었습니다.
근데 탈론도 진짜 크루즈 선수 제외하면 다
Like I said, with Governor, it's just about greasing the wheels. Get back into
교전에서 안
get
밀립니다.
back into the form here for the Sova play.
프리미가 다시 한번 저돌적으로
Shake off the
넘어갑니다.
rust.
메인에 대한 그 정보들을 파악하기 위한 움직임으로 보이고.
Masters Melbourne. It has nice alliteration.
예.
탈론의 계산
I'd rather do Sydney, because I've heard that in Sydney you're way less likely to encounter spiders.
대형 사고는 안 날 것
오,
같고.
예.
And I am very arachnophobic, so...
다만 탈론이 C로 보낸 거거든요.
Okay, Hunter Sphere to interrupt. Aftershock as well, forces him off the plants. Hyunmin does get tagged, so they expose him at backside.
설치까지
Plant comes
완료됐습니다.
through.
DRX.
자, 올빼미
2
들어온
players
것
tagged
같아.
up.
진입을
This is gonna...
해내야
Does he try to swing?
되고.
Oh my god!
깎고.
That's a hell of an in and out from him.
그리고 하나 더.
저지.
And Chipboy's able to find him though with the judge. And Ban crunching in from Barrage picks up one. Athen with the shutdown. Now everybody else stacked up at CT. They're gonna try to triple face.
야, 쥐뽀이.
1 for 1. Athen it.
자, 2대입니다.
Long Mako on the side. And it's gonna be Athen. Okay.
깔끔한 에임 아웃. 후반전 상대의 흐름을 한번 끊어먹습니다.
야, 근데 지금 보시면 아까 집보이 선수가
Still some competition to be had in the game.
아니면 리테이크 시도하려고 연막 안에서 튀어나올
Okay.
때나
Saw an operator there for a brief little moment.
호챙이나 이런 것들이 안 나오게끔 무조건 트레이드 킥을 나오게 이렇게 점프해요.
네.
계속 꼬으면서 무빙을.
You're arachnophobic and you're Australian.
이러면은 연속 킬이 나올
I mean, look, I've just heard horror
그만큼의
stories
디테일을 탈론 e스포츠가 집중력이
from
잘 챙기고
Atlas,
있다.
the
네,
LCK
이렇게 보면
caster.
되겠습니다.
Because he's
오퍼레이터
from
선수였습니다,
Melbourne,
탈론.
and he will often talk about huntsman spiders, and he's just like, oh no, they're chill, just go pick them up with my hands. And I'm like, that is the most horrifying shit that I've ever heard in my life. And I like the thought of it makes me cringe.
근데 지금 하수도 라인에 화살을 거버너가 던져놨는데 안 찍혀준 덕에 근데 정보 차단이 아니라 올빼미 드론 쓰네요.
네.
DRX도.
Oh, and also I forget which other Aussie caster it was, but they had a horror story about a huntsman spider getting into the toilet.
어느 정도의
and then
포지션
sitting
자체를 좀
on the
탈론
seat.
e스포츠가 읽을 수 있습니다.
Yeah.
쉐이프요?
자, 이거 탈론이
Yeah, that would probably just ruin the rest of my life.
A 올 거야.
If I had that experience.
라는 상황이기 때문에 DRX는 이거 A 가면 안 됩니다.
그러니까 굳이 상대가 준비하고 있는 쪽에 가져야 돼요.
Oh
쪽에.
my god.
이거는 프링이
Of all the times for Ban to not be able to come away with a kill, but he also doesn't clear the turret, so this is just a net
더욱더
nothing
답답해지고
for either
선택지가
side.
확정됩니다.
네,
A로.
원래 저거 깨고
I know they're harmless, but it's not about them being dangerous. It's just about how they look and them freaking me the fuck
자,
out.
상대 알고 있습니다. A 쪽으로 가는
Oh.
거 슈퍼이스가. 자, 마무리
Opportunity for Governor.
교전
Finds the first, Crew stabilizes, and the entry is starting to fall apart a bit. It's way too back and forth.
앞뒤.
So Freeing's now alone. He's got a 50-50, and his cam setup is going to be useless because he's getting approached from sewers, and he's got one in heaven. And Frimmy just dives in. Okay.
Just jumps on him.
It just, yeah, that's Primmy.
Dude, it came out of nowhere. That was so sick.
The Observer wasn't even ready for him.
No, yeah.
오퍼 들고
He
있으니까
disappeared.
좋긴 한데. 예.
근데 설치되고
네.
스파이크에서 총으로 스왑하는 그
That's
타이밍에 순풍을 긁으면은 내가
about the best timing to win around.
것 같아요.
For Talon, as they keep their economy, retain op, and break the
for
RX
sure.
again.
봐주겠지 이 생각을 했었는데
The Neo messed up pretty heavy. He used like both of the slides before entering, so just had no one to even get like
만약 프리미가
out of the choke, really.
Ooh, Mako's gonna go for a hero. A full hero as well.
4점 차이로 다시 한번 탈론 e스포츠가 달아납니다. 10대 6에서 시간이 줄어들지 않는 타임아웃. 네.
네, 아마
It's had enough.
DRX 선수들은 이게 DRX
Go, just call the timeout. Told him to sell it.
아 그런가요? 네.
근데 DRX 선수들이 방금 전 라운드를 뭔가 어마어마하게 꼬였다고 생각할 필요는 제가 봤을 때 없어 보이거든요. 그냥 프링이 그 포탑을 깨지 못했다. 그거 하나 때문에 본인들이 원하는 그림이 형성이 안 된 거라서 운영적으로 우리가 뭔가를 잘못했다고 의심을 할 필요는 없어 보입니다.
그렇습니다. 어쨌든 방향 자체는 올바른 방향 쪽으로 좀 가고 있다.
네.
이렇게 보면 좋을 것 같고요. DRX 쪽에서 오디오 이슈가 있어서 거의 다 뭐 고쳐지는 것 같습니다. 빠르게.
근데 확실히 프링 선수가
아 예.
뭐 진짜 발로란트 1세대거든요.
네.
정말 빠르게 군대를 전역하고서는 지금 다시 선수 생활을 복귀해가지고 하는
그래요?
건데
네. 제가-
그리고 심지어 복귀하자
Sorry, I mean, I'm just saying nope, nope, nope over and over again. I know I muted myself, but I was reading your, I was reading the Huntsman story, and just not having a good time.
뭐 우승컵 들어올린 선수보다 실제 총 쏴본 선수가 더 적을 거예요.
그러니까 전역진 들어올린 선수가 사실 더 승자거든요.
So
yeah, let's just go to Sydney.
그러다 보니까
Let's just do that. That sounds
이 프링
great.
선수의 영입으로 제가 봤을 때는 앞으로의 DRX가 되게 밝은 미래가 조금 어느 정도는 있지
Honestly,
않을까.
I know that like even if it was in like Melbourne or wherever, as long as it was like as long as I'm staying in some kind of like commercial hotel that has solid upkeep, I'm probably not going to encounter any large indigenous spiders in my room or anything. Sydney have funnel web spiders in the city? Oh Jesus Christ! Why? Why does Australia exist? Why is it this way? Snow, fuck you. My friend is watching the stream and he just tried to send me a link and I can see that it says pestcontrol.sydney.com.au/huntsman. I'm not clicking that link. I'm not even opening the chat because if it has a preloaded image that's going to appear in our chat together, I'll kill you.
테크니컬 퍼즈 걸린 김에 요청하는 선수들도 있거든요.
Genuinely, like I can't deal with it. Even like video games, I'd say like World of Warcraft, probably the only game where the spiders don't bother me. Like I had a bunch of people say like, "Oh, you're arachnophobic. The new expansion, it's gonna mess with you." The models have never been close enough to actually get me. But like I tried playing that whatever that survival game is, where it's like Honey I Shrunk the Kids, and you're in like a backyard or whatever. I turned on the full-blown arachnophobic mode on that game, and I still couldn't play it. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason I couldn't get over it. And all it was a floating, untextured blob without legs. That's all that they rendered for the spider. It still fucks with me. Meanwhile, fighting ants and whatever else in that game, I was relatively fine with it.
입장에서는 이런 타이밍에 작전 타임 걸리면은 사실 뭐 딱히 할 말도 없고 야 쟤네 긴장했다 하고서는 그냥 기분 좋게 넘어갈 만한 선수들에게 소통을 맡겨도 되는 그런 상황입니다.
자, 경기에 속행합니다. 10대 6이고요.
Okay.
4점차 17번째 라운드입니다.
We're back in. Shunmin, okay, that's
현민은 잘 해주는군요.
the kind of round that you want to have to start things off.
바라보고 있습니다. 현민.
Ben knows that he's backside. They want to grab this gun, and they get the stun. They're not looking for the kill, they're just looking for the gun. They managed to get it. And Hyeonmin finds another one. So now Ban is dead. This is a really nice post-plant setup.
네.
Did he pass weapon over?
탈론도 접는 판단을 하네요.
Okay, looks like Talon is just, yeah, they're making the call to just save, maybe rotate around the back, see if they can catch anybody on a linger. But, okay, so DRX able to find a win here.
사실 오퍼레이터 떨구고 마무리되면은 이것만한 수확이 없기는 합니다.
네.
와 결국은 네온을 쥐고 있는 현민이 하나 만들어주고 절약을
Alright.
되네요 이게.
A thrifty.
DRX의 절약왕 분위기를 반전시킬 수 있길 바라보겠습니다.
Race it to the spike site.
Down by
크루즈
3. They
입장에서는
rear up and run at
아,
you and
이걸
threatened.
저렇게
Yeah, fuck that.
들어온다고? 라는 느낌이 들만한 현민의 피킹이었어요.
네. 보통 이제 또 긴 뭐랄까요?
Dude, I just can't win with this
네.
green screen.
이후에
It just
이렇게
no matter what I do to try to block out this stuff, I just keep this. I need to get just
그러니까
blackout
뭔가
curtains in
항상
this room.
선수들은 그러다 보니까 생각의 집중력의 텐션을 항상 유지해야 돼. 이게 힘든 겁니다, 진짜.
The Goliath bird. Yeah, no, it's a thing.
자, 10대
I know.
7입니다.
I know it's a thing. Because unfortunately, I've seen it before.
18번째 라운드입니다.
And it does eat birds.
와,
Didn't think the grounded spiders were that bad. I mean, I don't know. It was just for me. It was pretty bad. Good kill from Primi though, as I'm gonna try to get my mind off of everything that is wrong with this world. Is okay. I mean, does it again, but freeing punish on the flank. If I can get planted, relay bolt to try to hold him at bay. And oh my god!
이게 무슨 일이에요? 아니 총알을 피하는
How did Cruz not get that kill?
There's no way.
How did he not kill him?
고개를 돌려서
Jitboy's just TPing in front of them here backside. Oh my god, is he gonna do the same thing? He does. Jitboy's bails him out.
Oh my goodness, that is a round though.
That should have never been able to be that close.
원래 에임이 저 정도로 돌아가면은 그 마우스 패드 끝자락에 걸리거나 어쨌든 본인의 그 가장 좋은 에임이 나올 수
Neon's a
있는
beast,
상황이
man.
틀어져요.
Neon's a
저렇게까지
beast. I think.
정교하게 바로 뒤돌아서
He gets a
잡는다는
lot of
거는
fast kills.
젊음 그 자체.
There's a factory somewhere
젊은 연기.
in Korea, and they're just churning out these neon demons.
Yeah, pretty much.
오퍼레이터까지 가져간 것 같죠.
와.
That's a really nice opening kill though from Primi.
확실히 지금 탈론이
Yeah, and they do the recon, so you have to like commit inside to break it as well, right, with the peak.
살았으면 대박이었는데. 여기까지.
Oh, that one.
집보이도
That's gonna be a feel bad round for DRX.
자, 19번째 라운드가 진행되겠습니다.
이게 상대 DRX가 지진 강타와 사냥꾼의 분노 모두 있으니까 그 밸류를 죽여보려고
Okay, so
그걸까지
Mako's
다
TP'd
나갔거든요,
heaven.
탈론이.
예.
Paranoia
자, 이거는
will give that
과거
away.
DRX 시절에도
Rolling Thunder across the
많이
site.
보였던
It's not gonna
택틱입니다.
hit anybody other than Governor.
들어가 봅니다. DRX.
자, 이거에 사고만 안 나면 탈론이 스포츠가
Barely gets
모두
picked by it.
그려놓은
Their own Rolling
계산하에
Thunder now gonna be committed.
예.
Aftershock into the floor. Have they just not actually registered that he's here?
나가냈고요.
I mean, Ban still managed to find two, so that's good. The flick down from Athen. Holy hell.
자. DRX.
I swear, like, it seemed like they were so
선수의 에임 서칭 너무
aware of
좋았습니다.
Mako's position. Did he fake TP?
이거는
있죠?
좀 트라이를 해볼 만해요.
네. 하나,
Okay. Primi with one. Fault line. Should be screwed. And there you go.
정리.
I was gonna say,
DRX.
if DRX lost that round,
끝나지 않았습니다. 11대 8.
then it was just
탈론
over.
스포츠도 상대방 궁극기 상황을 읽은 다음에 정말 잘 뽑아
It was a
먹어요.
really nice flick back down
이게
from Athen. But
마코가
this,
만약에 해븐에 습격하고서는
did I miss? Was there like a fake TP from Mako to fake that he exited heaven? Because it
There
seemed like
mu-
they were,
dude, I was losing my mind at it as well. There must have been something that we missed. Or like someone fake dropped or something, like underneath. I don't understand what
it
went on
seemed
there.
like they knew, and then they just swing that corner with no.
I mean, bro,
kind of-
Omen ulted. You gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta be on top of it. Yeah, it felt weird. It looked like Mako was shocked that he got a freebie there at the first kill as well.
이 작업을 할 생각이기 때문에 뒤가 잡히는 그림 그 속도감이 문제거든요. 그러니까 그냥
Gives it a
프링이
chance for this
미드
to
전진하는
potentially go a
카메라를
little bit
깔아놓고
deeper.
우리는 A에서 할 거 하자.
3 ults for Talon. They got a
A를 벌써
lockdown.
다시 돌릴 때도 저 카메라가 너무나도
TP,
중요합니다.
cheeky TP
십보이의
over
실-
the wire, but yeah, now he's been spotted.
자, 이러면 그냥 가야 돼요.
네.
아니면 프링이 이걸
Pops
잡아줘서
the cage. She's
뚫고
gonna reposition across into spawn.
선택지가 한 2개 정도로 좁혀듭니다. 자, 그래서 스프링이 한번 바깥쪽으로 좀 빠져서
Wily Talon are gambling pretty well here. They've got 3 players on A.
조바심을 내지 않는 건 좋습니다.
One critical thing is that Ban is not in a position to try to use any kind of tempo lockdown, but if they end up getting pushed back into B, he could.
밀릴 수 있어요. 총이 화력이 차이가
Just send
나고.
it through garage. Mako's about to make a timing.
왜냐면 이런 거 알고
Gonna try to recover the weapon. Okay, quick 1-for-1, but now Primi strikes. Updraft up and over the top. Really nice shot from Hyunmin to find the punish.
자, 시간은 30초 아래쪽으로
Now a 3v3 with the lockdown for the post plant. If Ban can get there.
Go, go.
And
탈론의
this
공쇄.
ult can complete. Never mind. All right, it makes sense. He knows that they're at 11. They still have him by arm's length. It's not worth sending the lockdown, losing that tool for the whole rest of the map. And Jitboy's gonna do it again. Oh, he does it again. Jitboy's is different.
He's actually playing so good right now. Bailed him out twice.
Another 3K for a Thrifty this
His
time
omen
too.
flashes, man. His omen flashes are so good right now. The flash TP, that's what both of the plays have been.
조심하고 있었어요. 근데 결국 끊었잖아요.
Nasty.
1대1 교환한 것도 잘했고 프리미도 현민이 트레이드 킬 해준 것만으로도 이거 너무 좋다 생각했거든요. 와, 짓보이.
Let's talk more about the most dangerous animal in the world, the mosquito. I mean, fuck mosquitoes. The one good thing about spiders is that they'll devour mosquitoes. But so do dragonflies, and dragonflies are way more chill. I can deal with those.
자, 아직까지 이 모습을
Oh, dude, this is either going to be enormous or it's going to be nothing. It's nothing. Oh, he just gets cut in half.
네온이 이게 참 얄궂어요. 피킹.
Smokes out. He's got ult, so he can take space, play entry, and then back off and use the operate for post plant. Mako's got to swing back though.
탈론 봉쇄
They're
있거든요.
getting pretty segmented here, and there's a lockdown. It's pretty shallow for the site, and Mako's gonna die.
자, 이러면은
And Athen needs to win this fight, and he's gonna also die. Cruz,
올 사이트야.
potential for an ace? No, never mind. Loses it, and then Hyunmin thinks he's out, but he's not. Alright, well, I mean, definitely some causes for concern for both teams throughout that, but I think
Yeah, no, I agree.
decent anchors in like Jit Boys.
Yeah, a frost cam could have been awesome on this one, for sure. I don't know. There's some good and bad signs for sure. You can tell it's the off season. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of potential for both teams. You know, I mean, Talon's already pretty proven. You know, they made it the champs, etc. But
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Hyunmin, I think he's a little hot and cold, but when he's hot, he is insane.
He's got lovely fast spell accuracy. Kind of what you want on your Jonas.
Yeah, and I mean, he already showed his Neon in the previous game too, so we know that he's not just or his Jet in the previous game, so we know he's not just like a Neon crutch duelist player.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I'm gonna step away for a bit.
Of course.
Well, DRX, this is gonna make seedings and everything pretty interesting because Talon now have to play against Gen G, who looked really good in the first set, and then Gen G have to play against DRX, who went from looking rough to looking insane to looking okay in this game. So I think they're gonna have to try to overperform a bit comparatively here. If they want to take down Gen G. And then you've got Talon versus FPX, which could just end up being the scrappiest game of the day. Because both teams are not averse to getting muddy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree that Talon should be expected to find a win here, barring just, a crazy pop-up performance, which we had the moments from the various players. It just wasn't there enough, and they let a couple of rounds get away from them. I mean, the Thrifty definitely hurts as well. Being bested by the Force Buy at the very start, not really expecting that to come through at all, which is kind of surprising, because I think, I'd say Talon, Paper X, probably the two teams that are willing to go for Force Buys that we've really seen in Pacific with any sort of regularity. But, yeah, I mean, good on Talon. Still some stuff to to flesh out a bit. And yeah, we'll get Foxy versus his previous team in DRX, so that's going to be exciting to watch. But Talon versus Gen G first. We're gonna see maybe more, Primy duelists coming up, going against Texture. So, either way, it should be pretty exciting. I mean, I'm not ultimately too worried for either team, just given that it is off season, like Sliggy said. So, you can't set the expectations too high. You have to have, a couple grains of salt to take everything with. Because there's also, another role change here with the Cruz moving back over onto the breach, Governor bringing out the Sova for the first time in a while, etc. So, either way, entertaining game. But let me update. I'll update the title to Gen G Talon. And then I'm going to step away. I'm going to refill my water bottle and then use the restroom, and then I'll come back. How does this tournament work? So it's a full round robin between all of the teams that are participating. They're all best of ones, and then depending on your results there, you can get seeded in for the playoffs and whatnot, which are going to be happening tomorrow with the quarterfinal into the semi, into the grand final, which is when we'll actually see a bit of series play and some more impactful map drafts and whatnot. I'm going to step away though real quick. I'll be back in a couple minutes. I'm going to run another ad just to stave off the pesky pre-rolls, and then we'll get ready to jump into this series, because I think it's going to be pretty exciting. I think Talon 100% do not allow for Ascent to come back in, so I think that we'll get to see something a bit different. If Talon could force Gen G on a Sunset, I think that'd be super hype. Either way though, I'll be RB. Alright, so we've got Gen G, Talon, Primy on Yoru. Get your predictions in now. You've got 2 minutes to do so. Because, oh, baby, this is about to get crazy. Okay, we get Primy on Yoru. What do you think about this, Sliggy?
Yeah, it's against the Cypher, I worry, but they're up against no Cypher. I mean, this could be pretty good. It's one of those ones that is like the most disgusting thing to play against.
I mean, his history is obviously pretty short in any kind of tracked competitive aspect, but this is only the 3rd time that he's played Yoru.
It's two people that like to absolutely send it though. Like Governor on Neon really sends it.
I mean, if this
And then
just
Primy
has
to back it
shades
up.
if this has shades of classic Paper Rex behind it, then it'll definitely have legs.
If it has a little bit of, just a small amount of like set strats and actually just showing some kind of time put in, it could be right.
자, 양 팀의 피스톨 라운드 보겠습니다. 탈론 e스포츠에선 공격입니다. 자, 욕탕 지역 쪽에서부터 한번 마주침이 좀 있겠고요.
역시 바인드는 욕탕이죠.
Okay, well, just double swing in. Talon able to win it out. 3-player push into showers. Molly to try to slow. Meanwhile, they've already gotten banned forward, but it looks like he's going to backpedal. Did they just call for a full retreat? I'm supposed to gather they're actually going to swing. Okay, swinging around to go for the heal.
자, 1분 안쪽으로 시간 떨어지고요.
그러니까 돌린 척을 하죠.
네.
그러면은 결국 욕탕이 궁금해서 피킹을 한 번은 할 거야. 우리가 그거 받아먹고 출발하자. 4대2 가자인데 젠지는 다른 곳에서 정보를 취합합니다.
예. 차라리 B 쪽을 좀 멀찍이 나와 보면서 어떻게 찾는지 돌렸는지를 체크해 봅니다.
근데 이러니 저러니 해도
It's a really good timing push from Charon. So they give up the sight to be able to find the pinch here onto 1. Ben is very far forward. Munchkin reading it. Oh my god. And it looked like he just didn't even stop moving. Gets the snake bite, gets the vulnerable out on the Jip Boys, and they forces him back. And now the pinch can come through from the rest of the team. Up through short, double face in towards Lamps. Jip Boys is losing out on the fight. That's all Primy with a ghost. And yep, splits the difference, goes in between the heads. I like this patience from Gen G a lot. willing to give up this site to just push Karen out on off short, catch a player.
실제로도 보여주면
Yeah, it was good here. It turned into a pretty weird round. Like the Sky having to go all the way back, leave Lamb's control just to heal them. It felt pretty odd.
근데
Like them giving up that map control, I don't know, it cost them a little bit.
카론 선수가 여기를 끄는
And
걸
realizing like after Red Bull, this is like the first time where we have just Vipers generally on bind, and it's on both.
Yeah,
teams.
dude, I can't believe we had the back to back, like no Viper comps. It's crazy.
자, 네온을 뽑은 이유를 털론 보여줘야 되겠죠, 카보너.
Yeah, that was a very winnable round.
자, 빠르게 욕탕에서
But
구슬 작업을
I mean
해나가는
they get to just play Pac-Man off the start here.
애초에 젠지는 A 쪽에 힘이 가중이
So,
되어 있던 상황이 아니다
Couple
보니까
charges, I think 3 charges from having the ult
크게
online.
비빌리지 않습니다. 자, 카론이 저지로 B 윈도우를 막고 있어서 큰 욕심을 내고 있지 않고요. 아마 그 젠지의 요맨 선수의 두 번째 귀체가 B롱으로 던져질 것 같거든요. 아 그냥 추적기로 하자. 귀체
Yoman.
기다리다가는 상대방이 올
Knows
수도
that they're
있다.
far forward. Oh, great readjust.
그리고 자, 이 정도면 충분했어요. 자,
To be able to get the headshot on him while he was jumping was fantastic.
자, 시간은
That
흐르고
extended his life significantly.
백업 인원까지 백업 인원들 코앞까지 왔죠. 먼치킨.
Yeah, that range with the Spectre is just no shot.
포탈 타고 A 쪽으로
Really,
돌리는
this is
거야.
just
이거
Jip
알고
Boys
있습니다.
getting plant money at this point. Plant money on an alt charge point.
결론은 설치라도 된 게 어딘가라고 생각해야 될 것 같고요.
설치 크레드 고맙습니다.
There you go. All right, very clean.
마무리가 됐고요. 아, 전주.
Oh, okay. Yoman almost leaving Munchkin hanging.
요맨 선수가
예.
진짜 게임만 읽는 데서 끝나지 않아요.
네.
본인의 목숨은 본인이 지킬 만큼의 힘을 가지고 있습니다.
그렇습니다. 야, 뭐 해체할 때도 즐겁네요.
네.
야, 누구냐? 누가 할 거냐? 네.
진짜
How do you rate the
방에서 하는 것 같아요.
how do you rate the Omen Viper versus the Brim Viper? Because I feel like
여기서 요맨
Brim
선수가
on
보여줬던
bind is
선택이
just
너무
kind of
좋습니다.
synonymous
첫 번째는 약간 좀
with the
불안했었는데.
map.
Yeah,
아, 두 번째
so I personally like the one ways that you can do.
거버너는
I think the one ways that you can do it pretty good. I think like there's a couple of extra flash plays and like crunching becomes pretty good, but you lose a lot of your afterplant,
그쵸.
일선이랑 조금 늦어졌었던 것도
like a lot of your afterplant. But I'm a little bit of an Omen fan on this map. I think it's not too bad. I know people like Mini hates it.
I just also
Many
feel you
things
don't
it's
have that many-
awful.
I feel like you don't have that many great like TP plays that you can go for compared to maps like Haven and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true. There's not as many like that.
Like B, like you're just basically going labs.
But I honestly like it. I like the Omen.
욕탕 뭐 메인 바깥쪽까지 없다라는 이야기는 여기라는 얘기거든요.
Oh, dude, Munchkin's back on it, and that's spike down.
불독을
Holy,
이루겠어요.
아, 먼치킨 선수 에임이
that's my Viper.
왜 쓰냐? 불독을
Straight up, just dueling.
혹시나 잡아냈습니다. 사이트
And Bolt him the challenge there.
엇갈린 운명 찍혔고요.
Can't get the drag across. Munchkin. Oh, I was gonna say Munchkin with 4. Munchkin for ace? Nope.
연막 쪽으로 프리미 몸 숨기고요.
I mean, tucks back.
여전히
Boys a haunt reveal, but I mean, they know that the. I was gonna say they know the spike is still down. They know that Permi's over here, and they get the punish on Jit Boys trying to lurk.
30 seconds left.
남은 시간 30초.
Decoy flash out. I mean,
연기지만
yeah, Yoman just
이유가 없습니다.
예.
stay sad here. There's no reason for him to do anything.
의미가 없었죠.
설치하는 것만 잡으면 되는 상황이라 요맨이 피킹할 이유가 전혀 없어요.
Made noise. Yep, there you go.
젠지 깔끔한 3대 0
All right, bonus conversion. Maybe a quick timeout call here from Coach Frost. Timer's still moving for now.
아니 무슨 삼국시대 장수.
And just finding your streaming like your voice important. Definitely my favorite caster. Thank you very much, Fox. I appreciate that.
알코올 테스트 해봐야
And don't worry, you haven't been missing out too much when it comes down to when it comes down to streams because I'm just starting to kind of get back into the groove here with co-streaming and whatnot. So it's not like this is something that's been ongoing for a long time that you just haven't noticed.
조금 더 나의 플레이에 집중을 할 수 있기 때문인지 에임이 완전 들어올랐습니다.
자, 가보라가 굉장히 빠른 템포로 일단 욕탕까지는 깊숙이 먹었습니다. 다음이 중요하겠죠.
Okay, Masha tries to stop the reinforcements. Governor tries to slide across it. Jitboys wins despite being vulnerable. Gets Karen as well.
자, 이러면은 순식간에
That's really nice from Jit.
먹은 탈론 e스포츠가 됐습니다. 이거
먼치킨!
Munchkin is just on.
먼치킨입니다.
I don't even think that. Yeah, they haven't even tapped the spike.
자, 베니
And
텍스처
paint shells
잡아내면서
go out. I think maybe a little early there from
설치할 수
texture.
있을 만한 타이밍을 가져가 보는 탈론.
Now gives them a 2v2.
2대2입니다.
자, 탈론 e스포츠는 이제 미니맵상에서 이 A 사이트 반 가르고 위쪽은 아예 뺏겼다고
With
생각하고
default
게임을
plan,
하고
they have
있습니다.
A flash ready.
그렇기 때문에 지금 욕탕을
Haunt
스카이가
sees.
지기만 하면 어쨌든 양각 구도인데 본인이 확신을 못 가지니까 빨리 못 가요.
쥐는데 시간
All the check
걸려요.
showers, nothing spotted. Tap with the spike.
지금 젠지는 욕탕 없다고 생각하고 있다.
어,
그런 타이밍에
And
소리가
oh, dude,
나면은
Ban is about to
올라와서
absolutely dumpster, perhaps. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Okay, Cruz gets them both. Really nice. Just playing off the distraction from Ban.
아니 크루즈가 이 정도의 파워를 파괴력을 가진 선수가 아니었는데
네.
Really well timed swing there.
에임 따닥이 굉장히 예쁘게 들어갔습니다.
자, 그래도 결코 탈론 e스포츠가 만족스러울 만한 경기 내용은 아직 펼쳐지고 있지 않습니다.
Yeah. Just the hold and drag.
야. 에임을 잘 잡았네요.
네. 자, 이러면은
5-man stack though. 3 players from Genji over towards A. Pit is available. I mean, if they realize just how much is coming their way here, it could just be a defensive investment, but I think they're going to save it for a retake.
여기서 좋은 기억이 있는 요맨이거든요.
This Governor's so far avoiding everything.
자, B사이트 꽤 많이 집중합니다. 탈론.
Oh, that flash timing coming across, and Governor, I think he was backsliding and also finds a headshot there. Pit now goes out instantly. Texture in a potentially vulnerable spot, but Munchkin still just coming away with eliminations. Spotted, however, dies. Pit's dropped. Cruz continuing to deliver. And pass the spike. Oh, and Ben is just not ready. Holy, dude, Texture, is he gonna continue to be Mr. 4K? He's got Showstopper. Wants to try to scout first. If he sends Pain Shell back box, if he just bounces it off the wall. Oh, the swing out.
이러면 왼쪽으로 줘. 탈론.
He's reading it pretty well and misses the timing. Ooh, nice from Cruz.
승부를 받고요. 승리를 가져갑니다.
아니 뭐 크루즈가 좀 혈이 뚫렸나 싶을 정도로 잘하는데요.
자, 라운드 스코어 3대1. 젠지가 여전히 리드를 점하고는 있습니다만 크레드가 약간 말라 있습니다.
아니 뭔가 가장 최근에 있었던 그 일본에서 열렸던 이벤트 매치에서조차도 한 달도 안 됐는데
예.
거기서조차도 탈론 e스포츠가 이런 느낌은 아니었거든요.
아, 근데 오늘 폼이 되게 좋아요.
네. 아니 크루즈의
This is a
개인
very
기술도
brutal
그렇고
way
게임을 풀어나가는 것도
for
그렇고
Talon to start getting themselves back into the game. Brutal for Genji, I should say. Because, I mean, that's Pit down now.
3대2입니다.
They have their own. Showstopper, however, decent tool to counter.
이야기하는 콜들이 좀 오고 가고 있고요.
자, 욕탕을 먹으려는 작업 자체는 없고
I think the Omen with the neon on this as well actually looks kind of nice. Because the Omen flash is like good for taking the sides. So when you have like a neon that can actually like capitalize off of it, it's pretty nice. And then once they're like scared of you taking the sides with the Omen flash, you then save it for sides.
Cruz has been clean with it so far. I mean, I guess it's just because they want, Jit's their Viper player, but after that Haven, I'm like, just have Cruz play Omen. He's still very good at it.
Yeah. This is a disgusting comp to play against. I think you gotta go aggro.
스파이크 설치 완료됐습니다. 추적자까지 눌렀고요.
나도 젠지 팬분들에게 각인시켜야 돼.
폭구.
나도 뭔가 있음을 보여줘야 돼.
젠지
애초에 힘든 싸움이었죠.
예. 저거는 뭐.
네. 저거는 뭐 진짜.
Is there a link to the official stream for this match? Yes. This is, I believe, just the 10 Yeah, it's literally just called 10 on YouTube. But if you go to VLR, they do have the link for the stream. They might not have had the timings right, but they had the correct stream link.
오늘 너무 좋습니다. 그리고 그 중심에 네온과 요루가 또 톡톡한 역할들을 해주고 있는
I wish I
탈론
think I could turn up the game volume here a little bit more.
쪽에 떨어뜨려 놓고 다시 한번
Okay.
하고 있습니다. 탈론.
I think Gen G should just basically play off site and try to get a pit invested. Because they have the Thrash and they have a Showstopper. They've got two really good ults for drawing out a Viper. So I wouldn't mind seeing them play a lot more disconnected than they are, but they're in really committed positions here on A. And it's looking like A is where Talon are going to end up inevitably here.
독성 연기가 아니라 연막이었던 걸로 보이는데 요맨 선수가 굴린 추적기에 대한 정보에 확신을 가질 수가 없어요. 그러다 보니까
A
B는
lot of
발이
rest on this entry here from Governor.
육탕 이거 폭신라인 간다?
Foxy, if he decides to uncommit, okay.
안 갔어요.
나도 보여줘야
He
돼.
does get the catch.
저는 욕탕 쪽을 계속 지켜내고 있는 폭시 라인이고요.
I mean, now they might TP pivot. Yep, I think they're going to have to now, but no, okay, no chance.
Spike down A.
스파이크 다운돼 있습니다.
Well, this is damn good from Gen G if they can regain the lead without having to invest much. Oh, damn, huge round from Foxy 9.
분위기를 반전시키는 젠지 스포츠.
Really nice 4K.
좋은 킬들이 여러 나옵니다.
아 근데 폭신라인 선수 4킬 꼽고서는 이제 막 파이팅 하는데 아무도 안 쳐다보는데.
다들 뭐 좋아는 했잖아요. 예.
자 근데 폭신라인 덕분에
Really good from
어그로도
Foxy.
쏠리다 보니까 텍스처 선수의 킬.
Hey, it's some nice shots. I don't really get what Talon wanted to do here, though.
I thought that
Who's a
Gen G
shocker?
was just gonna play back because if they just kind of allow Talon to get into the site a little bit and they get the pit out, they have the Thrash and the Showstopper to try to just retake. So I thought maybe they were just gonna play a little bit more disconnected, but Foxy
Yeah.
just kind of killed them all.
Nah, he had some nice aim
근데
here.
잘 됐을 때와 안 됐을 때 그냥 그 두 개 라운드만 놓고서는 극명하게 비교를 해보자면 결국 탈로니 스포츠는 생각을 길게 할 필요 없이 그냥 우리가 앞마당 먹었다 뛰자 하면은
So
그 속도를 젠지가 또 쫓아갈 수가
a
없거든요.
little bit
그리고
confusing there.
두
And I think
명의
that
타격대가 양각으로 크게
them losing out
넓히고서
on their
진입하는 구조를 띄고 있다 보니까
their entry off the rip kind of just
무게중심을 쏠아서 세 명이 수비를 하는
frazzled them a
그림이더라도
bit.
실제로 그게 무너지는 그림이 연속해서 나왔어요. 그러다 보니까 탈로니 스포츠 입장에서는 만약에 좋은 정교한 운영을 하고
Because they're also
싶다면
like
그거에
pretty
대한 피드백을
disconnected.
할
Because
수도
I mean, we
있겠지만
saw.
그럴 필요가 없다면은 그냥 생각
I mean, we see the kill coming through, but it's not like they're all really striking at once into the site. It's kind of just
너무 이것저것 생각하다가
Governor dies in showers. The rest of the players are trying to slow creep up still, and then they just get picked off one after the other. Felt like that was just kind of a breakdown of protocols here for Talon. It's like timeout call, wanting to be a little bit more decisive. Hop across from the dog. Governor spotted.
스파이와 네온까지 봤습니다 눈으로.
아 근데 젠지도 이번에는 폭시나인이 욕탕 밖을 이렇게 보는 게 조금 큽니다.
네.
Honestly, I hate how Gen G picked up Foxy because he's my favorite player, and I want to hate on him for letting him go. But Foxy is your second favorite Korean player. They've got you in a bind, huh?
중요해 보이는데요.
They have your fandom completely caged.
안 하던 움직임이 나오는 게 이러는 동안 지금 삐롱의 추적기를 통해서 삐롱 클리어를 하려고 하고 있거든요.
그러면 여기
He's
있는 거.
just at it again.
그러면 탈론이 속도를 이제 올려도 수적 우위를 보이고 있기 때문에
But do they just rush and pivot?
설치 줘. 이게
Looks like they're going to be committed here to the site.
자, 리테이크를 하기에
Rotate around.
좋은 현재 젠지의
Texture's going to
상황이고요.
linger in case they TP. And given that he still has Showstopper, that could be devastating. And for now, Spike is nowhere close to getting planted. Flash out, Karen finding one, slide across from Governor, but they're not ready for Foxy. How have they forgotten about him?
오, 잘 긁었죠?
I mean, Ban almost dies. Cruz does well to find one.
그리고
I mean, this would be heroics from Ban.
폭시라인 건재하고
45 HP, basically needs a headshot every single kill.
찍혔습니다.
자, 위치 확인이 됐기 때문에 요동
와우.
투자예요?
많이 투자해. 많이
확실히
텍스처의
가자.
마무리. 젠지였습니다.
Well, they want to ban dead, I guess.
2점차까지 벌리고요. 5대 3을 만듭니다.
Yeah, I don't get what they're doing. They keep solo walking into showers.
I mean, they solo walk in the showers. Foxy kills one, but then they kind of just forgot about him.
Forget that he showers and they have showers control.
뭘 해야 상대의 속도를 쫓아갈 수 있는지 명확하게 피드백이 됐어요.
Like the opening kill I can almost forgive, aside from the fact that he's trying to entry when the rest of the team is just getting the short. Like they're not even like trying to simultaneously crunch the site.
No, yeah, they do it. They're not playing their comp like they were like 3 rounds ago.
Is this back to back?
Yeah, I think this is back-to-back timeouts. Holy hell, he must be grilling them.
Oh, no, tech pause.
Oh, tech pause? Okay.
I did see
I would-
Cruz with his headset off for a second there, so.
I wouldn't have blamed the back-to-back timeouts, to be honest.
눈으로 확인을 하든지 상대에게 정보를 파악하는 게 중요하니까요. 일단은 들어온 소식에 따르면 탈론 e스포츠의 선수가 아니라 코치진 쪽에서 테크니컬 퍼즐을 요청했다고 합니다.
It feels like right now Talon is just they're like on a similar wavelength, but they're just like losing the frequency
이런 이슈가 종종
right when it matters.
아니 뭐 현장에서 또 보고
Because like
코치진
you know,
쪽에
I don't blame him trusting in Jit to be able to
있고요.
you know maybe solo entry into showers when Genji's also just playing like one player there.
중요하죠. 그러니까 코칭 스태프는 결국
Jit's been pretty on point today, but at the same time,
선수들의 콜이 안
the
들린다거나
rest of the team isn't approaching on short, so you don't have any kind of distraction to maybe even pull attention away from Foxy9.
탈론 e스포츠 쪽에서
And then he just gets full control of showers and they just forget that he's in there.
고치고 있습니다.
Very,
여러분들의 양해 부탁드리도록 하겠습니다.
very bizarre.
뭐
Talon need to kind of
GG
clear their heads a
스포츠는
little bit, it seems.
하고 있고, 탈론도 선수들이 문제 있는 건 아니어서 좀 대기하고 있습니다.
네, 경기력에는 지장이 없을 것 같고.
그렇습니다.
그리고 제가 먼치킨 선수의 에임을 계속 칭찬드렸는데 진짜
네.
CPU 하나 더 달리니까 아니 얼마나 편합니까? 게임 읽어주는 사람이 반대쪽에서나 아니면 나랑 같이 뭔가 결정을 하는데 조력자가 있으니까. 그리고 먼치킨 선수도 북미에서 솔랭 돌리던 시절에는 신고 많이 박혔거든요. 그 정도로 에임에 자신이 있는 선수이기 때문에
그렇습니다.
집중하니까 진짜
Given the scrappiness, I mean, Genji will be in a very good position to just get a forward seed
네,
to
먼치킨 선수 진짜 사슴되는 순간 끝나거든요.
get this 2-0. I mean, they have to play back to back, but it's versus DRX, who definitely have their struggles versus Talon. So, transitive property would tell us that Genji would probably be the only team going 3-0.
이벤트가 발로란트 내에서 굉장히 또 아마 활발하게 또 이루어질 텐데.
네.
또 부산 e스포츠 경기장 진행되는 10 발로란트 아시아 인비테이셔널 또 많은 분들께서 관심 있게 지켜보고 계세요. 우리 또 빈본 해설도 본인의 채널을 통해서 굉장히 또 관심 있게 지켜보고 있더라고요.
또 주목도가 높을 만한 타이밍에 쟁쟁한 팀들이 나왔다 보니까 그리고 더더군다나 뚜껑을 열고 싶은 팀 젠지와 DRX 뉴페이스들을 데리고선 나왔다 보니까 팬분들이 관심을 안 가질래 안 가질 수가 없어요.
그럼요. 제가 기억하기로는 작년에도 이제 리빌딩 됐었던 많은 팀들이 새로운 시니어 선수들을 본인의 팀에서 첫 번째 호흡을 맞추는데 발로란트 이 10 인비테이셔널에서 또 한번 호흡을 맞췄던 걸로 기억을 하는데.
그리고 또 다음 주에는 광주에서 이제
It'd be nice to
T1이
know
모습을 드러내기 때문에 그것도 이제 한국
what the issue
무대에서는
is.
이제 T1의 뉴 로스터로는 처음이거든요. 일본에서는 한번 보여주기는 했습니다만.
네.
Looks like it's okay. Looks like they just cleared up. I saw Yeoman sitting up in his chair, so it seems like this should be
저희
resuming here.
쪽으로 안 들어오는데 텍스 선수의 음성이 들어와요.
야 레디.
야 들어가. 가자.
I don't think I need to translate that. So
갑니다.
ready.
기다리신 분들에게 다시 한번 감사하다는 말씀 드리면서 경기 만나보겠습니다.
So 15 seconds.
자,
Cruise of the
탈론
Bulldog.
선수에게
Half
궤도인력이
armors on
있습니다만
everybody
이게
aside
리테이크할
from
때
Governor.
쓸 게 아니라면
네.
본인이 평소 생각하는 그 궤도 일격의 각보다 조금 더
Hit Omen
다른
TP,
형태로 생각을 해야
lockdown
된다.
and
왜냐면은
orbital still
상대방이
available. So
요런 에온이다 보니까
pretty huge
뒷선을
ults.
확실하게 내가 묶어버릴 게가 되거나
comparatively here for
아니면은
Genji.
깊게 들어온 거를 내가
'Cause, I mean,
완벽하게 받아먹는 궤도 일격 쓸 때
Showstopper orbital.
그
That's
궤도
enough to
일격에
clear out a
깔리는
pit as well.
위치에 대해서 조금 생각해 볼 필요가 있습니다.
And they're just leaving the spike. So it's going to be an Omen TP pickup for the spike.
들도 잘 조절을 해야 되겠고요. 예. 자 탈론이 B에 대한 움직임들
Looks
한번
like they're
보여주고
gonna
있고요.
double
이쪽도
approach
선택이
in.
들어갑니다. 폭구
Oh,
막아낼 수 있을지.
and this time attention's drawn away from showers. So this actually allows them to pick up some space, and I mean they're just full
B에서
abandoning
강한
this.
액션 보였다가
But this
TP
is
타고 돌리는 운영도 탈론 e스포츠는 가능합니다.
Okay.
다만
Tyler playing this out very
interestingly.
interestingly.
가져와야 되거든요.
push up towards guard and then make some noise. The swing out Foxy kills Jit Boys. There's Showstopper. Cruz is dead. Now they can't pick up the ult, the spike with the ult. Munchkin finds Bat, and this is just spiraling.
근데 더 해줘야 돼.
It's 3v2. Primmy's at 45.
로 여행을 떠나야 될 것 같은데.
네.
근데 그것도 도박인 게 뭐냐면
It just feels like this just ends up
떠났는데
getting
배 뒤에
overcooked.
있어가지고
They still end up
거버너가
getting a 1v1.
이걸 요맨이
Governor's
잡아요.
now dead, and your last player's got basically no HP.
이러면은
이거는 네, 네온이 잡을 수 있는 각이라고 봤는데.
Munchkin and Texture are both low, so you can find one.
남았습니다. 그리고 먼치킨
체력이 많아도 힘든 상황이다.
Maybe there's a hope. Munchkin swinging out. He puts him down to 6. He can't come away with the kill cleanly. And oh my god, Primi just... Ooh, man, that was...
That could have been crazy, yeah.
that would have been an insane clutch.
마드리드에서 많이 외쳤었던.
Man, I mean, I'm a little bit frustrated. I liked the opening call from Talon, but then they still just end up getting isolated into a 1v1 with Foxy, and he wins it again.
I just wanna. I wish, like, if they were gonna play like this, I would love them to not be playing double duelists. Like, just if you want to war contact everywhere, just play stuff with like a lot of util. You have an overwhelm comp. The fact that they haven't gone fast in the last 4 rounds is criminal. They're playing it so badly.
This should be the change-up.
타격대 혹은 요루를 필두로 한 조합에서는 이런 생각이 들 수밖에 없어요. 결국 우리는 뛰어야 된다. 근데 이것조차 막히면은 최악이거든요.
그런데
How does Foxy get the first kill again?
자, 프리미 트레이드입니다. 요맨.
So snappy from Yomen.
안 뚫리는 그림인데요.
I mean, they tried to go for it, and they just
아마
squashed them.
설치하자마자 추적자를 누르고 싶고 그런 상황인데 상대가 얼마나 붙었는지를 모릅니다.
바로 앞까지 온 거 같거든요.
내가 이거 설치하다가 윈도우랑 오면 어떡하지? 그러니까 백사이트로 넘어간 거고요.
네. 소리 낼 수밖에 없고요.
근데 이쯤 되면 추적자 누를 생각은
Sees
접는 게
connects.
좋습니다.
네.
아이고 내 눈이.
Oh, I mean, he's just he's full flash, swung out. They know where he's at.
이렇게 마무리.
Oh, and Munchkin's having fun.
고맙습니다.
네.
네. 그만큼 젠지의 분위기가 좋다.
네.
I
그리고 또
think we're
워낙
missing the shades of old Paper
선수들끼리
X.
네.
Yeah. No, it really has. I was gonna say this is something that worries me a little bit because I've seen I know it's off season again. I don't wanna say this is like definitive.
Yeah.
But I've seen Frost in the past say like we have 4 comps on like set maps. Like we've got 4 comps on every single map.
Yeah.
The problem is, right, if you have 4 comps on the set map, but it's not like well fleshed out and it's stuff like this, that like you're gonna just lose. They're not even one and dones.
Yeah.
교전에서도 지금
And normally, like, if you have set comps, you want them to be one and dones. And I just don't think they have the depth or understand the comps well enough to make it look good at the moment. That's like always been my worry when teams are like, we have 3 comps on this map. It's like, yeah, but how good are they?
Oh my god. Okay.
이게 정찰자랑
I thought Texture got both of those for a second, but still. Hell of a crunch.
비를 잡혔고요.
이건 좀 사소한 이슈.
네.
How is this? Okay. I'm gonna have to see the replays on this a little bit to get the full picture as to how
지금 타이밍.
the hell this all spiraled out of control. I mean, it's really good. Just push up into short, peel away too, but then I guess it just showers abandoned full wraparound, neon sprint in, your TP, and then just find the kills from behind before they can actually evacuate out of short.
생각할 필요는 없는 그런 전략이에요. 이런 건. 섞어줄 필요가 있습니다.
I mean, if Talon somehow lose this round, it's absolutely backbreaking. And that's the first step. That is the second step. Munchkin late register. Okay, Governor saves it. Holy. Okay. I think if Governor doesn't clutch that, the game is over.
The game is done. Yeah. Honestly, I think the game still might be done, but.
I mean, if they can get 5-7-5 on, I mean, granted, I don't know what the hell this comp is going to look like the way that, they're playing it on defense, but
Neon might be good over towards showers fighting, like
Yeah.
on defense, or long even. Like it should be pretty good on the sides.
I mean, Governor just absolutely bailed them out. And I mean, I don't know how Munchkin didn't realize where the hell he was getting shot from.
브림이 한번 잘 막아냈고요. 속구.
이렇게 턱 밑에서 막은 적은 없다 보니까
There's
나름
lost
노림수가
themselves.
될 수 있습니다.
샷건 준비 중.
Yep, that is a fake.
저지 들통이
Now they
났고
know that there's a judge.
다만
It's got weapon
탈론은
swap,
저렇게 하고
though.
뺄
Last round, of course,
생각이었던
so.
운영입니다.
그렇죠.
Spend everything. I almost jinxed it. Yes, I almost did.
나머지는 뒤쪽으로 옵니다.
이미 그냥 날래요.
추적자까지 불렀어요.
Good fight for
근데 깃발을 너무
Seekers.
잘 깔아놔가지고
Spray gets a decent amount of damage on a ban. They do a really shallow orbital, so no catch onto anybody. Is Governor is just like in too fast.
교전.
Enemy remaining.
와, 텍스처까지.
Strike down A.
이러면 프리미엄 위치 받고 데뷔 장식 마무리. 전반의 마지막 라운드 8대4 젠지가 가져갑니다.
야, 진짜 탈론 e스포츠가 물론 전장이 다르고 요원 구성이 다르기 때문에 어떻게 보면 난전이 더 맞는 조합일 수도
8-4 might be a
있겠습니다만은
little bit too
아까
much though.
헤이븐의 경기력보다는 조직력이 떨어지는 듯한 모습이 나올 정도로
예.
그만큼
I'm
젠지가
not
지금
sure.
판을 잘 짜고 있고 본인들이 원하는 형태의 교전만 골라서 뽑아먹고 있다는 얘기가 되는 거거든요.
그리고 또 본인들이 원하는 형태의 교전을 하니까 선수들의 분위기나 그리고 맞아 들어가는 그 합이 너무 좋아 보여요.
맞습니다.
그러니까
진짜.
재밌게 잘하고 있습니다.
예, 그 샤우팅이나 이런 것들이 경기 결과가 안 나오는데 하면은 외절해가 될 수 있는 건데
예.
지금 본인들이 주도를 하고 있기 때문에 젠지의 분위기는 진짜 흐름을 탔습니다.
그렇습니다. 반대로 탈론 e스포츠 글쎄요, 피스톨 라운드 이후에 뭐 본인들이 좋았었던 그 순간들도 있었고 순간적으로는 동점 상황까지 만들었었던 그런 때도 있었는데 경기가 전반에 그 뒤로 넘어갈수록 좀 안 풀렸습니다.
그리고 아마 이 요루와 네온의 조합은 수비 때 더 해야 될 게 선택지가 좁아지거든요.
그러니까요.
그러다 보니까 젠지는 쟤네 할 거 뻔하다. 기다리면서 받아먹고 가자. 뭐 이런 식으로 가도 되고.
어차피 너네 나와야 되잖아.
네.
예. 뭐 요런 내용으로 집 지킬 거야?
뭐 기다린다거나
예.
아니면은 결국 네온의 릴레이 볼트 소모값이 있는 거기 때문에
네.
그거 뽑아 먹으면 우리 갈 때 무서울 게 없다. 이런 식의 운영만 보여줘도 되고요.
그렇습니다. 자, 이어지는 후반전입니다. 젠지가 여러모로 우위를 점한 상태에서 진행되는 후반전이고요. 탈론 그래도 경기 끝난 거 아니고 본인들도 이 조합으로
Alright, this is gonna have to be some pretty
보여줄 게 있겠죠.
some pretty convincing setups, I think, for Talon to try to run this back. Getting the pistol gives them a leg back into this one. Maybe if they lose pistol, they go for another force buy.
이거 그냥 젠지가 점 찍고 뛰면은 또 다른 파괴력을 보여주는 조합이거든요. 타격대는 한 명이지만
But triple sack staring short
날아오는 거
at
다
A.
맞춰내면서 상대까지 잡을 수
One
없는
garden,
거잖아요.
one
빛의 기절도
hookah.
폭발봇 막 이렇게 날라오는
Ghost in hand,
상황이잖아요.
first shot whiffs.
인도한
Caught with
패스,
util?
있고요.
Question mark?
맛있게 들어갔고요.
Okay. TP crunch and Yeoman moves up too.
3대3까지 교환됐습니다. 이거
They equalize and they're gonna try to double face into Yeoman. And he can just kill them both. He doesn't. He misses the shot.
안녕.
우클릭.
Oh.
먼치킬의 우클릭 마무리됩니다. 젠지에게 피스톨 라운드 승리가 이어집니다.
그리고 요맨 선수의 파이팅도 너무 좋네요.
네.
그러니까 항상
I don't mind that idea, but damn.
Yeah,
Yeoman
yeah, I
just
said
kind of
that.
went crazy.
예.
I said that at like exactly the same time as you did. I didn't mind the idea as well. Just like the slide through, because in theory you can just isolate everyone. And then they're so distracted on the neon that they should be trying to follow him. That smoke just kind of saved them, right? The Genji brim
Yeah.
smoke. That was like everything. So they could actually just focus on the guy that had pushed the way through.
I thought maybe they would just go for another force here like they did on Haven, but
Nah, it's so hard on defense. It's easier on attack, right? You can just overwhelm on defense. The force buy is like gonna lose.
그런데 프리미가 잘 나왔어요. 하지만 두 번째는 안 됐습니다.
it's Munchkin with the outlaw of all people.
먼치킨?
근데 이러면은 사실상 먼치킨은
Do you know who's actually IGLing? It's still Munchkin, right?
It should be. Oh man.
Damn.
I believe so. I think that a lot of people have been kind of conjecting that it's, you know, they pick up Yeoman to kind of get him under the umbrella of Gen G, and then Munchkin will inevitably have to do his military service, so then you've got a seasoned guy who's already trained under the solo HSK system.
Interesting. Okay.
Which, if that is the case, I mean, doesn't shock me, and I think it's really, really smart of them, because that means that they're looking very far out. But I assume he's doing some side calling.
Yeah. That's pretty cool if they are thinking like that. There's not many teams that think that far ahead. It's like, I feel like the only team that kind of fought ahead for like multiple years are Heretics with their like super young roster. It just doesn't happen in this game. People just get offers and it costs too much.
Yeah, maybe DRX kind of doing that a little bit.
저 안 죽는 거리인 거 본인 뻔히 알 텐데.
그 정도까지는
See, I thought they were doing that for last year though.
세레모니 아닐까.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and then everyone's gone. So no, I don't know.
이게 너무 좋았어요, 먼치킨.
드리블하면서 B 가면 된다 확신을 줬고요.
And the way that Munchkin's playing, maybe he is an IGL. I mean, granted, he was still able to frag last year, but it feels like today he's just absolutely on point.
6탕 쪽 폭신라인. 오늘 6탕에서의 승률이 꽤 괜찮았었던 폭신라인인데 공격 단계에서는 어떨지.
Oh, dude, I don't think anybody. I don't think there's a real reason to be low on Gen G. Like I've been seeing a lot of people having doubt about Foxy. But like Foxy was so damn good. I was talking about this last week, like stage 2 onward especially, like it felt like he was really consistent and a very prevalent force in not only just like fragging power for DRX, but also just kind of being the vibes merchant for the team. He was always the one who was popping off and just keeping the players like energized throughout the games. That allowed them to like kind of overcome some slogs. And I mean, right now he's also cooking. Bands down to 1. If they wallbang him, like he's just obliterated. Actually finds a perfect time in a repeat and get texture though. Texture's gonna be regretting that, but I believe it's just a blind shot through the box, through the smoke.
버버너 슬라이딩 하나당 킬 하나는 나와줘야 될 텐데 하나 썼고요.
Maybe they try to stop the peak. He eats so much damage from that molly. Okay. Potentially makes up for it. A bit of a 50-50 split. Dude, that shot timing. Dude, Karen, that bait. Oh, that is prime. Absolutely prime. If that shot from Karen was meant to just solely be bait, it was 500 IQ.
이렇게 유리하면은 야 더블 피킹 한번 해보자. 아니면 내가 잡을게. 이럴 수도 있는 건데 끝까지 티키타카합니다.
그렇습니다. 포요와 뭐 좋은 분위기는 라운드 이기고 해도 늦지 않거든요.
그리고 또 감독님이 워낙 강력하시기 때문에 손과 함께 입이 다 논다.
I feel like it has to be. That timing is so perfect otherwise. Like he's setting the shot, he's drawing the attention right that very moment that they're swinging behind the box. That is great. So it looks like they're going to try to do a paranoia, maybe just paranoia swing setup here.
우리는 욕탕 먹고 싶습니다라는 어떤 연기가 되거든요.
I wouldn't mind a flash in from the Yoru at the same time, but it looks like Gen G is just not even gonna. They're not even really gonna go for it here.
추적기 굴려놓은 상황이고요.
I'm not sure if Primi meant to shoot there.
Oh,
okay, gun barrel spotted and gets the headshot through the corner. Primi sees Foxy, immediately backs away. Munchkin's still scary good? Yeah, no, absolutely. He's been looking fierce today. And texture just sprays through to find it. Pretty good to find one. Yeoman's solo lurk and actually gets caught. Okay. So Chris can clear the Dizzy. You got 2 players left alive. Does he have the wingman for the plant? Looks like no. After the TP as well, has to try to wait it out. And now Karen's not in a good spot to get the volley through. Looks to try to face, sliding headshot. And Foxy will make it costly for him. But okay. First round win on defense. Flamed out the fragging. I mostly did have to perform that meteor, who's just the best anchor in the region. I mean, I think that's completely fair. But I also think that I think that Foxy's playstyle, like he often is overly aggressive and like I think he was able to rein it in decently well and work within DRX's system. But I'd say like innately from the time of his debut, he does like to play aggressively. And I think that ends up fitting Munchkin's system pretty well. Okay, so they got the same setup here. Paranoia for a swing. I'd love to see it set up, but it's just disjointed. So the Paranoia comes through. Munchkin's just anchoring outside showers. And the talent are starting to get antsy here. They're again just kind of disjointed. So now they'll walk down. They have no idea. But Smoke's gonna drop, and Yeoman wins the fight. So I mean, B's just open now. So Nightfall confirms. Fish is recoverable. The man leads the plant. Molly. Oh, dude, if he had sent it, it would have destroyed. Instead, they end up losing Foxy. Yeah, but it's just shit. So, I mean, surely he just saves. Surely he just saves. That doesn't. Did that go deep enough for the corner? Hard to tell because of the textures there. I mean, they're just throwing shit at these players to just draw their attention down, and then they just swing. They one tap.
탈론 e스포츠가 욕탕에 있었던 거버너가 끊겼잖아요. 그러다 보니까 얘네는 욕탕 클리어를 다시 하거나 아니면은 삐롱 전진을 나와야 돼. 그러니까 우리는 삐롱 연막 이거 꺼지면은 삐롱을 파던가 아니면은 그 전진 받아 먹으면 돼. 그냥 뭘 해도 기다리는 게 맞는 선택지였거든요.
Try it again.
확실히 운영적으로 엄청
Try it again.
위에 있는 모습을 보여줘.
You run out of time. And then he's got to just do it. Oh no. Oh, that's a feels bad way to start the round.
Yeah, that kind of gives you everything that you need to see. Why are they playing a comp that they've practiced like what, twice? Not even. I'm not sure they practice with this.
근데 황혼과 요동봇을 이전 라운드에 다 썼다 보니까 사실 저 독사의 구덩이가 조금 답답하긴 합니다.
Off-season things.
Didn't
watch Genji in the first map. I mean, there was some silliness that had happened in the first map, but they did look very crisp with their shots. And Texture had a texture moment. It was going crazy with the 3K to close it out with his Blade Storm.
시간 50초 아래까지 내려가겠고요. 이제 B 천천히 들어갑니다. 오.
Smoke's down.
자, 연막 하나 설치하고.
자, 이쯤 되면은 추적자를 눌러주는 게
Primi
차라리 나을 것
has to be able to
같은
hold the line
e스포츠인데.
here. He's got his TP set up. Okay. Gets two. He actually sticks around. Doesn't dip. Kills the third.
설마?
And they almost line up for him.
자, 프리미는 정리가 됐습니다만 스카이 위치 알고 있습니다.
Just Stinger on the other side, and the Stinger will win.
이러면
Texture now gonna sprint. Dead.
현장에서 아 뭐해? 가장 많이 하는 말이죠.
나는 이제 꼬리로서 그냥 욕탕 쥐고 있었는데 왜
I'll turn this
거기서
fan off so
다투냐?
cold in my room.
이런 피드백 나올 만한. 근데 라운드 여유가 있으니까.
라는 걸 두 글자로 뭐해라고 얘기한 거고요.
그렇죠.
네, 라운드는 더블 스코어니까. 여기서 프리미 근데 이렇게 쏘면 어떡해요?
와,
뭐해? 아 프리미가 너무 잘했는데 어떡해요?
너가 와서 잡아주던가.
Yes, all games today are best of ones. I should probably just make a pinned thing in the chat if I had mods. It would be easier. Okay. Really good stack.
네. 너네들 힘싸움 좋아해? 우리가
It's a
더 좋아해.
very good read, a very good stack.
당연히 이야기하는 것 같습니다.
근데 벤 선수도 진짜
Simprisa is not in this
어떻게
tournament.
보면 참을성이 좋다고 해야 될까요?
It's
이게
FPX
상대에게
from
매치
China,
포인트를
and then
준
you've got
상황이기
Talon,
때문에
DRX, Genji.
추적자를 누르고 싶을 만한
So it's a
타이밍이 분명히
4-team full round
존재하거든요.
robin today.
근데 지금 가는 거
And go through
보면은
everything, and then that will determine
A를
seeding
버리고
for
갔는지
the
어쨌는지
matches
확인하기
tomorrow,
위해
where
A에서
there'll be a
추적자를
quarterfinal, a
눌러주려고
semi,
간다
and a grand
싶은
final.
움직임을 보여주고 있습니다.
자, 여전히 궁극기를
which
아끼고
I'm not sure
있고요.
about the quarterfinal, but the other two will be like best of series rather than just like a BO1.
이제 미니맵상에서 인도하는 빛이 오류가 났거든요. 벤
예.
선수. 그래가지고 지금 스킬 하나 더 써야 돼요. 그러는 동안 만약에 젠지가 여기를 들어와서
If we get
뒷보이가 그냥
50
간다?
gifted subs, Simpressa will play in the next game instead of DRX.
엘보 쪽으로 좀 빠져주는 집보이고요. 집보이 이 포지션은 괜찮습니다.
그러니까 A를 버려도
But yeah, no,
된다는
it'd be nice to see
확신을
them in the
너무
tournament.
늦게 알았거든요, 탈론이.
But I was saying earlier, I think a lot of this was set up as far as like which teams were, intended on being invited.
아, 마스크 쓰고.
네.
Okay, so they're able to spot out one. Munchkin is so screwed. He's just not ready at all. Okay, this is good. They're getting frazzled.
찍어주고 있다 보니까 집보이가 자신감 있게 나갔고요.
예. 자, 그럼 가져갈 수 있는 것 싸그리 다 가져가면서 탈론은 경기 길게 봐야 됩니다.
This best one, just the time-related decision feels like a very uncompetitive format compared to BO3. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a mix of, it's a mix of just time constraints, as well as it just, kind of being a, it's an off-season tournament ultimately.
차이까지 좁혀들었다는 사실을 알아야겠죠.
So like,
자, 근데 어쨌든 우리는
these kinds of tournaments can exist for a multitude of different reasons. But the main thing is going to be, marketing. Why does Red Bull run home ground? Because it advertises Red Bull. This tournament is very much sponsored and empowered by the city of Busan.
집보이가 진짜 든든해요, 마지막에.
And, they own the, I believe the city itself owns the
되겠습니다.
space that they're competing in. And they're basically using this as, advertisement to come down to Busan and try to draw a crowd down there for more esports events in the future. So, it's not VCT where it's, which obviously is still marketing. It's marketing for the product of Valorant where you can buy the skins and yada yada yada. But it doesn't have, as heavy of a competitive weight hanging over its head. So best of ones therefore are okay.
4대4.
I mean, even home ground has whatchamacallit. They had their own best of ones in the group stage.
운영 다시 들어가면 돼. 폭신아인이 혼자 닫겠기 때문에 확신을 갖기가 어려워요.
맞습니다.
오히려
Is it the best system?
지금 날아오는 이 드론들
No,
때문에
I'd rather see best of threes, but when you've got somewhat more limited time and everything like that, then it can be good. Oh, ban. Well, Showstopper actually doesn't even kill him.
자, 크루즈 촬영이 많이
Cruise
없습니다.
reposition. Oh, dude, if he gets one more there,
이러면 3대2.
it becomes a lot more likely. Governor's about to eat a lot of damage.
커버는 긴급 탈출.
Down to 70, scope in. Foxy dead. Primi finds texture.
이걸
근데 설치가
Now all on Karon. Turns from the flash. He's got a molly.
Suitan도 있고.
Oh, and they just double face him.
오. 털로.
Very nice. Talon kind of running this back.
젠지도 이거 쓸 만큼 썼었던 라운드였었는데 털로의 좋은 움직임이 나오면서
There wasn't the most hydrating drink, but I finished off the water bottle. I'll have to refill.
퍼시픽 리그 때의 그 탈론이 아닌데 이런 생각이 들 정도의 어떤 운영 능력, 교전 능력입니다.
네.
Is Yeoman a guaranteed fifth member? I mean, yeah, he's been formally announced by Genji.
이 싸움은 좋았었는데
Spike planted.
여기서 야 이거
And he's
이렇게
been-
프리미가 또 이걸 잡아내는
He's been looking pretty damn good.
넓게 벌려주면서
We can look back at the stats. Actually, good time.
타임아웃.
비상사태.
네. 그렇죠?
Let's take a gander at the first map stats.
선수들에게 어떤 공포의
Because I didn't really get to look at these earlier. So, to show you, I mean,
가장
14-10-6, overall good, 85% kill assist rate.
솔로 감독님 선수하실 때도
Decent
유명했거든요.
damage. Like, Yeoman has always been like he's just been like a really
소리 지를 때야
지금
지금
웃을 때
steady
아니야.
player.
이걸 왜 못 끝내?
이길 수 있는데
네, 그런 그 한마디만 던지셔도
신내지 말라는 게
But
아니야.
I mean, like
즐기지 말라는
Kara,
게 아니야.
even like to get a 13-7, and Karan was having a bit of an off game.
이 한마디만 하고 이 작전 타임이 끝나고
To kind of start things off, Munchkin was doing the lion's share of the carrying. With, I mean, 316 ACS. So, yeah, I'd say Yeoman has widely been just pretty consistent in the two games so far.
우리들도 피드백 할 거는 하자.
뭐 끄덕끄덕하면서 요면도 그렇고요.
He has some pretty smart decision making. He's there as,
그러니까
잘 듣고 있네요.
potentially a bit of a side caller as well.
페이스라고 봐주지
So.
않아. 네. 너가 큰 형이면 잡아줘야지.
놀러 온 거 아니잖아.
네.
예.
What?
옵저버 PC만 찡긴
Oh,
거는 그나마
it should just be the ops PC that DC'd. One of them.
다시 간다고 합니다. 예.
There we go.
서프라이즈예요. 미안합니다.
I was gonna say, if the whole lobby
자,
collapsed, that would have been
시간의
catastrophic.
스포츠
That would have
경기의
been an
계속되긴 하지만 이
absolute
타이거로
nightmare.
어떻게 활약이 됐을지 보겠습니다.
Trying to rebuild this would take a while.
I think they just reset the rounds. I think because they did the timeout with like 1 second less of the barrier is about to go up or something.
그리고 거버너 선수는 오퍼레이터.
I mean, hopefully they just match medic or whatever it's called in this game.
그냥 심플하게 땅 작업을 하고 그 땅을 가져가면은 거기서 요동보 출발하자.
What is it?
일단은
Chrono
라운드
break,
여유가
right?
어쨌든 없는 건
I think
아니다
they still call it
보니까
chrono break for this.
그거 먼저 하는 게 첫
Yeah.
번째일 것 같습니다.
그렇습니다. 자, 11대 8에서의
Yeah, as far as actual ownership, like the namesake of 10, I actually don't know what that is, but I know that this event, at the very least, is very closely tied to Busan. So like, without Busan, because this is the second year I believe that they've run this. Last year's was a little bit more international. I think that's where we had
러시 한번 뛸 수 있을까요?
yeah, we had Cloud9 that played over at that one.
상의 둘. A 메인 쪽에 셋입니다.
But like, so what 10 is as a company, I actually don't know too much, but they're very much well connected and kind of working hand in hand with Busan to enable this event.
중요한 건 6창이에요. 프리미. 먼치 킬을.
Swing it. Oh no, dude, how does Primi miss that?
자, 그럼 거버너의 오퍼레이터는 어떨까요? 더 이상 못 봤고요.
야, 한 발짝 더 빼는
Texture's
모습.
now in so far forward, the dog didn't spot him enough, and he collects 2. That should be it.
결국 이거 놓쳤고.
Can't get the off shot off in time. Can't align the shorty shots. Munchkin spraying corpses.
설교육은 도대체 무엇인가요?
감독님 굉장한데요.
Well, the timeout call's good.
Yeah.
They're having fun with it.
Yeah.
승리를 가져가면서 2승을 점합니다.
야, 젠지가 작전 타임 이후에 바로 이렇게
Damn, I mean, Primi was doing decent.
바로
And
보여주잖아요.
the time to miss a hard a hold.
Yeah, that duel over to a shower is everything.
그 정도로 진짜 고점에 대한
I think he crouched the second bullet. I'm not entirely sure.
그렇습니다. 아, 진지한 젠지.
Either way, damn good. I mean, if Munchkin's gonna be playing like this all season long, God help the other teams.
Yeah. It's always, no matter what, this Gen G lineup's always just gonna be good. Because Yeoman and Foxy 9 are decent players, and then you just have the 3 that had in, like, the other 3 still consistently performed so well last year.
Yeah, I feel like I've been seeing like some slander against Foxy in the discussion since his announcement, because like I think that he was very consistent in the latter half of the year. And I think that people are only thinking about like, I think people are still thinking too much about like his 2023 being like in and out of the starting roster.
Yeah, when he didn't get a proper showing at it, a proper go. I think that's fair as well. And I think when I looked at Foxy, the only time like he looked out of his depth role-wise was when he played Sentinel, but only his anchoring. Like everything else was pretty good. So, like I think that, I don't know. I guess it looks like they're gonna be playing him Initiator. I think it'll be so fine.
Yeah, I think between him and Yeoman, you kind of just end up with overall a slight net gain in firepower, or at least in like firepower consistency, compared to Meteor Lakia. Maybe that's really off base, but I feel like Yeoman's really steady. I was just talking to my chat about this, but I feel like he's really steady, and like Foxy can hit those highs, you know, to kind of try to challenge against Meteor.
Yeah. It's like because it's like in theory Foxy's probably a little bit under Meteor, and then I would say Yeoman's a little bit over Lakia fragging wise, so it should in theory cancel it out. And then I don't know, Foxy was fragging pretty heavy, yeah. It'll be nice to see him have like consistency, and I think the 2 coaches here seem to have like a good system behind them normally as well. So he has good potential, man. It'd be nice if he actually like reaches it.
He was 5-1 on first kills, Foxy.
Hey, bro, all of them on showers as well.
Yeah.
Literally every duel.
Pretty damn
Okay,
good.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Yep, same. Get that out. So next we've got DRX Gen G. A classic battle, and this is maybe some revenge here. Oh wait, now what am I thinking of here? Yeah, no. Grand final it went the way of, yeah, it went the way of Gen G. I mean, if the RX could try to get him in a BO1, it'd be nice. It's actually kind of crazy to see that. I mean, they only played once in 2023 when DRX was still kind of the kings and then got usurped by Paper X. And then they've played against them so many times in 2024. The results are very skewed in Gen G's favor. Be interesting to see how this one goes. I mean, DRX went from like, wow, crazy recovery, great run back to, oh, kind of getting really scrappy and sloppy versus Talon. So I don't know how this one's gonna shake out too much. Thick Forsaken Melon. Yeah, luckily none of that. 10 stands for the esports night. Can't find much more than one Google search. I could probably try to look it up on the Korean side of things on Naver and see what I come up with and get a better understanding as to what exactly it is. I feel like Foxy's an upgrade over Locky in terms of fragging. Foxy's technically replacing Meteor compared to that. Yeah, I mean, I think we just kind of broke it down decently well. I think in the end you end up with a pretty neutral exchange for Gen G compared to last year's firepower to this year's firepower. I think that you still have pretty good positions there. So I'm not too concerned for their sake in the future. But all right, we'll get ready to see what happens. Korea v Korea, Gen G versus DRX, potentially the secondary new El Clasico, because I think that the actual El Clasico is probably going to end up being Gen G T1 for 2025. But time will have to tell. Gen G seems a bit more stable in terms of shooting. I agree. PMX committing with Jing on Duelist to really play weird off-meta agents. We don't know. And we won't know realistically until... Because Paper X, I don't think they're playing in any off-season tournaments until the one in China, which is the end of November, when it starts. So we don't really know what's going to happen there. Yeah, you can try to draw stuff from competitive and, you know, maybe that'll end up applying. But you know, we haven't really heard anything roster-wise, so it seems like it's all going to be, you know, same 5 players that we know and love, but hopefully with a bit more flexibility and diversity in the what kind of comps they're bringing to the table. You know, I don't even think they really need to change the playstyle too much. I think they just need to, you know, get a little bit more flexibility. DRX just won, or no, sorry, Talon won versus DRX. They played on Haven. 13 and 8, I do believe. Ironically, seeing K on something like Omen is up to an old getting considered older on down troll. You never know. We'll have to see what they've been working on, but I'm gonna step away for a bit, refill the water bottle, check in on the wife, maybe grab a snack or something like that, and then when I come back, we'll get ready to go into this. 2 more games for today. And then, of course, everything for tomorrow, which I am going to have my eye on it. I'm assuming that the start time for tomorrow is going to be the same, but I'll try to confirm that as well, just to make sure that we don't have any late starts again. But for now, enjoy some shots of Busan in the music video, and I'm going to roll another quick ad and get rid of those pre-roll ads. BRB. 2 more games left to go, so 2 more maps to be played. I kind of hope that this just goes to Ascent again. It would be, what, 3rd time Ascent? But honestly, like, given how both teams look there, I would be very interested to see them just square up against each other. Just standard comps, texture versus like Youngmin on Jet. That actually kind of sounds pretty damn good. Not related, but I might as well ask what happened to Bleed. Well, where to begin? What happened was Riot was doing an investigation into the organization, and the TLDR is that they didn't like what they found and they decided to remove them from the franchise league. But the extended thing is that there was complaints about players and staff not being paid on time and having, you know, paychecks delayed for multiple months, etc., and this was not just within VCT. This apparently has happened in Counter-Strike. I don't know about their Overwatch team, because they did pick up an Overwatch team ahead of EWC, but I would assume that there's probably also some delays there. But basically, a bunch of complaints. I think there was another game as well, maybe Dota, where there were some complaints coming out. But yeah, they weren't paying their players on time, and then when you know, Riot tried to Siege, that's what it was, thank you. And Riot tried to be like, let's we need to see your financials, we need to know what's going on here. And then they're like, no, we don't want you to see those. And then we're like not having things, they weren't issuing like their paperwork and providing this information that Riot needs in any kind of timely fashion, and to my knowledge they weren't providing it at all. Which basically means that they were saying like, no, you cannot look behind the curtain, you can't look at our books and understand what we've been doing and where our money comes from. And then Riot went, right, well, that's weird, fuck you, you're gone. There's some other horrendous stuff, to be frank, with the CEO as well as a co-owner. They're enveloped in some lawsuits surrounding some very poor, disgraceful, and disgusting legal activities. So, yeah, just basically, upon some further investigation, some things came up that I guess weren't previously seen, and then they decided to axe them. And with everything that I've heard, I think that that was a good decision. It sucks for the players, sucks for the staff who were there to enjoy and compete and, you know, do their best in Tier 1. I definitely feel for them, but for the org itself and the ownership of the org, get fucked. Won't miss it. And then we get Boom, which was, you know, obviously great for them. Yes, we get Ascent. Okay. This is what I was hoping for.
The Ascent.
We get the run back on Ascent. They have both gotten wins on it, and hopefully DRX looks, you know, like they're warmed up selves from the latter half of the Ascent. I thought on rumors about EG, yay. I mean, all the best to him. I mean, is it confirmed beyond him tweeting that he's feeling evil? But, you know, I wish him the best. It'd be great to see. It'd be great if we could have all of the players that have kind of been, you know, going through the various iteration of years as the best player in the world. It'd be great to see them all kind of competing at a high level again. So if we could have Ye, Demon 1, and Aspas all functioning at basically like their highest levels simultaneously, that sounds absolutely sick. Like, think about the clashes of it. We have those three players going absolutely crazy. We've got Texture, we've got, you know, Buzz, Primi, maybe Hyungmin is one of the new ones coming out here, amongst, you know, Depp, May, etc. If we just have all these players just playing at their peaks, looking incredible, 2025 could just end up being the greatest year of Valorant, because it could just end up being just the highest competitive year that we get globally. 운영적으로 되게 고차원적으로 운영을 해주는 젠지를 상대로 본인들 공격의 색깔 보여줄 수 있을지. Also, I assume I don't think there hasn't been any movement, and Potter is still there, right? So, I would assume that if anybody can take Ye and get him back into a position where he's gonna absolutely crush, it's gonna be Potter. She's just absolutely incredible. So I think it'd be sick. Let's see what happens though, and let's go ahead and start focusing on the game. Texture in heaven, Foxy at hell. Clear the dart, repositions back Jen. Got the dash ready to go. Reload on the run up. That is poorly timed there from Youngman. And Foxy is just continuing to deliver. Freeing, only able to find one. Tucks back to Paranoia flying across. Swing out of the smoke. It's going to be good for one more. If he had one more bullet, might have been able to make a run of it. Oh, I forgot. Oh, God. I'm a bad streamer. This is going to have to be a very quick prediction. You got to see one pistol round. You have a minute. But I'd feel bad if I didn't send a prediction. You never know. We did see the crazy comeback from DRX, so can't count him out quite just yet.
프링 선수의 움직임 클래시. 자, 요메인이 B사이트 메인 준비하고 있습니다.
이렇게 메인을 클리어하는 스킬들이 빠진 다음에 다 같이 들어가서 트레이드 킬 노려보자. 이게 DRX의 지금 첫 번째 판단인 것 같습니다.
I like this from Foxy though. Just repositions, a lot of damage on Mako. So much damage on Mako. Okay, Shock Dart gets him. Foxy gets overwhelmed. Yomeno with 3, and okay, the classics. DRX classic starting to hit a little bit different.
플래시백이 약간 생각지 못한 포지션을 잡으려고 은신처로 들어왔습니다.
He has drone, but he wants to keep his position safe. Oh, the fragment. He shorts it. Almost. And Flashback swings out. He actually still gets one. 5 HP. Oh. Damn close.
That's way too close.
I mean, I don't know how they were hitting those shots. They're playing decently long range for classics. It's just
yeah, double guys at
headshots
spawn.
coming through.
Yeah.
Still, we get rid of decent amount of firepower there. I feel like this is the first time I've seen the Ares in a long time.
Yeah, not many people bring it out.
Which, as we
Good
all
for
know,
two.
costs 1,600.
Yeah. He had more bullets here, right? I don't think he had to change his gun yet. Maybe I'm wrong.
젠지가 어쨌든 크레드의 손실을 입었기 때문에 짧은 총을 필두로 뭔가 나오는 플레이 할 수도 있어. 그러니까 DRX가 일단은 기다려보고선 시간 태우고 갑니다.
네. 자, 하지만 젠지 섣부르게 나오진 않았고요.
아, 이거 많이 지켰는데요.
네.
여기에 많다라는 정보를
Yeah, it did get slightly buffed, but I still, even then, feels like we haven't seen too much increase in its usage. Of course, I will never let Bren live that down. Dude, I don't know if I ever got to rant about it, because I think that by the time that I was on Plat Chat again, we were just talking about different things, and I'd completely forgotten about that quiz. But I hard carried the ever-loving shit out of that quiz. And Bren actively sabotaged. Because he fried his brain by playing 13 hours of ranked prior to going on Plat Chat. Okay, nice tap into the reveal. Off with dead. Foxy still anchoring. And they're having a hard time trying to work their way into the site here. Everybody is corralled. These first shots need to be clean, and okay, that's 2 damn good ones. Swing back out, him dead, but Flashback able to find one. They know that Munchkin's in the corner, and he's completely surrounded. And okay, Athen actually just takes the fight and wins it. Okay, not too bad.
그래도 DRX가 뛰어야 될 때를 안다는 게 좀 중요한 것 같습니다.
네.
방금 전에 또 뭐 연막 들어와서 아니면 본인들이 전열을 가다듬어야
You know, a
해서
couple weapons lost. They lose
뭔가
2 rifles.
불안해서 못 들어간다라고 했으면은 이거는 난리가 나는 거거든요.
뭐 그런 장면들이 나오지 않았고요. 자, DRX가 기분 좋게 일단 라운드 하나를 챙겼습니다. 2대1. 젠지는 뭐 현장에서 들리는 얘기는 뭐 분위기가 나쁘지 않아 보여요. 아직까지는. 예.
뭐
라운드 리드하고 있기도 하고요.
충분히 놓칠 만한 그런 재활용 라운드라는 표현을 쓸 수도 있으니까.
네.
근데 뭐 어쨌든 자금 투자를 했던 라운드다 보니까
그렇죠.
한번 쉬어가죠 셰리프로.
Speaking of that quiz, I imagine that same person would be making a new one for 2024. So maybe they'll have me back on Plat Chat to try to carry for a 2024 season.
셰리프 든 라운드 때 뭔가 막 잘
Quiz.
만들었잖아요.
We'll see.
24년 한 해를 그냥 절약왕으로 잡혔던 젠지라서.
Okay.
하지만 프리게 아울로에게 먼치킨이
Damage is avoided. Texture spotted.
하나씩 야금야금 깎아 나갑니다. DRX.
바로 앞쪽에서 버티고 있긴 하거든요. 연마. 자, 소리 안 내고 있습니다.
플래시백이 일단 숏에 하나 있다는 거를
Texture.
이게
Oh.
뭐냐면은 A 메인
Dashing back. Tries to set up the cloud burst. It does actually elongate long enough to get the kill. He's still not dead. And he got freeing. Oh.
절약왕을 또 만들어요.
That is a back-breaking round. That is an insane
Has
round to
he-
win.
여전하다.
Has he got 3 on site with it?
굉장합니다.
I mean,
제가 말씀드렸던 게 뭐냐면은
Is it just incredible?
숏에 텍스처가 있으니까
예.
Yeoman is about to ruin
본대에서 세게 들어가도 돼.
Korean solo
이
queue.
정도는 준 건 맞는데 요맨까지 있을 거라고
But these are also
생각하기가
just
쉽지 않아요,
really,
DRX.
it was really nice positioning and just shots from Texture. I couldn't believe he was still alive.
잘 긁었습니다. 이러면서 3대1. 돌고 돌아 결국에는 3대1 스코어가 됐네요. 자, 이번 DRX의 움직임. 자, 이 사이트 슬쩍 한번 받고 3대1
What team did Yeoman used to play for? He, why was he on actually in Challengers? But previously he was on Rare Adam, which is where everyone kind of took notice of him, and he really proved himself as a solid IGL. Of course, he was on Nongshim Red Force in Korean Challengers.
B메인까지 뺏기지 않게 된다면 사실 젠지는 DRX가 어디로 올지를 알게 되거든요.
Which
프릭 많이 긁혔어요.
I still think is super sick that we have
그리고 앞선 경기까지 젠지가
Nongshim
만약에
like
다
in
봤다면
esports.
DRX는 지금 어센트
Korea's always been
프링이
pretty
보였어.
good about that,
프링이
I'd say,
코리아.
because I mean, like,
근데
you know,
실제로
T1,
코리아의 경우가
formerly
제가 봤을 때
SK
엄청
Telecom,
많거든요. 거의
like,
100%라고
I mean,
봐도
SK is like one of just the biggest
젠지가 그걸
companies,
기억하면서 운영한다면은
in Korea.
A에 당연히 힘을 주겠죠.
이거를 믿기다.
but you know, having Nongshim, it's a huge brand that sells like instant ramen and everything like that.
미드 알람보도 살아 있고 B메인 클리어라는 걸 어느 정도 알고 있어서
이러면 A를 안 막을 이유가 없거든요.
백업을 이미 조금 갈 생각하고
Okay.
자, 플래시백에 저돌진
That's
놈들이
so
원치를
weapon picked up.
잡아내고요.
Hunter's Fury though finds Athen. I think that's weapon on the ground. Texture still here. Karon with a nice little push up to front gen.
그리고
Freeing side what? Two
마법의 하나, 둘,
two
셋.
solid shots with that
젠지입니다.
sheriff. There you go.
자, 젠지가 스코어를
We get
4대1까지
YouTube videos of
벌렸고요.
Genji Yeoman. Yeah, I mean you might.
이게 포인트를 좀 모아놓은 선수들이 많기 때문에 이걸 통해서
Big Boss
역전을
Pine.
하는
Yep. He was the coach when they kind of like first put a team together. Just super sick. I wish that we had an English broadcast for challengers in Korea, because it would have been really neat to go to the studio and then see Pine again after all these years.
자, A 쪽 한번 뜁니다.
'Cause
DRX.
I haven't seen him in God knows how long.
완전 젠지가 깔아놓은 판입니다.
알람 모습.
Full flash into their faces. Pin. Oh, nice ping out there on the Foxy.
또 얘기가 달라질 수 있습니다.
그렇습니다. 자, 최대한 버텨줘야 했었던 푸시 라인이 빠르게
Okay, chances for the close around. They've got. Oh, that is one of the most well-timed ults that he could have had. That shock throw was just about to kill him. Now they're forced back by the lockdown.
설치된 이후에 시간이 꽤 소모되겠습니다.
Overall, liking the setup here from DRX.
4대 5의 상황에서 젠지가
Athen pushes forward, gets the catch here on the Yeoman. Texture's going to be occupied.
진짜 인원만 줄여내.
Oh, uh-oh. Starting to spiral.
접긴 뭘 접어?
예.
Yaman pivots back. Good point catching. The flash as well coming through. They're running out of time though. Ping's coming down. Oh, he's just too high. He's aiming to. Oh, he got him! Woo! Freeing with the clutch.
프렌즈 쉴드 한번 발동시켜봤는데 쉽지 않았습니다.
Oh. You had 2 streams open. I was gonna say, I thought I had my audio levels pretty well balanced out here.
여기서
아, 요게 아쉬웠어요. 폭신아인이 너무 빨리 갔어요.
네. 찍혔죠 그냥. 그리고 여기서
Yeah, I think Koreans might have just nailed it. And Foxy's just rushing in a little bit too quickly.
텍스처도 난 서 있었다. 상대 어딘지 어떻게 알아? 뭐 그런 얘기를 했겠죠.
Oh my god.
They ate that flash.
Well, at least one knife into the shoulder as well. It's lucky to not be
Ma-
dead.
Money has to be low for both these teams, right?
I believe so. I don't know why they're not toggling Ted at the start of the rounds, but for DRX, I mean, yeah, losing out on 4 in that previous round absolutely hurts
Yeah,
them.
yeah. And they're both so wrecked.
텍스처? 야, 겨우 살았어요?
자, 그래서 프링이 받아먹을 준비하죠. 근데 상대는 오딘으로 긁습니다.
자, 그러면 더 들어가기가 쉽진 않아요. 이렇게.
Okay, Foxy kind of making up for it.
이게 미드 알람봇이 깨졌지만 B메인을
Freeing has kind of been an issue for him, so. And there goes the knives. That's just so good from Munchkin.
자, 니값 하는데 오늘.
I mean, they're starting to feel desperate, and Munchkin's just playing him like a fiddle.
Yeah, he played it so well.
I don't know what Texture's doing.
생각 못 했나 본데요.
이거
거의 여기 왜 있어라는 반응.
깜짝이야.
예.
자, 그래서 그 단말마에 모든 인원들이 들어오다가 멈췄습니다. 어차피 뭐 시간의 젠지의 편이니까.
네, 이게 가정을 해도
Not great.
젠지의 이
I mean,
선택이죠.
the run back from DRX was on the defending side, but Gen G was doing damage on their attack, so
뭐 현장에서 텍서 선수는
I don't know that I would take much comfort in that if I'm cheering for DRX here.
예.
텍스처 선수
근데 사실 희생은 아니었거든요. 엄밀히 따지면. 예.
참 이 유튜브 관리해 주시는 분은 너무 좋으실 것 같아요.
계속
소스가
나가요.
뚝뚝 떨어지는 선수여
Gen G
가지고.
players are high on confidence. I mean, for very good reason. I mean, this is the coming into this next season. It's the first time that, as a Korean player, DRX is not the roster. It's not the org that you would prefer to be on, just because of prestige. Like Gen G has taken that away from them. So, you know, for Yeoman and Foxy getting that phone call, that email from their agent saying Gen G's interested, it's pretty much the best news you could possibly get.
바이를 시켰을 때 뭔가 결과값이 있었거든요. 탈론과 할 때도.
그렇습니다. 자, 오딘에 긁히지 않는 게 중요하겠고.
Maybe other than, hey, Rob Moore called. He wants to pay you $1 million to come play in North America on Sentinels. You know, I guess you'd like that. Okay, well, I mean, he needed to win that, but I mean, they still are just holding the line.
이러면 템포 늦어져요.
Okay. Well, they do well to have Texture do poorly.
요맨 선수가 오딘으로
네.
사이트의 존재감을
I still don't know how they take the site, though.
자, 일단 사이트 안쪽 바라보고 있는 DRX입니다.
I mean, calling a pivot here would be great, but you just can't realistically rotate. Markets watch. Munchkin's here at Alley. Oh, and Munchkin's fully blind.
자, 교환됐고요.
Spike down. Defender spawn.
자, 그러면
Can they? I don't think they can run to A.
무조건 B예요.
Even with the...
남은 시간 17초.
Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say they don't have the Omen TP anymore. I'm lagging behind here, and there you go. There's the Odin.
This guy's too good with these guns, dude.
Dude, we're about to have Yeoman and Art in the same league.
자, 오딘으로
Yeah, it's just gonna be non-stop. It will finally be the year that the Odin gets nerfed, though.
Thank
right?
Christ. And Lotus is out as well, so we don't have as much to worry about with it, I guess. But
yeah, hopefully, maybe. Guy's 12-3 at the moment. He's crazy consistent on the site.
it's not like I think they would love to pivot. I thought maybe they could try to make something happen after they got the kill onto Munchkin and
Yeah,
Ali.
21 seconds, I think it was. Yeah.
If they still had Mako alive, he could try to do a TP play, but he'd be alone.
그냥 이런 자원들을 쓰게 만드는 거잖아요.
네. 뭐 이런 거 찍히는 것도 뭐 드론 빠졌다.
네, 여기에서 사냥꾼의 분노를 쓰기에는 또 젠지가 봉쇄를 들고 있다 보니까 아깝고요.
네. 자 이번에 젠지의 드론 통해서 일단
Will they take that offer though? What, $1 million to go play for Sentinels?
길이 조금 열립니다.
I think you'd have to be absolutely off your nut to not take that deal, no matter who you are.
잘 보고 있습니다.
I mean, obviously, like, Cedric's not even really like gonna be pushing contracts like that, but
텍스처가 키를 낸 건 이건 너무 아픈데요.
yeah, I mean, $1 million to join the most clouded org,
이래도 그나마 할 만한.
because then you could just start streaming,
A이냐 B냐를 지금 젠지가 읽을
and
수가
then
없어요. 왜냐면
from your
미드점
stream, you just start
수정
making
다
thousands of
찾아봤어요.
dollars a month because you just have all of the clout.
스킬 투자되는 거 봤거든요, 요맨.
그냥 못 지나가게 긁는 거거든요.
네. 시간 끌고 아군
So
깁니다.
yeah, I think you'd 100% do it.
3대2 수가 역전됐어요.
Because it's also not like it would be, you know, similar to the, you know, like Korean players joining the LCS where it's like, okay, you're going out the pasture, you're not going to win a trophy on this team, but, you know, you're going to go over, you're going to collect your bag. It wouldn't even be like that, you know. It'd be like, you're going to go over there, and then you have a decent chance of being able to win a trophy.
여기까지 포지션 먹었으면 어디까지 없어 오케이. 그 다음에 내가 여기로 지를 테니까 어디 피해망상 긁어라.
My thoughts on T1, I think that T1 is another team that has just absolutely insane potential. You know, they won home ground. They're going to the main event in Berlin, where they're really going to get tested because they're going to be playing against some potentially very strong teams. Fnatic is at that tournament. You've got G2 that are playing in the international qualifier, I believe, as well as G2 goes in. But with the players that are on that roster, the sky is the limit. So I'd say T1 still going to be trying to theoretically catch up to Gen G. But the first stage is going to be so damn interesting, and I mean, this is just brutal. They finally put him down, but Texture's still here. Eats a bit of damage, tucks back, goes for a repeat. Great shot from Freeing, who's actually having a pretty heated map. But how? Okay, I was gonna say, how do you get in? That's not how you get in. Munchkin's just so damn deadly. You've heard him. You know that he's in main. You've got Spike. He hasn't been able to recover a weapon, so he still just has a sheriff. And here comes the swing. Oh, gets a couple nice shots in. And swings on the wall. I swear, does he clutch this? This would be insane for him. Oh. I don't mind the attempt to grab the Odin, but damn.
That was unlucky, man. He made a really good go at that.
Munchkin's arrival just spelled their demise.
Yeah, and I got so many.
I mean, no one cleared the recon. Just free value off the Odin.
주도하는 입장에선 이게 너무 뻔한 선택이 됐어요.
얘네 이거 하겠다.
네. 되는 게 없으니까 결국 비빌 언덕이라고는 궁극기 밸류 활용해서 들어가는 거거든요.
거기에 또 그 전략에 따른 카운터의 맞춤을 먼치킨 선수가 잘 수행해냈었습니다. 그리고 카론의 마지막 마침표까지 8대2의 그 리드를 잃지 않고 있는 젠지입니다.
자, 이거 쥐고 있고 저거 골이 아니라는 것도 알아요.
Texture rarely misses shots on Killjoys. Dude, if he had hit that shot, I would have lost my goddamn mind. Hyunmin, what is that turn?
현민이 해줘요. 자, 오랜만에 예.
현민은 확실히 증명하는데요.
That's snapping from flashback. What?
아니 뭐가 보여요?
No way.
마음의 눈으로 봤는데 뭐예요? 자, 3대2.
자, 이거 할 할만합니다. 화살도
This is a round.
아 근데 앞라인 클리어하는데 쓸 수밖에 없었고.
이러면 안쪽이 클리어되었다는 사실 알고 있고 백포트는 꽤 많이 있어요. 뒤에
Paranoid does catch.
좀 잔인한 각을 쓰고 있긴 해요 DRX가.
예.
Check on the box.
DRX는 지금 뭐 잔인하든 뭐든 다 써야 돼요.
They're running out of time here.
젠지의 노림수는 그거죠.
Okay, they shocked the check close.
너네 라운드
Yeah,
밀리자.
Hyunmin on a
자,
heater.
나와야죠.
와,
Yeoman does still maybe can do some damage? No. Okay. Hyunmin gets 4. That's an insane round.
DRX가 오랜만에 라운드를 챙겼습니다. 8대3.
Last round before the
I hope they have Hyunmin's POV for this replay because it felt like that like 90-degree flick that he hit was disgusting.
In back side one, yeah, it was really cool.
그렇습니다. 자, 전반의 마지막
He's had a
라운드고요.
couple of those today. Or it just feels like he's just dead and then he just gets a quick pivot.
그렇습니다. 와,
Yeah, that's
또
just
DRX 반대로 말하면 흥민이 해주지 않으면
maybe like a 100-degree turn to be able to line up that shot.
희박해졌기 때문에 이런 것들을 잘 다독여야 되겠습니다.
그렇죠. 사실 DRX도 현민에게
What was your question? Let me see.
근데 뭐가 안 되니까
Thinking of T1 Genji
해보는
and thinking
거예요.
of Simprissa. I think this year with the end of the DRX KR dynasty.
그래서 어떻게 오퍼레이터
I mean,
들면서 포인트를 한번 쌓아 나가는
you mean as far as them like being one one of the top teams? I mean,
짜증나게 진짜 잘 쓰네요.
I think it's anybody's game.
상대하는 DRX는 얼마나
Simprissa. I mean, we haven't even really been talking about Simprissa too much, but just because they're not at this tournament and they're not playing in this event. But I mean, the rat race that we're gonna have to qualify for Bangkok, it's gonna be absurd. There's so many just insane teams. I think that pretty much globally, this is going to be the strongest year of VCT. Because it feels like pretty much every roster has done nothing but upgrade. Does this work?
파편타 쓰면서 일단 동시에
근데 저게
안
파편탄
깨졌어요?
정중앙에 들어가는 게 아니면은 안 되거든요.
Can what was the thinking there?
No, no, it would work. It was just a little bit too far away.
So he like kind of ricocheted off the wall a bit too much.
Yeah, yeah, I think he had to like do it next to the wall. The Killjoy wasn't also flushed to the wall, so that might have changed it also.
전반의 마지막 라운드 굉장히 유리하게
Because I
이어갑니다.
don't know that I've actually seen that attempt.
DRX가 예.
Yeah, it would definitely work.
뭐 이거는 쓸 수밖에 없는 상황이고 마지막이다 보니까 여기를
With the lockdown, this feels like this is going to be a pretty impossible retake.
저 와인방 바깥쪽으로 좀 빠져나가는 인원들이 좀 있었고요. 그리고
Oh, then again, Yeoman's alive and he has an Odin.
This guy is indestructible.
Okay. He killed Mako, it was over.
He's doing so much work though. It's crazy. Did he hit 19? He might have got 20 kills altogether. I think it's 19 though. What a half.
수가 전환되겠습니다. 후반전 만나보시죠.
Absolutely absurd.
DRX 입장에서는 뭘 해야 될까가
But yeah, I mean,
너무나도
to go back to the conversation, I think trying to weigh
아무것도 보이지 않는
who the strongest team is, it's
그러니까요.
pretty. I think it's impossible right now. I think that I actually hope that I'm not on the Plat Chat episode when they do the early power ranking for every single region, because it's I don't think that it's really possible. Because thinking about all the teams, every single time that I'm like, oh, I think, yeah, maybe those teams would be top 2. Then I remember that like Paper X exists. Then I remember that like Japan is looking improved. Then I remember that Simprissa just qualified and joined the league. Boom is there now as well. So trying to like figure out any actual kind of ranking, it feels so damn difficult. Even trying to pick like who's the bottom team, I think that there's one that everyone will kind of lean towards just because the rumored roster around GE is a little bit strange. But like, even then, it has potential, and it could very much surprise us. I don't have this command, sorry, 8036. Right now we're in best of ones, so what you see is what we've got. A couple series before that, but we're doing a 4-team round robin, 6 total series today. This is match 5 between DRX and Genji. So 8-4 at the half. DRX were able to run back 8-1 earlier today versus FPX. It did start on the defending side,
전방위적으로 정보를 캐치해 나가려고 하고
But this is Genji, so it's going to be a very different beast.
자, 8대4의 더블 스코어에서 만나볼 수 있는 후반전입니다. DRX 피스톨 라운드가 그 어느 때보다도 중요하겠고 미드 슈가 하나 걸렸습니다. 자, 지워내면서 본인들의 위치까지 노출된 젠지.
이거 제가 봤을 때 끝까지 질러보는 것도 그렇죠.
자, 순폭통에서 일단 잘 빠졌고요. 현민의 체력 데미지는 받지 않았습니다. 아우, 프링.
Fring continuing to look good.
자, 카론의 연막 상황이 어떤지가 궁금한데요.
네.
이게 연막 쳤고
I'll be the cast the
연결
finals of
공격을
Bangkok. I
가면서
mean,
계속 천천히 진입을
we'll see what
합니다.
happens.
근데 폭스나인 이만큼 들어온 게 변수죠.
그런데 프링이
Freeing
막아냅니다.
again. If you can get Karen, that's enormous. He still does a decent amount of damage to him. It's about
아 근데 스파이크가 건너가기
65,
너무
70
네.
HP.
그리고
연막 꺼질 때 먼치킨이
Oh, Hyunmin.
그리고
Oh God, Munchkin. Korean casters having quite a bit of fun with it.
결국 이렇게
Okay,
됩니다. DRX
fairly clean, and needed pistol win there for DRX.
DRX 쫓아갈 발판은 마련했으니까
그렇죠.
분위기 끌어올려야죠.
So I think Call's gonna be
Anything to say on
basically
that
just
one?
no bridges. I mean, I think the Korean casters had it covered. I was making the same damn noise as they were.
네, 진짜
Freeing in this map in particular has been looking overall really good.
반응이 너무 좋았어요.
Yeah.
I think that he's got a lot of really solid potential as a side anchor.
이번 라운드 역시나 DRX 굉장히 유리하게 이어나갈 수 있습니다.
Yeah, he's definitely a good player, man.
지금 어렴풋이
예.
재성화가 들렸거든요.
야, 이거 아울로 만들어줘서 고맙습니다.
네.
라고 이야기할 현민.
약간 폭시나인이 어차피 총도 짧은 라운드고 꼴이다 보니까 B메인 너가 하고 싶은 대로 해봐라 이런 콜이 있지 않았을까 생각이 들고요.
네.
다만 텍스처가 저렇게 빠르게 잘려버리면은 폭시나인
Oh,
입장에서도
they
뭘
ignore the
해줘야
fist
될지
bump.
되게 애매한 상황이
Damn.
됐습니다.
자, 그래서
From Buzz to Mako, he was pretty sure it was Buzz who had his fist pump ignored by Bane last season. They made a little animated emoji out of it for the Instagram,
그 위치들 한번 체크해 보는데.
which I've been telling them.
그러니까 지금 클래식 소리를
Like
줬다가
we have these little emojis that were made last year with like texture, like crying over like missing out on his ace, Lakia, etc. Like we've had some really nice emotes made. His Freeing's going crazy. Like, can we add these emotes as actual emojis in Kakao Talk, which is like the primary
프링이 진짜
like communications app used in Korea? You can just make
감시자로서의
like a
움직임이
sticker pack,
너무나도 좋은 선수입니다.
and then you upload it, and then it just goes through like a minor approval process, and then you can sell it.
자, 이번 라운드가 중요하겠습니다. 앞선 라운드 무결점이었기 때문에
And I mean, it's like anywhere from like $1 to $10 for an emote pack. It just depends on
그렇게 밀린다고 할 수 없는 상황이에요.
how many you're offering, the quality of them, that kind of stuff.
불독자로.
I'm like, why don't we do this? It seems like it'd be a good way to make a little bit of added cash. Add it to the rev share package. Whoop. And Foxy, there's no way. There's no shot. Oh,
이거 거의 뭐 빈사예요.
down to 10 health.
체력 10.
빈사이기 때문에 버릴 수밖에 없고 B메인을 우리가 다시 탈환해야 된다라는
It wouldn't technically be exclusive to Korea. It would be VCT Pacific, and it would just be on Kakao. But you can, if there's other platforms where you could sell sticker packs like Line or whatever. I know WhatsApp you can even just make your own.
자 근데
예.
지금 DRX는 착각할 수가 있어요.
But yeah, I mean, Kakao Talk, it has a lot of presence in Asia for the most part. It's mostly, I mean, it's a Korean company and primarily is used here, but the opportunity. I mean, they had LCK ones forever ago. Granted, that is for a Korean-only league, but still.
자, 마코가 폭신을 잡아내면서 위치 걸렸어요.
Even if it wouldn't be readily and easily accessible by other markets, I just don't see why you wouldn't
진짜 그대로 가면은 대형 사고였거든요.
still then look to just make whatever income you could off of them.
나노솜 2개 있고요.
And thank you, Zephyr.
연막 안에서 나노수원 반응만.
자, 현민이 카론을 잡아냅니다. 이러면 이것도 들어오기가.
I mean, gets drone, but that's not going to matter too much because just holding the door here. And Munchkin.
남은 시간 12초.
설치.
Oh no, he has no idea. He's so screwed.
DRX가
It's watching behind. That was clutchable, but this is very good from DRX.
야, 이걸 이렇게 가져와요?
야, DRX가 약간 어디라고
You know, I was teeing up that DRX got their run back versus FPX on defending side, but I was like, but there's no way it's gonna be the same. It's Gen G, and their attack is clean, but
Yeah, and then you get a pistol into a bonus.
Convert the
And
bonus.
The belief is here. If anything, they're in control.
it would be the most Gen G thing though to just get a thrifty here.
자, 동점을 만들어낼 수 있는
Okay.
DRX 서로의 찬스입니다. 16번째 라운드.
I didn't quite see, but it looks like it's maybe full sheriffs.
Yeah, looks like sheriffs across the board.
자, 맞고.
Man, stuff like this really makes you miss the proper hard, right?
자, 미드 잡아먹어 볼 생각이거든요.
Yeah,
So nice
I
having
know
that
that
extra info.
I know that they're making stronger efforts to make sure that it's, I think, more accessible for
하이미드에서
off-season tournaments and that kind of stuff.
위에 드론을 깨주고
Yeah, yeah.
너무 좀 티가 나는 액션이다 보니까
This one
현민
just
선수의
slipped through the
에임도
cracks, I guess.
오른쪽에 가 있죠.
어느 정도 여기 있겠구나.
그렇죠.
라는 생각을 좀 할 수 있는 상황이었고.
Do I think the Foxy 9 is a good
자,
pickup?
마코
Yes, yes, I
선수가
do.
여전히 헤븐 위쪽에서 상대 움직임을 쳐다봐주고 있습니다. 드론까지 받고요.
자, 이러면 아탄 선수가
Meteor in here to clutch with the sheriff and these Swifties. I mean,
소바가
he's not, but you still have texture, you still have
그렇죠.
Munchkin.
A 쪽에 제로 포인트 찍었는데 A
You've got
먹었어.
Charon, like you
그러면
still
얘가
have
무조건 돌리겠구나.
3 demons, and sometimes you only need 1.
잘 읽고 있어요. 인원들 계속까지 잘 한번 취해주고 있고 현민의
There's one
좋은
fewer.
샷이 나왔습니다.
30
택시 아웃.
seconds left.
Okay, they're exercising the demons.
그래서 미드 들어가는 거 킬을 냈어요.
Oh,
설마 이것도?
오,
nice from Hyunmin. Does he repeat and get the kill? Oh, he's got covering fire. Freeing will just bail him out. That's a flawless. Really good.
현민 되게 보는 맛 나게 하는데요.
네,
타격대를.
잘하네요.
네.
Getting the flawless is really nice.
어디로 질러야 되는지도 알고.
자, 8대8 동점이 됐습니다. 그리고 분위기는 완전히 역전됐고요. 야, DRX. 자, DRX가 지금 후반전 들어서 4개 라운드를 연속해서
Some
따냈고
fan cheers in the background there.
6개 라운드를
Not sure if they were going through the stream to you guys.
야, DRX도 확실히 수비에 가니까 합이 맞아 가고 있습니다.
예.
Much love from LA. Much love to you specifically in LA. I don't have that much love for Los Angeles. It's not. I don't quite like the city that much, but
이게 KO의 제로 포인트가
I do usually have fun when I end up there.
먼치킨 선수가 만약에
I just usually end up in Los Angeles for way too long. After having lived there twice,
네.
in 2015 and then again in 2019, I'm happy to just go the rest of my life not living in Los Angeles ever again.
이거를 젠지가 읽었습니다.
자, 그래서 B 쪽으로 뛰지 않고 일단 A 쪽으로 다시 한번 돌렸고요.
Because I had to experience LA on kind of like both fronts, and then also I was trapped there for a while in 2020 when COVID kicked off, and then went on to get trapped at my dad's house
자, 그럼
in
현민의 위치.
Jersey instead.
현민의 이 샷이
Nice opening shot, just playing ahead of that bloom.
예.
Heron actually should have been punishing him. Mako is eating so much damage.
자, 남은 시간 40초. 일단 사이트
What's going
안쪽으로
on,
들어오는 왔습니다. 자, 근데 설치 아직 못 눌렀고.
근데 지금 이거 미니맵에 재성이의 데모험 또
Finding
시작.
one.
예, 재성 언제 우리
Flashback, swooping forward, just cleaning him out of hell.
못 갔어요.
I mean, Foxy's just on the opposite side of the map.
딜레마 아까 말씀드렸잖아요.
He's trying to go for any kind of backstab that he could get, but the rest of the team just fell to the wayside. Okay, DRX in the lead.
안 했을 때 손해냐라고 하면 그게 아니다 보니까 폭신하인
Might
선수가
be
사실
time for
감시자가
Seoul to call
센터에서 해야
timeout.
되는 게 뭐냐면은
네.
Yeah, I think so. They're gonna need a lot of help.
B메인을 먹고 B의 꼬리를 잡아야 되는가 이거의
This is
판단을
very
정말
out of
잘했거든요.
character for them on the
근데
attack.
일단 이 부분에서는
There's
폭신하인
5 rounds
선수가
drop to
계속 정해진
DRX.
것만 하고 있다 보니까 이게 약점이 되고 있습니다.
지금 보이는 게 굉장히 크게 또 럴킹 돌아서
네.
상대 뒤를 치는 건데 그 전에 이미 본대가 또 무너지는 경우들이 계속 나오고 있어서
Oh, I mean, that's one of the things. Though, is like LA is good for the food. And what I was gonna say is like I experienced kind of both sides of LA because when I first moved to LA, I was absolutely broke. Like I had no money. I had been unemployed for probably about like 6 months at that time because I thought I was getting hired for a job to move to Los Angeles. Ended up not getting it. Had already quit my job. And then when I went to go back to that job, it was a job at Radio Shack, which then went bankrupt and all of the stores closed. So I was out of work for a really long time, paying off like you know, student loans and just general, you know, debts that would rack up just from, you know, living and whatnot. And then I lost my car because I was in a very bad accident where a guy ran a stop sign and I T-boned him, and the engine fell out of the bottom of my car, and it was unsalvageable, and insurance paid the current value of the car, which at that point was, I don't know, maybe like 8 years old with quite a bit of mileage on it, so the payout for the insurance was basically nothing. So I just like didn't have a car, didn't have money, moved to Los Angeles. And granted, my housing was taken care of for me, but I just could never really pocket anything because I was like, well, I need to pay down my student loans, and you know, food is pretty expensive. Like I used to go to a ramen place called Shinsengumi because you could just get like a $5 bowl of ramen, which was basically just nothing but noodles and chashu, nothing else added into it. And if you wanted to add egg or anything else, you had to, you know, pay for those additions. And I would just eat that ramen pretty much daily because it was like the cheapest thing I could get. Oh, really great. Oh my god, Hyunmin. If he hit that third one, that would have been absolutely nutty, but it doesn't even matter. I mean, the ops recoverable. They're in such a poor position here. This is fantastic from DRX. But then, when I went back in 2019, I'd been working as an esports caster for a while. And granted, it was still super expensive, but I was able to split housing with Proxy Wolf. So we lived together, and then, you know, that helped on rent and whatnot. But, you know, I could actually go and enjoy some nicer food in LA at that point. So, I got both sides of it. I'll tell you what, LA while having some money is a lot better than LA while having basically none. And there's the peak. I mean, even if Bunchkin gets like 1 kill, I'm impressed, to be honest. They're just gonna leave him. Never mind. Okay, all right. I'll stand by it. I'm impressed. He got 1. I see these shots of Hyunmin again. I felt like, I mean, the first one on texture was great, but the re-peak was just bold and he gets away with it.
He looks really good, by the way.
Yeah. Very snappy.
So the jet and the neon as well, that looks nice.
That's 6 consecutive, just 3 to go. I wouldn't mind this going into another overtime.
I just don't think Genji can do it with how it's looked. It's looked way, like the rounds aren't that close.
Yeah.
It's just convincing.
I mean, texture's just in. They have like nothing to try to clear that angle. Okay, Karon trying to drag it back. They have to know that Mako's in there. They do. Okay, nice shock dart, but Paranoia connects. Mako finds the first. Fox is able to put him down. Okay, this is the most winnable position that they've been in. They have a man advantage. Granted, still have Munchkin on a deep flank, but Kevin? No way. No way. One last knife. Oh, he's up and over the top. Okay. Alright, they finally get around on the defending side. Maybe that's just the barrier. Used to love Shinsengumi and the inflation happened, the quality didn't match the price. Yeah, I can only imagine, because I mean, I'm talking, you know, 2015 when I was over there, so it's almost 10 years ago. So nowadays, it's probably like $8.50, $9 for that same bowl, and you have to tip on top of it. You're expected to. The worst thing, like, where I was living was like Little Japantown. There's so much good ramen, but those bowls were just 3x the cost, so I just always kind of had to go to Shinsengumi, which was okay, but certainly not the best bowl of ramen in the neighborhood. Decent damage though. Shock hit onto 2.
스위치 쪽에서 설치하는 봉쇄가 제일 맛있는
Munchkin
봉쇄인데
watching behind. Freeing, not ready for that. That's a little out of character compared to what the hell he's been doing
거의 동점 확정인데요.
in this game so far. Great shot from Munchkin.
It's like you were saying, overtime.
Yeah.
먼저 12점 득점하는 게 중요합니다.
Maybe back on the menu.
Yeah, heavily back on the menu. That's insane, isn't it?
Alright, just
그러니까 젠지는
two
이거
great
자칫
kills from
잘못하면은
Munchkin. I mean, the
전멸의
first
힘이
one,
날 수도
sure.
있는
That
거거든요.
second was
라운드
really
이기더라도.
crisp.
근데 진짜 먼치킨
Yeah, they were really on top of the push behind because of the killjoy. Like loads of teams have been leaning heavy into this. Just trade positions as they take B site, you take behind B main, killjoy behind.
I don't know why they're challenging in like this though. They need to be holding on to these weapons. Like DRX should have a bit of money, right? Like I don't think taking the rifle out of their hands does too much. Yeah, I mean they've got they've got plenty of cash.
It's three people that are wrecked now.
그나마 이전 라운드의 성과 때문에 자금이 아예 막 마르고 이러진 않거든요.
I mean I guess after the first one, he got the Hunter's Fury online, so the other two are a little bit less consequential aside from the economic damage. But still,
It actually might cost them though. Like if they lose this round.
yeah.
연막 올리면서 자 둘까지 자 와인빵 쪽에 카론 선수 씹어놓고 젠지의 나머지 인원들은 돌립니다. 미드 쪽.
Yeah, I mean, fire the cannons. That's exactly what you want to see, and it's it's pretty much that way in every part of the world that isn't the United States.
미드 정보만으로는 부족하거든요.
Okay, Hunter's Fury into this. I mean, just taking the peek and taking out texture. Eat some Hunter's Fury damage. Try to get on a better angle. Won't catch anything from that.
맞습니다. 자 그 선택은 A였고요.
Got a fragment on the close side of the wall just to try to clear out Switch.
자 복치라인이
Foxy does manage to put the op down.
자 DRX 아탈이 중요해요.
사이트 열리는데요.
After actually getting a really good time in his back pedal because otherwise he was going to get sprayed down through that smoke.
아 이러면 설치가
Genji might just be able to recover this round.
그리고 메인 뒤까지.
Because, I mean, Yeoman's over here. He's got cover. They have an alarm bot at top mid. It's being watched by Foxy. Oh! The interrupt. Uh-oh. They're locked down. Now it's going to force him out. I mean, Mako's just... Or Charon, rather, screwed. I'm just mixing up my teams here. They have the detain in hell. Do they hunt this? If Munchkin doesn't get scouted, he could absolutely maul them. They have no idea. They have to suss it out. Okay, really good tracking. Really good tracking. I thought that they were going to just lose him.
I can't believe they won this. Dude, that knife close is so clutch.
That was insane.
Yeoman plays way too close with his server ult though. But I think he was thinking that they weren't going to put the ult into it. Oh, I don't know. He's ready to ping it actually.
That was great. I mean, I thought that Munchkin being left alone, I thought they were just going to be like, where is he? And not realize that he was in hell. But
Yeah.
awareness was
No,
there.
they
It's
definitely
really good.
they definitely calmed pretty heavy that one got hit by it.
But I also like that they don't... I mean, granted, it really could have come back to bite them, but I like that they made the decision to just kind of leave him. Not hunt for the detained player. And
Yeah,
go
and
for
just
the
focus
others.
on the. I mean, because it's still like if you tunnel vision that kill, it's still like it's still a crossfire, right? You're still turning your back to main.
Now
Yeah,
crunch
they
on
they
A.
handled it really well.
And this could end up getting away from him. The kill on Charon is huge. Then again.
Guy under though, right?
Well, they checked the one side. Now they know.
아타니 근데 조금 더 버텨줘야 되거든요.
못 버텼습니다.
No way.
자 프리게이 텍스처를 잡아내면서 2대3 구도 DRX가 수적으로 우위입니다. 스파이크 설치됐고요. 마코
오히려 스팅 없다고 생각하나요?
마코
완벽한 양각.
예.
허드끼고 싸워야죠. 요맨이
이제는
양각.
항상
Damn.
암열만 저지.
Bro, he's playing so well. If you
It's
take out
insane.
the one Sova ult round, other than that, he's played this like insanely well the whole map.
내가 너의 에이스다. 암요맨.
Unreal.
아, 요맨입니다.
Lovely shots.
야,
와,
진짜.
아니. 여기서
All right. I like how this is
이 양각이 아니라는
I like how this is heating up. Wait, Shinsengumi is $20. What the ever? Loving fuck. And HFMI, thank you for that. The insider knowledge there. Though I will say, these are both my teams at this point. I have reasons to cheer for every single one of my teams in Pacific, especially on the Korean side. Like, we're eating pretty good. The DRX prospects look good. They're the org that I've cheered for the longest because they were always the ones who were going to internationals. Genji is our trophy holder. They retain 3 players. I've got Simprissa, which is the new hotness on the block, and T1's got Stacks and Buzz. You know, like I'm set. I had to cheer for every single team out of Korea and just all the rest of the ones in Pacific generally. Texture's getting a little bit diff by Hyunmin. I mean, he's having a little bit of a quiet game here. Hyunmin's definitely showing up. Oh, he reveals the judge. Okay, I don't mind this. I actually love this. That's so smart from Athen there. Because he's like, okay, I've got this judge. I can maybe find a kill. And then also, if I do die, I'm resable. And now Munchkin can't do anything. So it just shuts down all of the rest of the assisting entry util. And had a potential bailout should he have fallen. It's good on Munchkin, good awareness to be able to find this kill, so he'll keep himself alive. But that's map point now.
그래서 추가 킬을 안 주기 위해 DRX가 참습니다.
자, 그럼 여기까지 젠지가 자, 이렇게 되면 상대에게 또 라운드를 내줬고요. 자, DRX가 먼저 매치 포인트를 만들었습니다. 11대 11 후반전의 마지막 라운드입니다.
야, 근데 방금 잠깐 보셨겠지만 젠지 자금이 없어요.
이야기가
네.
그 즐거웠던 분위기가
The VS fan
어느새 지금 여기 도서관이 됐어요. 젠지 입장에서는.
That's fair.
자, 할 수 있는 게 많지가 않거든요.
예.
일단 누군가에게 구슬은 밀어주고 시작을 할 텐데.
It is kind of like Vision Strikers are the not the OG roster, but you know, like the one that became famous and started going to internationals. Like it is kind of like a 90s like group that you just really love and you have a lot of nostalgia for, and then they all split off and do their solo projects, and you're like, well, I'm gonna support and listen to all of their music.
예. 어쨌든 자, 젠지의 이 움직임에 따라서 DRX가 수비 라인을 빠르게 형성할 수 있다는 말씀이실 텐데.
Yeah, it'd be T1 because they have 2. RB went over to China. Mako's here on DRX. King, I think somebody said that he's actually doing his military service. He has some kind of like civil service that he's doing. Oh, that Hunter's Fury. Oh, it could have been absolutely monstrous. All right, come on. We need Genji to win so we can get that overtime. They're in a really good position to do so. That wrecked them. The texture's dead. And they're going to rotate around into Hyunmin. Really good linker here from Yeoman. Oh my god! No way! Dude! Oh, this game's crazy. Oh, this game's crazy. He knows. He knows. The shorty didn't kill. Oh, but he takes his legs out from underneath of him. There's no time. Why is he planning front gen? Why did he plan front gen? Oh man, we're so close to OT.
That was insane.
I thought Yeoman did it again with those 2 kills. That wallbang was sick.
That was outrageous kills as well.
Oh man. I was screaming. I was like, if he just planted back gen, he'd be able to get the spike down and then 2 HP on Athen. Like,
oh dude, it was nuts.
수비 때
All right. I mean,
이 정도로 읽어낼 수 있다면
I like this. I mean, there's not anybody who's like pretty clearly bodying.
Yeah, no, it's
an
up
even
for grabs.
distribution. I mean, aside from FPX, but I mean, they could still get the last game potentially.
네, 근데 이렇게 문제점이 발견됐을 때 바로
Bro,
보완이
Yeoman
가능하기
Yeoman
때문에
played outrageously good. It's a shame that he had the silver round for his clear record here, because otherwise that would have been an insane like just whole map performance. Hardly even like didn't even overstep or anything. His fragging's so heavy.
He was 26-17-3 4-0 with a 190 ADR.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's nutty. This is really rough from Texture and Foxy. Texture especially, like, he's 0 and 8 in first kills. That's not something that I'm used to seeing at all. Whereas Hyunmin 8 and 1. Pretty.
Do you know if it's head to head or if it's like round difference?
I have absolutely no idea. I would assume head to head first, then round down differential. But
Yeah, that's what I would assume as well. Okay, chat. Sorry if you wanted to see some of these. So I guess that secures DRX.
yeah, maybe. I guess.
But if it's a freeway tie, then I think Talon. Then it goes to round difference.
Yeah, which Talon would need to beat the +9 to get out ahead of the rest. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait for them for like Liquipedia or something to update the bracket, and then I'll know what's happening, or they'll show it at the end of the stream, and we'll know what to expect from tomorrow. But I mean, maybe FPX can get a win, and then we'll have 2-1, 2-1, and then 1-2, 1-2, just across.
Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be nice and easy to work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Talon can still come faster.
Should be able to. But alright. Break time.
탈론이 만약에 여기서 또 이기면 2승 1패여서 여기서 이제 라운드 얼마나 가져가느냐 이게 중요하다고 합니다. 그래서 만약에 탈론이 10개 라운드 차이
Alright, 2-minute predictions up. Go ahead and get your gamba on.
이하로 승리하면 젠지가 1등이라고 합니다.
이게 다른 팀들도 어쨌든 이 경기를
Okay.
이길 수만은 없는 그런
네네.
상황이 됐네요.
Oh, dude, FPX. Is this their
아이소.
is this their normal setup?
슈아나 하고 싶은 게
When's the last time they played Haven?
슈안 아이소. 야.
Yep, nope, this is very different. Last time they played Haven was versus EDG in the grand final, and they ran Breach Cypher, Jet, KO, Omen.
연계는 제법 많이 실제로 아직도 나오기는 하지만
네.
요루 아이소는 되게 힘이 빠질 수가 있거든요.
그러니까요.
물론 푸나틱이 좋은 모습을 보여주기는 했어도 이 알파이르랑은 또 다르기 때문에 얘기가 달라질 수도 있을 것 같습니다.
그렇습니다. 색다른 요원이
I
등장하는
am
헤븐에서의 경기.
very interested to see how this one shakes out.
경기 지금 바로 만나보시죠.
Okay, I think with FPX's comp, it was worth the wait.
Yeah, they go for the Fnatic. It's so strong. This, by the way, it's so strong.
It is, but it's not the setup that I would have expected.
It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks on defense a little bit, but
Yeah, I'm just interested in Autumn not being the one to play the second duelist. And it looks like we might be right back into another tech pause.
yeah, after 10-minute break.
Oh no.
오디오상에서의 저희 그 현장
T1 is not at this tournament.
부분에서 이슈가 또 발생해서 이거는 금방 해결된다고 합니다.
그렇죠. 이게 뭐 없으면 안 되는 거기 때문에
아마 한 10초대로 되지 않을까?
이미 완료가 된 거 같죠?
네네.
보기에.
Chober always feels hard pressed to say that it's the SLT. I mean,
절차 물어보면서 준비됐나요? 뭐 이런 얘기들 좀 하고
실제
있습니다.
인게임 상에서
Wait,
라이트
SLT.
선수도 되게 문제 없이 움직이고 있고.
was it not impressive that actually iterated the comp?
그래서 뭐 저희들 바로 경기 한번 속행해 보도록 하겠습니다. 준비가 되면요.
I thought impressive was kind of the ones getting the accolades for all of the
근데 뭐 양 보면은
like crazy comp developments.
네네네.
자 일단 오늘 끝장 낼 것 같습니다.
남아있는 매치.
Event was going smoothly and suddenly this. Yeah, I got you. Okay, quick one.
FPX 수비
Alright, maybe a false alarm, but I also don't want to say too much else.
되겠습니다. 전반전.
Alright, so hopefully we should be good. So this is going to be interesting. This one playing the ISO. And Autumn staying here on the Cypher. Swing out. Great for 2 kills from life, but Jitboy's answering back. They clear the shield. Oh boy. Dude, Jitboy's still kind of frying. And I don't know if Ayang's going to be ready for this flank. Because as soon as he kills one, eyes get turned towards him. And it does decent damage. I was going to say, yeah, send the shock. It goes a little bit too deep. And there you go.
이거 못 나가요? 어떻게 나가나요? 자, 그대로만 우리 피스톨 라운드를 가져오는 탈론입니다.
Thank you for keeping me hydrated.
자, 확실히 너무나도 뭐 1라운드이기 때문에 그럴 수도 있겠습니다만.
But yeah, I mean, the Rossi Tech pause was definitely something else. But at the same time, it's kind of just a T1 thing on day 1 of the tournaments. Because if you guys remember, 2023, the start of VCD Pacific, that very first day when we were still with the Freaka TV, now known as Soup, the T1 played the opening series and it ended up having insane issues that went on for a couple hours. Nowhere near as close to last year's kickoff, but still. It's always just, if T1 are on the first day of a tournament, you know, better hope that you've got all your wires connected properly.
만약에 10개 라운드 이상 차이 내면서 탈론이 승리하게 되면 탈론이 이제 4개 팀 중에서는 1위로 오늘 경기 마무리가 되는 거라서 내일 플레이오프에서 우위를 점할 수 있습니다.
자, 땅 작업하고 가는데 상대방 총이 짧은
I like the nice slow approach here.
글쎄요.
애매할 수 있거든요. 뭔가 본인들이 던져
I'm assuming that one of the big things that Frost was telling him was like, getting a little bit too crazy, a little bit too frazzled early on. Let's not throw any advantages that we get. Ban's just managed to slip through. And okay, Cruz with a really nice kill. Takes out Berlin in window. No omen for any kind of retake. Ban just taking the same bathing.
이러면 C는 완전히 열렸고.
야, 이거는 백업 라인을 내가 한번 뒤에서 긁어보겠다는데 너무 조용하면은 얘들아 뒤조심해라가
30
되거든요.
seconds left.
그래서 뒤를 조심하는 인원도 2명이나 투자해 놨어요.
아, 이러면은 사실 펌플러스 피닉스가 할 수 있는
Here we
게
go.
거의 없습니다.
Life seemingly reading it.
이거 잡아내면
Is prepared. Double dinks for the kill.
그래도 이미 어느 정도 소강 상태가 됐고 어디가 클리어고
Time is ticking. It's about to be halfway.
이런 것들이 되다 보니까 결국은 C롱으로 들어와야죠.
올리면 하루 종일 걸려요. 그리고
그러니까 복사할 생각하는
Okay,
펌플러스
shock dart lineup. It's only got one. Sends it early. Recon the bounce into back towards backside. No, front box. Okay, shield in, wall raised. Cuts him off. Okay, they managed to clear it out. You got it to half. But yeah, okay, nothing more to be done here. Okay. Overall, not too bad. One player dead, only had a ghost. Title should be updated.
자, 물론 아이소의 존재 이유가 등장 이유가 저거 하나만이라면 너무 약해요. 다른 것들도 분명히 있을
Yeah,
거고.
try refreshing if you had it open late. I think I said it before we went even into the first break.
아, 요 팀만 아니면
아,
그냥
루이스 쪽에서 이게 조이 샷이 나왔네.
Maybe it didn't save for some reason. Either way, it doesn't matter too much. Appreciate the call out.
또 많이 떨어뜨린 것도 아니었기 때문에. 콤팩스는 이번 라운드 좀 가져오는 데 있어서 심해를.
Now, if you just opened the stream, then it didn't update, so it's all good. Appreciate the shout. Solid opener from Ban. I mean, Berlin being dead is not great. Paranoia gone for retakes. I mean, it's on Autumn to try to hold this site. He just toggled cam off and he's starting to rotate off.
아이소 뽑았어? 아, 그거 하려는 거구나. 그럼 그거 막으면 되잖아요.
Coming over top of the box. He hasn't gotten the cam cleared yet, so he can try to get a dart, maybe when he gets in position in garage. Well, now the smoke is gone. Can't even try to utilize the smoke against them. The ball on the Primi. Fake out around the corner. Quick little jiggle peek. Oh, and the recon goes on top of the wall. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. I mean, Ayang just has to dip. I'm probably just gonna go forward to try to kill him. Doesn't really care if he gives up the death. This is not an inspiring start.
They gotta keep that Omen alive. Omen's down way too much.
Yeah.
Double
Not
jewelers,
having
comp Omen's dying fast twice.
No paranoia for retake. Can't smoke off any angles.
Can't smoke the spike, yeah. So they just play off.
It seemed like also just an initial misread after the kill because Autumn started just rotating off the site. Looked like he was gonna maybe abandon it.
저 대비책의 미묘한 방향 때문에 항상 틈을 찾아서 쏘는 탈론이네요.
They're gonna need to slow them up here at some point.
계속 월샷부터 하고 가요. 이 총알구멍 보세요, 이거. 벌집을 만들어 놓고 가니까 라이프나 지슈안이 뭐 나갈 생각을 못 합니다.
아, 그럼요. 자, 우리가 하고 싶은 걸 상대가 못 하게 만드니까 FPX 입장에서 답답한 경기 운영이 될 수밖에 없습니다.
그러려고
Yeah, I mean,
조합을 저렇게
you're only good for a bullet, 8 ticket damage. So
자, 드론 통해서 일단
doing ISO on the hold with just that shield, not great. Rather see him try to like scale forward, take a duel. Okay.
자, 꼬리 잡았는데
Couple singers in mid, able to find one. Tag on the Primi. Autumn's trying to play a little bit more unexpectedly, and he crucially gets chip points before dying. He gives him an opportunity. It's not that much damage on the Primi, but he gives him a 4v3. Vulnerable into the shock. Oh, that is gorgeous. Very nicely timed. Reveal on Primi. Got the ping. Cruz trying to hold the line. Oh. Okay. Little more inspiring on that one. I really liked the that vulnerable shock combo was really nice.
Yeah, that one's super strong. I think the ISO double damage is like crazy underrated. It just works so well with Sova because your ult as well is like the one.
If Autumn doesn't get that second kill though, this round probably
still
gets away from him.
He actually played it like so smart.
Yeah, playing up in front of the box instead of drifting to the back. Primi's trying to hunt him and he just couldn't.
자, 점점 사이퍼의 함정을 깊게 넣고 있습니다. 퍼플러스 피닉스가.
Okay, so they dump a shock to try to catch somebody walking forward into Cubby. Rolling Thunder is available, but it would be fairly low value. I don't know that they just blind send this though. And again, maybe I'm wrong. Smoke comes in, your stunned up player is there in heaven. Autumn does get tagged though. This crew's gotten better at fragging. I mean, he's on something that he's played a lot more consistently in the Breach, I'd say, compared to the Sova. Because how do you reach it? I wish I could see what util I have. Not having the UI, God, it reminds me so much of 2021 and First Strike. Big out, and oh, Jit Boys goes into the spawn? It should just be them getting carved out now. Then again, life? Okay. And he's on a nano at the end. Okay, they had some insurance for play against the diffuse. This looked like it was going to get a little bit dicey for a bit there, though.
너무나도 주의했습니다.
4대1까지 만들어냈습니다. 그리고 크레드가 약간의 부족해 보이는 FPX.
I thought this was going to end up being a bit of an oversend, but I mean, bold of Jit Boys to get into the back. I think he stirred up enough chaos and did enough damage.
그리고 마지막 거버너와 킬조이의 깔끔한 마무리가 나오면서 탈론이 4대1의 리드를 이어갑니다.
자, 뭔가 펌플러스 피닉스의 포지션이 이제는 우리가 나갈 수가 없다고 인정을 한 것 같은 그런 느낌이에요.
Okay, well, alarm bot was placed where it could be seen, so that ends up getting cleared out. Primi in deep, okay. This is not who I would have wanted to grab if I was Sichuan. Yep. I was gonna say I would be shitting bricks as soon as I got in there and saw the Jet on the opposite side.
주한 선수가 계약서에 사인을 한 게 아니라서
네,
정부 계약 저 스킬이 진짜 본인의 운명을 가릴 수가 있어요.
I mean, now they're drifting across
방금
in the B.
전에
I mean,
궁극기의 활용은 약간 아쉬웠어요.
they'll be clustered, but it's just going to be another free site here for
오히려 나갈 수
Talon.
있는 쪽은 무조건 아이소기 때문에.
It's like right now, like Berlin's not really getting
그러면은 클리어 확인하고
the cleanest of reads.
벤이 좀 간을 보겠죠.
예.
이거 밀고 나갈 건 아닙니다.
The clean shot though, holy.
어이요.
Yeah, Zichuan was
자 이러면은
on the
거버너가
ISO.
조금 판단을 해줘야 됩니다.
네.
내가 뒤잡으러 가는 게 지금 맞는 판단인가에 대해서
It's fake out. Fault line holds 3 at bay.
브리치의 스킬샷이 있었고요.
거버너의 속도가 중요한데
Governor
어떻게
is
이걸
being watched for. Oh no, have they missed the timing? Berlin's about. Yep.
거버너가 잡았어요. 뒤잡았어요.
The very moment.
결국 둘다운.
The very moment they give up on the angle.
남아 있습니다. 라이프까지.
They're scrambling. I mean, FPX got to call timeout. Surely this is a timeout call.
Yeah, I would think so. They might not time out just because
There we
this
go.
comp like normally doesn't do great on defense.
10점 차 이상으로 승리 가져가면 1위예요.
Yeah, still.
And so part of the plan to an extent.
네.
But yeah, I don't like a lot of how they're playing. They've at least got to fight heavier for A at the moment.
아, 무명의 아마추어 팀도 어려울 수도 있어요.
네,
예.
발로란트라는 게 더블 스코어 내는 것도 그렇게 쉬운 게
Yeah,
아니기 때문에
it seems like they just keep anticipating a pivot over towards B or C, and then they kind of just drift off the site. Talon just gets in for free, and then they just have a post plan setup.
나갈 수 있는 탈론이 될 수 있을지. 그러면서 이번 2024
That and they're just getting timing by these flanks and everything.
FPX가 그걸 막기 위한 타임아웃을 일단 한번
It's like
걸어봤습니다.
poor Zichuan here. I mean, he tries to open something up with with his ultimate, and he ends up grabbing Primi.
그럼요.
펌플러스 피닉스가 어쨌든 중국을 대표해서 온 거기 때문에
예,
뭔가 그 많은 게 걸려 있거든요. 아무리 이벤트 매치여도.
맞습니다. 그리고
It's
10점
breach just
차이로 지면
is a breach jet, not just the better comp.
이게
I think it really depends on the the hands of who it's in. I think that it's definitely one that is a lot more reliable, but
그러니까요.
you know, Sliggy
자, 그런
puts
것들도
a lot
생각해야
of respect in
되는
this composition.
Sorry, I
think he
just
definitely
fully
has-
ignored you, man. What did you just say? I was showing off.
Oh,
Something.
nothing. I just said like when it happened, like I said, Zichuan must have been like shitting bricks because he sends out the ultimate and he ends up catching Primi of all people.
No, yeah, that's a disaster.
I would just be like, oh,
Don't
can I
get in.
cancel this?
그리고 너네 씨못 막았잖아 지금까지. 얘기하는 건데 두드리고 일단 뒤쪽으로
와
빠집니다.
그냥 다 땡기게 만들었어요.
예.
팬이
I
A를
mean, they've
타고
gotten them to
있어요.
TP across the map.
이러면은 지슈안이
And Ban's just
미드를
walking
나가고
up.
싶어요. 왜냐면은 상대방의 회전 속도를 알고 싶기 때문에.
어디 있는지 모르고.
Okay, they're rotating back,
회전 속도 플러스 돌렸는지 안 돌렸는지를 몰라요 지금
네.
펌플러스
so
피닉스가.
at least drifting towards the correct
그러니까
site this
둘
time.
하나로 나눌 수밖에 없거든요. 자, 그래도 A 쪽 봅니다. 자, 베를린.
여기서 킬이 나와야 됩니다 펌플러스 피닉스.
발목 봤어요.
Oh,
발목
he
봤어요.
saw a pixel.
위치만 노출됐고 아양.
Needs to hit that, and he does. Oh, he hits all three.
Spike down.
자, 프리미가 아양을
Win from Ayang.
지슈안입니다.
구슬보막 약화.
Gets the shield back up, push onto the flank. Ooh, Governor had no idea where he was getting attacked from. He's checking on top of the box.
이후에 라운드를 가져왔습니다. FPX.
야 진짜 관전하는 저희들 입장에서는 뭐 탈론이 지금 들어가야 되는데 뭐 컴플러스 피닉스 빨리 가야 되는데 이러고
예.
있지만 인게임 플레이어들 입장에서는 정말 종이 한 장
By the way,
차이로 컴플러스 피닉스가
Second round is really good from Ayang.
여기였었죠.
사실 이거 도박이었거든요. B 앞에 설치되어 있는 함정 하나 믿고서는 일단 찢어지자.
근데 마침 그 찢어진 3명 쪽으로 또 와서 탈론이
Alright, Autumn alone on C, looking like a full send hit.
뛰자.
Fault line, I think he avoids it.
아이고,
It's been spotted. Oh, okay, stunned, killed. Really nice, really nice.
Spike down.
다 왔어요. 다.
I mean, Governor coming away with that one, surprising.
여기서 얼마나 데려가는지도 중요합니다.
근데 이거는
트리플
나가면
트리플.
But yeah, really good call to just have everybody flood out of A.
이러면 이제 이론상
네.
10점 차이 이상 승리는 어려워 보이고요.
그쵸. 뭔가
I like that.
지금은
Felt like
더 이겨야 되는데.
the first concise call.
그리고
Yeah, see?
FPX
Frost
입장에서
This
call
one,
time.
yeah.
예.
Yeah,
Dude, this
just
was
pressure on
a
C and they
crazy
just
good
send
hold
it out
on
of A.
C.
빨리 뛸 수
It looks like they're
있다는
just
걸
wanting
보여주는
to fight the
이전
sites way more.
라운드에는
They're done with
얘기가
retaken.
근데 한 번 더 하려고 하다 보니까 펌플러스 피닉스의 사이퍼가 함정을 어텀 선수가 애초에 카운터 순풍 자리에다가 해놨어요.
네네.
그러다 보니까
Yeah, also just good
돼버렸고,
trip.
이러면 탈론 입장에서 아 우리 뛰면 안
Yeah,
되냐?
there is pathing on
한참 나중에
top of
뛰어야 돼요, 이렇게 되면.
그렇습니다.
that.
또 흥미로운 이야기가 이제 아까도 말씀드렸지만 10개 라운드 차이 이상으로 탈론이 이기면 탈론 1등, 젠지 2등, DRX 3등, FPX 4등. 10개 라운드 차이 이하로 승리하면 젠지 1등, 탈론 2등, DRX 3등, FPX 4등인데
네.
FPX가 이기잖아요? 그럼 DRX가 1등이에요. 젠지 2등, FPX 3등, 탈론 4등.
아니 진짜 뭐
이거
I'm
지는
not gonna
쪽에
lie.
꼴찌
This
매치예요.
music that we have for the timeout
퍼시픽 리그도 그랬는데
shits on
이렇게
every it
다른 팀의
shits on the music
습에
that we had.
의해서 이렇게
this year
뭔가
in
엎드려
Pacific.
한다는 게 좀 약간
I think that was actually one of my
가슴
biggest gripes that I had
없을지
with this year. Then
몰라도
I sat down with production. I was like,
그래도
can we get better
기분이
music?
나쁘죠.
The kickoff was
아니 조금 더 쉴 수 있는 건데
miserable, especially because everybody had to hear that the same like 2 or 3 songs over and over again during the Rossi pause.
저희도 중요한데 게이머들은 얼마나 중요하겠어요.
But I was like, I feel like our music's all over the place. I wish we had a more kind of like clear and concise identity with the music and the tone.
자 이러면 탈론은 좀
Alright.
헤비해야 됩니다.
Trap play
나와야 되는 거
attempt.
우리 알고 있잖아.
They actually
그래서 펌플러스 피닉스는 사냥꾼의 분노까지.
send Hunter's Fury.
아낌없이
No
쓰죠.
one gets hit.
이렇게까지?
할 것까지 있었을까?
아니,
Berlin's
지수현 선수의
now
시야에 뭐가 안 보이면은 그냥 이게
planted
아마
over
A
just
메인을
outside of A
잡으려는 게
lobby.
아니라 윈도우를 긁을 사냥꾼의 분노였거든요.
Livens just want to have a
일단 성과는
minor
없었습니다.
50-50.
자 베네미치를 바꾸요. 라이프가
As
자 베네미치를 바꾸요. 라이프가 근데 쥐보이가
okay,
놓치지 않습니다.
minor hesitation.
피해망상 전원.
Oh, does he hit him? Oh, dude, he can't see shit, but he still finds it. Ooh, that's huge from Berlin.
자 픽백스입니다. 그리고 여기
그렇죠. 사실 베를린이
네
Frantic clear, band good for one. Looking for the second, has it. Ooh.
이렇게
그러니까 진짜 과거에는 베를린 선수가
A little close for comfort there.
던지는 거 아니야? 왜 발자국을 이렇게 타? 막 이런 플레이를 이런 얘기를 듣던 플레이어였는데 24년 하반기에 들어서는 캐리 머신이었거든요.
이렇게 말이죠.
네, 피해망상도 너무나도 적절하게 잘 던져줬고.
Dude, that could have gone so wrong if Pribby somehow got that fast kill.
Yeah, I didn't think that he had gotten caught actually.
By the
But-
Omen flash, it was just on the edge because I thought the same.
His face was also glowing. I think he might have got caught by the breach.
Yeah, he got
I
a
think he got
breach
team
flash as
flashed.
well, just for an extra one.
타임아웃까지 한번 걸었었던 그 이후의 매치였었는데
Dude, they at the beginning of this game, you used to, if you tanked an Omen flash and then you ate like another flash, it would like get rid of the Omen flash.
Oh
they used
yeah,
to
it
be
was like
nuts.
a cleanse.
Yeah, basically.
그래서 미드 월샷 그리고 미드 클리어
I
확인하고
think if
like
he had
that for
only been hit by the
years.
Omen, he would have been able to just see Berlin proximity and maybe kill him.
지금까지 펌플러스 피닉스가
Yeah.
당했었는데 안 당하기 위해서 이번엔 어떤 액션을 보여줄 것인지가 중요하거든요.
저 어텀이 가라지 쪽을 보고 있습니다.
근데 이거 어텀 잘리면은 너무
Autumn is playing a
위험하잖아.
dangerous game. Ooh, that's a good one.
잡으려고.
피해망상.
Okay, I was gonna say if he greeds and tries to go for neural, he almost certainly dies. He would have gotten information for the team, but
그리고 다음 타자는 베를린.
and now they just double stack garage.
쥐보이.
Oh!
거의 하나 더 있을 거란 생각하기 뭐 힘들.
Oh, okay, okay, he gets the kill. If Chip Boy isn't 2 feet up in the window and then turned back and killed Berlin, it would have been the biggest catastrophe.
C 사이트입니다.
Spike planted.
자, 싸움 교류를 통해서
Alright,
내가
mask
정보를
on.
줄게. 그동안 들어와.
Governor, I don't think has been scouted, but it doesn't matter. They kill him.
상황이고요.
아이소.
And yeah, Cruz, unless you hit just back-to-back headshots, basically, you're not going to be clearing that out.
네, 목일 이유는
So lockdown gets respected, but bans at 15.
겨우 살았는데.
Oh man, you could hear the audience
4대1.
아, 힘들죠.
이건 안
on that
되죠.
one. They thought he was dead to rights.
5대5 동점을 만듭니다. FPX.
I think
좀
they're starting to get frazzled.
FPX
5 and 5, and on defending side, that's pretty good for FPX.
4개 라운드 연속 득점.
네, 확실히 아마 2개 라운드를 연속해서 딴 시점.
How are you feeling? 5 and 5 with this comp on defense is already pretty good.
Loving that.
다 무너진
I got
느낌이거든요.
3 ults at the moment. and Probably have at least one more in them.
Ever since that timeout, pretty much, it's just looked completely different. Also, Berlin is getting so many important kills,
네, 방금 어떤 플레이에 첫 킬이 난 것도
and he's not dying fast. But he's kind of playing like he might be dying fast, but he's getting the kills.
말씀드린 것처럼 탈론 선수들도 얘네가
That's a
지금
rough start.
차고를
He's
이렇게
certainly
타이트하게
stepped it up a
막을
bit
이유가
more.
없는데 생각해서 당하는 거예요.
네. 그러니까 오히려 FPX의 여러 전략에 탈론에 말려 들어가고 있습니다.
네, 이거 아 근데 지진강타 이렇게
this is just another
semi-dry.
semi-dry. Okay, they save it. The drone doesn't spot, so they opt to save it. I like this. I like this call.
아끼고 싶은 욕심.
글쎄요. 하려면 제대로가 나.
Oh no, here we go again.
지슈안의 계약서.
복수죠.
Uh-oh.
리벤지 매치.
Oh god, again.
Just can't do it, dude.
지슈안.
이러면 탈론이 밀어낼 수 있어 보입니다.
Fucking hell.
소강 상태가 돼버렸고.
This one.
지진강타 안 쓰고 이번 라운드를
Oh.
가져가면 진짜 큽니다.
Wow.
어우, 네, 이거
Really clean. I mean, he had the TP a million years away.
자, 시간은 줄어들고요.
네, 이거
If this gets super dicey, they still have a rolling thunder.
오퍼 내리고 라이플 들고
많이
와서 한번 해봅니다.
늦었어요. 많이 늦었어요.
그런데 늦은 만큼 빠르게
He still has a rolling thunder.
아 이미 시간
안
다
되죠.
가서
예, 안 돼요. 이건 안 돼요.
터져요.
Okay, never mind. Won't even matter. Nice lurk back from
여기까지
Cruz.
탈론이 6번째 라운드를 가져왔고요. 그리고 이제 전반의 마지막 라운드가 진행되겠습니다.
Last round in the half.
제가 봤을 때 방금 탈론 입장에서 안 터지는 거 알았을 거거든요. 근데 탈론이 24년 시즌 내내 깡에 첼 너무 당했어요.
아, 예.
그래가지고 저거 크루즈가
Poor
간것
Zhuan,
같아요.
dude. He's just praying for anybody else.
살짝 늦게
to be there.
들어갔는데 뭐 전반의 마지막 라운드 바로 직전이었으니까 상대 한번 해보자 어떤 건지 이렇게 마무리가 됐습니다.
I like the Talon forever just carries the 13-0 spray after their game versus Paper X.
너무나도 좋은 소식입니다, 탈론.
예. 자 이런 것들을 이용해서 7대 5까지
Oh,
만들고 싶은.
life.
Oh,
life.
예.
The plot hath
저게
been
이제
lost.
각의 유리함이죠.
네. 라이프가 좀 과한 움직임을 보여줬었는데 결국 끊겼습니다.
근데 뭐 오퍼든 요루 입장에서 저런 거 안 하면은 픽의 의미가 퇴색되는 거기 때문에 뭐 라이프 더더군다나 팀의 어떤 신뢰의 아이콘이다 보니까 해줘야죠.
자 전반의 마지막 라운드에 나올 법한 플레이였었고요. 다만 그 플레이가 리스크대로
They
흘러갔습니다.
managed to spawn out
자
one.
그러면서 B쪽 탈론이 슬쩍 한번 C커렉트를 보는데요.
Rolling Thunder gets dodged. Paranoia. Oh, he doesn't know he's above. In because of that, I think he just updrafted straight over top.
변수라면
네.
아양이 탈론이 생각하는 것보다 훨씬
I
빨리.
mean, yeah, you might as well just dump the Hunter Sphere. You're in the last round of the half.
아양은 있는데 나머지가 없어요.
이러면은
Finding a damage found. I'm finding one.
이렇게 해도 전세가 아직은 기운 게
Governor
아니에요.
almost backpedals into that recon.
길이 멀거든요. 지금 아양은 한 산 2개 넘어야 돼요.
Fortunately for him, he does not. Now he's got potentially the element of surprise on the hard right angle.
다 해줘야 되는 수준이거든요.
And there you go.
첫 번째 산도 못
And now
넘었어요.
Autumn just kind of has to
이러면
rush
어떤
out.
위치 알고
I mean,
있고요.
recon clear doesn't even matter.
그대로 마무리.
Nicely
첫
done
번째
there
마지막 라운드. 이렇게
on the knife's edge.
탈론이 승리입니다.
Still though, 5 rounds on defense with the double duelist comp. This
차분함은
is
탈론
not too bad for the side of FPX.
위기 상황에 대해서
They come out and win the
어떻게
pistol.
대처를 해야 되는지, 상황 수습은
Then
어떻게 하는지 이런
they could
것들을
just run away with it.
크루즈 선수가 정말 잘 읽어주고 있습니다.
저렇게 전반전을 마지막 라운드까지 마무리가 되면서 탈론이 7대 5의 상황에서 기분 좋게 마무리가 됐고요. FPX는 사실 빠르게 그래도 뭐 중간에
Here's your hydrate.
라운드를 좀 가져왔기 망정이지 이거 여치 잘 못하다가 9대 3까지도 라운드 벌어질 수도 있었습니다.
그쵸, 펌플러스 피닉스 입장에선 잘한 거고 이제 아주 결과론적인 그림들이 탈론 e스포츠 입장에서도 몇 번 있었어요. 그 지진강타를 아끼고선 라운드를 승리했다거나 이런 것들이 결국은 그게 2개짜리 라운드로 연결이 돼버린 거거든요.
그렇죠.
그래서 탈론 순간순간의 판단도 결과에 따라서 그게 박수받는 플레이가 될 수도 있고 욕심이 될 수도 있는 거지만 결과적으로는 크루즈가 좋은 그림으로 마침표를 잘 찍었습니다.
그렇습니다. 자, 이 흐름들을 이어지는 후반전 단계에서 좀 보고 싶을 것 같은 탈론이고요. FPX 본인들의 후반전, 본인들의 그 단계에서 공격 단계에서는 다른 그림을 만들어내야 되겠습니다.
All right, let's see what kind of legs this comp has here for FPX.
사실 불안 요소가 많은 조합인 거는 사실이에요. 컴플러스 피닉스가. 근데
네.
수비 때 7대 5면은 우린 잘했어. 이렇게 말할 수도 있는 그런 점수다 보니까
Yeah.
공격 때는 좀 더
You
거세게
know,
몰아칠 수
we got some moments. The run back to 5, pretty solid.
탈론의 수비입니다.
This looks like, well, you know,
이게 좀
replay this much to their chagrin. Yeah, Premi's just up and over.
예.
근데 여기서 아양의 밸류를 살리기 위해서라도 저렇게 먼저 끊기는 인원들이 없었어야 되거든요. 그러니까 탈론 e스포츠에 비하면 펌플러스 피닉스가 이럴 때 조금 따로 노는 경향이 있다.
좀 더 이블하게 익었어야 했다.
네.
자, 이어지는 13번째 후반.
근데 시간이 멈춰 있어요.
테크 퍼즈가 잠깐 나왔네요. 예.
Here we go again. And here we go.
They were kind of doing good for pauses until this one.
I chatted him up and I said that everything was going really smoothly and gave him a bunch of credit. And then we
Okay,
get
well
into this
then-
game and
It was your fault.
yeah, I screwed it all.
선수들 쪽에 스태프분들이 붙어 있거나 하지 않는 거 보면은 이미 문제는 해결이 되어 있고 재개하기 위한 준비가 되어 있는 게 아닐까 싶어요.
Whoops.
라고 함부로 말하지 않겠습니다.
그러니까요. 제가 스태프분을 연락하는 수단을 잠깐 봤는데 사생활 보호 필름이 걸려 있어서 네, 저희가 정확하게 확인을 못 해봤고요. 해결은 됐다고 합니다. 곧 아마 들어갈 수 있을 것 같아요.
Is that a bar near the audience?
결과를 봐서는 크게 문제가 있어 보이진
I
않아요.
don't think so.
집중한
I've actually not been to this venue.
마우스 돌리면서
Unfortunately.
저희가 현장에 뭐 거듭 말씀드리지만
Because when we did OWCS finals, I was working remote. I didn't go down to Busan to watch any of Worlds.
상대방의 준비
So I've actually never set foot in this venue.
얍삽한 거랑 비매너랑 좀 달라요.
One day,
얍삽한 건 괜찮은데 비매너는 약간
bound to happen.
얍삽한 건
잘하는 거예요.
열받지만 잘하는 거.
Maybe in several years when they bring champs back around,
잘 한번 체크를 하고
we'll do,
보도록 하겠습니다.
you know, kind of like league style and do a little bit of a tour around the country, that kind of thing.
심기일전에서 진행해 보도록 하죠.
Get some moments in Busan.
역시나 FPX는 한 번에 빵인가요?
Okay, early stun. And Governor just blind spams and kills life. That is such a brutal way to try to start off this round. And triple push out. Premi's got the headshot. Not even an opportunity to react. This
인지하는데도 시간 걸릴 것 같은데요?
is pretty brutal.
쓰러지는 것조차. 프리미는 굉장히 빠르게 킬을 또 하나 만들었습니다.
Clear of the shield into the shock damage.
자, 버버너의 화살까지 기다리고
I mean, they feel like they have to fight out. That's a snappy second shot. And a lot more of that though. Finds it eventually, but now he's just gonna get run down. And it's all on Berlin.
홀로 남은 베를린.
빙글빙글. 근데 1대 2 정도면
I mean, okay, I think they spotted him.
1대 3이면은
예. 둥글게 둥글게.
And there you go.
거버너에게 걸리면서
Flash,
상대로 마무리.
force him forward. Governor's holding the angle, hits the shot.
피스톨 라운드를 갖추는 탈론
Okay,
e스포츠.
8-5.
지슈한 선수가 좀 심리적으로 부담이 많이 될 것 같네요. 아이소를 픽했다면 어쨌든 이 궁극기 청구 계약을 얼마나 빨리 돌리는가도 되게 중요한데
그렇죠.
본인의 킬을 통해서 막 많이 원활히
By the way,
돌렸다
I've
이것도 되게
completely forgotten. I haven't tweeted about it or
그리고
anything
오늘
yet.
그 청구
But
계약을
I did
통해서
get
얻어낸
given
득점 포인트가
this
없었어요.
keyboard from
네.
Pulsar.
좋기
사실
때문에.
And they went to the trouble of putting my name on it
장면도 몇 번 있었고
예.
in the LEDs.
Last play.
자, 이런 부분들을 아이소
First time that I've actually used one of their products. And I gotta say, I like it a lot.
나가 봐야 되겠습니다.
I've never used a magnetic keyboard before either. But I gotta say, I'm really liking this.
총 짧은 상대
This is not a hashtag ad or anything like that, by the way. They just said, like, hey, do you want a prototype keyboard? And I said, sure. And then they went to the trouble of branding it for me. It's very kind of them.
예. FPX는 그 강요에 저항할 수단이 많이 없습니다.
네.
그냥 뭐 당해야죠.
Before I had a Logitech G512?
걸어서 파겠다는 의지가 어느 정도 담긴 연막이거든요.
네.
그러다 보니까 갑자기 튀어나오는 거에 대해서 좀 대비를 하고 있어요.
Stop using my 19.
서로 한번 연막샷을 보여줘 봤는데 생각엔 낫지 않았습니다.
Yes, I'm sure it is fully on your doing there, Snowman. It has nothing to do with our good friend Josh from Korea.
일단은 A를 열어놨습니다. 올 테면 오고 A는 리테이크 가겠다.
자, 오멘 연막으로 B
Hey, and I still have my MX518 mouse.
소리 들었죠? 들어옵니다.
피해망상 안
I
날리고
threw it over the top and whoa, okay, I didn't even see the first one there from Jet Boys.
애초에 들어오면 앞으로 나갈 생각이었어요, 짓보이는.
무결점입니다.
야, 깔끔한데요.
아니 판단력과
This is now.
그
Let's see.
판단을 행동하는
Yeah.
신속한 행동
5-9, it's doable.
굉장하다는
Close to
생각이
dealing
들어요.
damage, but I
근데
mean,
옵니다.
they gotta get some gas in the tank right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for Talon.
PM 항상 긁고 앞으로 나가봤자 그러면은 상대방 눈먼 게 아니다.
예,
설계를 미리 다 해놓은 플레이였습니다.
그냥 미리 하자.
예.
미루지 않았었던 미루니가 아니었었던 집보이.
Anyway, don't disrespect the peripherals, eh?
다섯 번째 라운드가
It was the really nice thing is, you know, I mean, I'm gonna use this keyboard for a considerable long while, but it did give me an opportunity to take apart and properly clean out that Logitech keyboard because that was long overdue.
지금 당장의 스펙은 본인들이 좀 더 좋습니다.
Gave all the keycaps a nice long rinse in hot soapy water.
네.
Scrubbed them with a tiny brush and then took an alcohol wipes to all the grooves in between the keys.
긁는 건 가능한
Okay.
앵글이거든요.
예.
They need to avoid priming. He needs to not find value. Oh, and Life hits that shot?
이걸 잡아요, 라이프.
That's kind of nasty.
체크했고요. 자, 최대한 총 떨어뜨리지 않으면서 상처 입지 않으면서 이겨내는 게 중요하겠습니다. FPX.
약화 뿌리고 지슈안이 이렇게 액션을 하는 동안 다른 곳에 영역 전개를 하고 있는 펌플러스 피니스입니다.
지슈안 잡아냈고 이것까지도 스파이크 설치 완료.
Alright.
이렇게 깔끔하게
Been fed some food.
나오는데요.
잘 잡아냈습니다. 무결점의 펌플러스 피닉스.
Okay. Not gonna lie, kind of missed that shot.
야, 이거 너무 좋았는데요.
네,
My
이러면은
wife had attempted some kind of
사실상
like homemade.
후반전
pizza
2라운드를 가져간 거는
type
그냥
deal.
1라운드에 대한 1+1 보상이고
예.
Okay.
자극적으로는
Flawless in
상대가
response
됐다고
is
봐도
huge.
되는 펌플러스
And
피니스.
this kill from Life, kind of insane.
네.
이번 라운드가 중요하겠습니다. 이번 라운드의
there's a hope. They're still alive.
승패에 따라서 이게 따라가느냐,
네.
많이
Get a
도망가느냐.
custom pulsar mouse like Digon. My peripheral journey will be complete. I mean,
청구 계약이 어떻게 사이클이 도냐에 따라서
depends on how personal they can
어떻게
get.
뜰지도 정해집니다.
As Cruz just blind sprays down Ayong, that is a horrendous way to start.
그렇죠. 뭔가
Because I like my mouse. I like its weight. I don't really like a super lightweight mice.
그래서 일단은
I'm just so MX518 build.
확실히 이러니까 구슬 보호막이랑 타격대의 기동력 믿고서는 들어오는 것밖에 없어요.
사이트 설치까지 됐어요. 지켜내느냐가 관건이겠습니다.
어딘가 밀고 싶죠.
Okay, so side control, deep presence from Autumn all the way back over towards spawn.
아니고 B 사이트면 굳이
They have a TP set up to go to
예.
적당히 버티다가
tuck away outside of window.
데뷔책
자, 그래서 여러 가지
Shield
생각들을
sent,
해야
tailwind
되겠습니다.
forward.
들어왔습니다.
라이프
탈론.
Oh, up and over. And Primmy always sticks the landing on the short wall.
벨리는 옆방 쭉 떨고
Just
있어요.
perching like an owl.
대체
And now Autumn's like the one guy who can try to do anything. This just gets
해체까지
so scrambled.
스코어 10대 6. 탈론이 먼저 2점 차. 두 자릿수를 만듭니다.
He's just getting too frazzled. I mean, Primmy, I don't think he should have ever been able to get that kill in backside.
That's insane that he goes for that. He does that quite a lot, man. But he always gets the kill. He did it earlier, right? He updraft onto A site and got the kill on short. And then this one here back a site. Like, he loves it, but he never gets punished by it.
He's a fucking Olympic gymnast. Just
Yeah.
always sticks the landing, gets a 10, gets the kill.
Yeah, I guess you land there pretty fast though, so you're accurate relatively fast. Like, I prefer that one to the A site when they did.
그 다음 라운드까지 봤을 때 막 9대 7, 9대 8 뭐 이렇게까지도 한번 노려볼 수 있었을 텐데 그게 안 되면서 10대 6까지.
네.
I think this comp can work with the Neon instead of the Yoru.
이게 레이스예요.
펌플러스 피닉스는 이제 뭐 아까 전에 10점 차 얘기하셨던 거 다 의미 없고
예,
누가 이기냐,
Maybe?
누가 지냐 이게 정말 중요하잖아요 지금.
그렇죠. 지면 꼴찌예요.
I mean, right now,
제일
I
좋아야
just
돼요.
kind of think they
그게
should have just stuck
얼마나
with,
지금
you know, what they
짜증납니까?
그럼요.
kind of had been
해외
running.
와가지고.
But I mean, I think this comp definitely can have legs. I mean, obviously we've seen that plenty of times.
사실
You know,
어떻게
from
보면은
Fnatic especially.
지슈안에게 다른 포지션도 아닌
But
타격대를 줬다는 거는 우리가 그만큼
you
색깔 변화를
need-
덜 해도
I think that-
된다가 될 수도 있는 거거든요.
I think that if you move one piece, you have to move around many pieces. Like, in theory, it could work, but you'd basically be doing a damn near flashless comp because all you would have would be a Paranoia, which Trap plays with Paranoia, Relay Bolts, etc. Like, you know, that seems like that would be you know, potentially really, really good, but I think it'd have to be
네, 크루즈 선수가
expertly
이전
piloted
매치들에서 진짜
in order to make it work.
큰 활약을 보여줬었는데 오늘 이 매치에서도 마찬가지입니다.
But I mean, if you get a strong idea that somebody's, you know, playing a corner or whatever, and you send Paranoia, relay bolt bounce, and then go sliding forward, you know, they're pretty much as good as dead.
차원 표류도 있는 라운드고 하다 보니까
네.
조금은 한 발짝 뒤에서 막으려는 생각이 있는 것 같아요.
그래서 스포르게 몸을 내밀지
I mean,
않고 있습니다.
yeah, here's the drone, but even before the drone comes through,
일단 위치 봤고요.
Jit had a really good idea.
이런 포지션은 상대방이 만약에
So
지공을
knows that there's some
선택하면은
presence in mid,
최악의
smokes
수가
off
될수
garage. You've got a double stack on B with Primi able to just quick rotate into A.
일단 안쪽 들어서 봤습니다.
자, 이 정보를 바탕으로
Dimensional
그냥
drift to try to
뛰는 게
clear things
아니라
out. They get rid of the turret.
야금야금 영역 싸움을 하면은 탈론이 되게
All the KJ
뼈아픈
utils have been
건데
dumped, and Ion has to try to hold it.
아양 잡아냈어요.
He moved
아, 이거 사냥꾼의 분노
very
때문에 좀
slightly.
위험하죠.
Now plants interrupted. Primi's in sight.
예. 이러면 사이트 안쪽 싸움 난타전.
Kills off one. I mean, Berlin's trying to get a catch, but now they know where he's at.
근데 프리미가 어딘가 코스를 잡아줘야 되는데
Van dead. Berlin finds one.
자, 그럼 2대2.
It gives them pause, but it's only 20 seconds. And one of their players has no HP, and they have 2 shock darts.
긴급 탈출.
So, okay, TP across the map. Governor, if you have a crazy shock that hits the spot,
이러면은 탈론은
Seconds
it
left.
would be
어차피
absolutely
그러니까 이
batshit.
어텀을
But
잡으려고 하는 것보다
네.
근데 사운드 들어서 잡고 가자.
Oh, boy.
기다리는 크루즈.
Yep.
잡아냈어요. 이러면
so
체력이
Berlin with
오면
no
넘어오는데.
health
스치면 사망.
예.
needs to win, and he can't even reload
피해망상이라.
because he doesn't want to make noise. He's got 5 bullets in a
시간이
phantom.
많이 필요합니다. 안 돼요.
마치
없어요.
헤븐은 아닌 것처럼.
예.
근데 이거 잘못 떨어지면 가요.
Enemy
Oh,
remaining.
it's enough to find one.
저 이거 흘러내리는
Now you can try to play time.
였으면 이거 진짜 베를린 선수 대단한
Oh,
야, 눈 맞.
crouches it,
눈 맞.
crouches back.
왼쪽으로 간 거 몰라요. 크루즈는
지금
Ah,
결국 이렇게
oh man.
이렇게
Oh, really cool idea with the fake.
11점을 만듭니다.
Yeah, I like that. It was really well played from Berlin, but
그러니까
he just didn't know that he wasn't on the spike.
뭐냐면
네.
그러니까 선택이었어요. 어텀을 버리고 우리 2대1 할래 아니면 어텀 찾을래인데 자칫 잘못하면은 어텀 찾다가 시간만 흘러가고 아무것도 안 되거든요. 그러나 중에 어텀한테 끊기면 또 난리 나요.
there's
근데 어텀 사운드를
pretty much no world where Ion shouldn't get that opening kill on the ban as well.
예.
어떤 차? 오,
Yeah.
끔찍한 장면. FX 입장에서 그래도 여기서 베를린이 한 건 해주나 싶었는데
예, 센스가
근데 뭐 체력적인 부분에 있어서 워낙에 그리고 또 급한 쪽은 베를린이었다 보니까 탈론이 이렇게 라운드에 들어왔습니다. 들어와. 너 납치한 거야.
Three for three.
접니다.
How is it every time? How does he get this unlucky?
아, 이거 3전 3패. 아이소 자존심 스크래치 났겠는데요.
Oh, and Jit Boys is in spawn.
어디 지금 전장에서 시계를 봐.
I mean, they have to try to recover Spike.
잡으면은 사실
They got 2 eyes on it.
Player
Never mind, they're dead.
자, 크루즈 베를린 잡아냈고요.
스파이크 먹고 뛰자.
2대1 FPX가 유리합니다.
Dude, I just.
기본적으로 아이소 청구계약 늘 지는데 청구계약도 쓴 매치는 쓴 라운드라도 이기는 라운드들이
맞아요.
많아요. 예.
Like, this one's basically like he's
그러니까
playing
위치
poker.
정보가 들킬 만한
And he's
스킬을
gotten a
굳이
full house 3
던지는
times,
것보다는
and every single time his opponent has
근데
quads.
라이프가 저 윈도 가라지 창문을 먹고 있었다 보니까
네.
여기로 올 거라는 거 어느 정도 알아요.
봤습니다. 이러면 아양은 기다리고요.
여기는
Chris doesn't know about the other angles here. He's getting flanked.
균열 꽂고
If he rushes Cubby, oh, never mind. Great one tap.
와. 주와이말 빠졌는데. 야, 그 상황에서
진짜 퍽 소리 하는 그냥
That is a very nice shot, and I hope that we have Ion's
11대 7.
perspective from that one.
아, 이거 또 보네요.
요건 좀 인권 보호 차원에서
예.
편집이 필요하지
Yeah,
않아요.
Governor just caught in the drone.
근데 뭐 또 탈론 팬분들은 그리고 프리미 팬분들은
그렇죠.
폰 보고
No!
싶었죠. 예.
Okay.
자, 탈론
Alright, well,
스포츠의 타임아웃입니다.
Last time out here from Frost.
자, 뭔가 노림수가
Wants to just lock
있는
that
게 아닐까.
map, or that round 12.
탈론 쪽에서
그러니까요. 그러니까 아마 탈론도 이게 FPX가 계속해서 경기 기량을 좀 끌어올리고 있고 오늘 특히나 이 10 발로란트 아시아 인비테이셔널 레이에서 후반에 역전극이 워낙에 많았다 보니까 그런 부분을 겨냥해서
I don't know. That's way more
이길 수
likely.
있을 때 이기는 게
Dustin.
중요하잖아요.
맞아요. 그게 제일 중요하죠. 그러니까 이벤트 매치든 아니든 간에
The ice cream machine is
이길
broken
수
at
있을
all
때 끝내는
McDonald's.
게
예.
멘탈적으로도 그리고 게임의 완성도
It even
측면에서도
happens
체력
in-
비축 측면에서도
It actually even happens in Korea from time to time. I will say it's significantly rarer compared to
맞지만
like McDonald's in the States, where it feels like they're just basically completely inoperable.
찍기만 하면 어쨌든 심리적으로 상대방을 찍어 누를 수가 있거든요.
I have had it happen because I remember one time when I first had moved out to Korea and I was living over towards a neighborhood called Itaewon. There was a McDonald's that was in walking distance that was you know, open 24 hours. I remember it was like 4 in the morning or something. I was really hungry. I was on a completely degenerate sleep schedule. And I walked to the McDonald's. Maybe like, I don't know, 12-minute walk, not too bad. And I so badly just wanted nuggets and a McFlurry. And I went in to order, and they're like, "Oh, like, because you know they didn't really speak English, and they were like basically explaining in broken English, like, it's broken." And I'm just like, "Son of a bitch! Like, how is this occurring in Korea as well, where the upkeep on things is usually very, very good?"
그럼 다음 라운드까지 그게 또 이어지는 거고요.
실온굿을 먹이고 스파이크 설치 주고 킬도 하나만 가져와.
Why does every offseason have to? Why don't they have English casters? I mean,
먹혔고.
I don't know. I was hoping that Red Bull would, but
자, 어텀이 한번 안쪽 깊숙이 들어와 봤습니다.
it'd be what it do. It was a qualifier and it was mostly for the Japanese audience, so I can see why they didn't go through the the efforts. But it would have been neat to go back over to Tokyo and work in that arena again. I doubt it's going to be the last time that they go there, so overall should be okay. But, all right, so FPX, they take the time, 20 seconds remaining. They're going to clean plant down, 5v5, and it's all 5 members of Talon approaching from the A-Link.
FPX가 뭐 여러 스펙 측면에서 확실히 유리하긴 해요.
Okay, so it's going to be a spray fest here. Flash lobbed in, Jit Boys first to fall. For me, can't find much with the knives. Governor, oh!
이거는 그러니까요. 베를린까지 마무리가 됐고 이것도 어렵습니다.
Somehow I doubt this is what Frost had in mind.
Yeah, I don't think that was the one. I like the gamble stack. They were almost right with it, to be fair. The majority would have been about this anyway. I think they've been playing pretty good. Like the ISO is rarely getting any jaws of his shield up.
Yeah.
Their retakes are like pretty clean, so they're just fine to just retake all the time. It's probably gonna happen more now that I have Killjoy out.
저 킬조이의 봉쇄 그리고 컴플러스 피닉스의 사냥꾼의 분노 서로 간의 눈치 싸움이 조금 있을 것 같습니다.
예. 자, 천천히 미드 쪽으로 한번 나와 봅니다. 탈론.
근데 탈론이
This is a good amount of information.
그러니까요.
I mean, Bam could just kind of send it whenever. There's a trip behind and stops him from pushing out all the way into lobby.
저희 뒤 정보를 다 캐치했기 때문에 쓰는 겁니다가 되는 거라서
그렇습니다. 일단 사이트를 들어가요.
Diving on this is good. Hunter's Fury to open.
끌어보고 싶은데.
정신없는
Lockdown. Destroyed. But here comes the strike. Jit Boy's got the paranoia cross. Ion dead. Spike gets planted. They double face in. Prumi finds life at the same time. That might have been through smoke. In fact, I think it was. And they're just gonna get a flaw. Never mind. No flawless, but damn near. Okay. Match point.
저는 조금 아쉬웠던 게 상대방이 오지마
It's
봉쇄를
really nicely done. Great early info into the just flank around from behind.
Yeah, they were just a step ahead, right? That extra plan of just flanking behind.
이렇게 생각할 줄 알았거든요.
It was a cool round.
앞을 보던 모든 병력이 고개를 돌려서 뒤를 정리하자 이렇게 갈 줄 알았는데 이거를 깨는 선택을 해버렸네요.
If Jit Boys got there even sooner, he could have just seen
자, 이렇게 되면서
a kill onto the Sova and then 4 detained.
뒤쪽 인원들에게 막 끌리고 이러면서 어려운 상황이었긴 했겠습니다만
그리고 뭐 더더군다나 컴플러스 피닉스가 너무 깊게 들어가 있었어요 이미.
그렇죠. 나오기에는 너무 어려운. 11대 8입니다. 매치 포인트 탈론 e스포츠.
I'm gonna need their dedicated small McDonald's just for ice creams. Oh,
자, 마지막 라운드가 될 수 있을지.
Pretty
MVP의
interesting.
경기가 이어질지 보겠습니다.
Shakhtar. It's a pretty minor amount. Yeah, 92. His armor's pretty shredded too.
정석으로 쫓아가는 방법입니다.
Double tap is gonna wear out. So
자, 이소가 스킬 투자하면서 일단은
honestly, just
메인까지
nothing found here. Yeah, I mean, what Silly was just saying is completely right. Just not allowing for Sichuan to have
옵션이 별로 없다는 거.
much opportunity to actually utilize the
저거 한
shield.
다음에는 자, 그 다음에는 들어갔고요.
Trying to lead. Cruz playing a moderately dangerous game there.
자, 거버너가 이거 놓쳤습니다.
Vulnerable dodge. Governor backpedaling. Cruz continuing to just get pelted.
자, 여러분 일단 사이트를 열어줘야 되겠고요. 리테이크 한번 시도해 봐야 되겠죠.
Gone out. Oh, Governor is jumping.
보기는 했습니다만
He's not gonna have that flash coming through. Does get one. This one finding another Jit Boy zones here.
긴급 탈출.
Repositions TP's out.
눌러줘야죠 이거.
예.
누르고 싶은데 숏에서 튀어나가기 또 어텀이
Ben watching for any kind of late flank.
예.
신경절 또 찌그러가는 겁니다 저거.
자, 찍어냈어요.
Oh, Primi hitting that shot
찍히고 보면 어떡할 건데.
right as the neural comes through.
자,
That likely confirms it here.
그렇습니다.
아 순풍 탈 것처럼.
그리고
He's on the floor.
이쪽에서
Oh man, he's just
잡아냈고요.
dancing around his own cloud burst.
싸움에서 결국 이렇게
Well,
탈론
GG's.
e스포츠가 에이프팩스를 잡아내고 승리를 신고합니다.
Well, we can't get the dream.
탈론 e스포츠의 본인들의 강한 어떤 그 가장 중요한 핵심은 합이었던 것 같습니다. 합. 어쨌든 오늘 참가한 모든 팀들 중에 합으로서는 가장 완성도 있는 모습을 보여줘야 되는 입장이기도 하기 때문에요.
예. 아, 포플러 피닉스도 마지막까지 진짜 고생했었는데 마지막 매치마저도 패배를 기록하게 되면서 오늘 모든
I believe
경기에서
DRX are
영승
third. Well, I'm sure we'll get confirmation. We'll wait for the graphics and everything to fly before we cut the stream. But in the end, this is timing out pretty well. 8:57 local over here, and I'm pretty sure.
떨어질 수밖에 없는 상황이긴 합니다만 그래도 이렇게 전패를 한다는 거는
예.
조금 자존심의 스크래치가 가는 오늘의 경기였습니다.
아, 그리고 아이소가
네.
나오는 것까지 너무 좋았었는데 아이소가 보여줬었던 것들도 많지 않았다. 그리고 아이소와는 저희들이 보는 충분 계약.
그렇죠.
이 계약이 잘못됐어요.
It is a best of one, right? The first game tomorrow.
Honestly, not too certain.
게임을 이긴다면 오케이. 그렇게 생각할 수도 있는 거지만
네.
결국 아이소의 매력이 뭡니까? 그 스포트라이트 속에서 빛나야 되는 건데 이게 안 나왔어요.
그렇습니다. 자, 이렇게 마지막 매치까지 만나보셨습니다. 마지막 매치의 주요 장면 화면을 통해서 만나보시죠.
Spike down mid.
Thank God. Okay, I just had a. Sorry, I was having a minor panic. I got an email saying that my Zelle email had gotten deleted from my bank account.
All right, I'm gonna head off
And,
pretty sharpish. You're watching this tomorrow, right?
Yep, should be back on tomorrow.
Lovely. We'll do this again.
All right, sounds good. So
Alright.
I'm just gonna probably start up 30 minutes early just in case it's the timing's off again.
Yeah, you never know.
Keep an eye
You
on it.
never know.
All right, I'll talk to you
All
tomorrow.
right. See you in a bit, man. Peace.
Later. Anyway, I was like, sorry. I was having a little bit of a minor heart attack because I got a message saying that my Zelle email had been deleted from my bank account, and I thought that somebody had hacked my account and changed it, but it's because I haven't used it in a while. I guess it got auto removed, so it's just something that I can re-add and have be okay. But for a second, I thought I was getting robbed blind, which would have been kind of impressive considering that I have two-factor on my account, but people are capable of anything, I suppose. I assume we're gonna have a bracket graphic after these highlights, so I'm gonna stick through for that at the very least and see what we have. I don't know if anything else has been updated yet. We'll see if I can trust like that. Go over to VLR. Yeah, just unfortunately a pretty rough game. You know, for everybody aside from my own. Only Autumn positive in first kills.
자, 오늘의 마지막 매치까지 만나보셨습니다.
Okay, so this says 2 p.m. for tomorrow.
오늘
Alright.
모든 경기가 또 마무리가 됐는데
Maybe we end up
매치가
even
또
starting
팀이 됐고요.
earlier than that.
그래서 아마 내일의 일정을 통해서 그 장을 가를 것 같고.
그러니까요. 세 팀이 됐죠, 세 팀. 예.
네.
자, 그럼 오늘의 경기 결과 또
Okay.
정리해드리도록 하겠습니다.
Total results,
첫 번째
FPX
매치
unfortunately
제주
0-3.
탈론 e스포츠 네 번째
Talon
첫 번째 매치는 DRX,
do manage to
그리고
end up
마지막
going
매치는 탈론 e스포츠의
2-1.
승리로 마무리가 됐습니다.
네, 팬분들 입장에서는
So,
볼거리가
it
좀
just
풍성한
예.
대장경이었습니다.
looks like this.
모든 팀들이 한 번씩
All teams
겨뤄보면서
2-1 except for
여러분들한테
FPX.
뭐 어느 팀에게는 더 강한 모습, 혹은 어떤 팀에게는 더 약한 모습, 그 때로는 우리가 가진 걸 미처 못 보여주고 어떤 경기에선 다 보여주고
네,
이러다 보니까 진짜 좀 볼거리가 많은 오늘의 경기였습니다.
그렇습니다. 아, 그리고 또 이제 서로 꼬리에 꼬리를 무는.
Yeah, honestly, like
뭐
it really
DRX를
could
잡은
have
뭐
just come down to
본진을
just
잡은
only
뭐
grabbing
를
Primi.
잡은 뭐 FPX를 뭐 이렇게 됐어요.
Anybody else that you pull in there and you end up getting a kill on them. Could have been a big difference maker.
그래서 참 신기한데
예.
그래가지고 어쨌든
네.
참 재밌는
Okay,
구도다.
so it's DRX,
뭐
FPX,
장자는 없다, 이런 느낌이
Talon
자, 내일
versus the
경기입니다.
winner of that,
내일
and then
경기
Gen G in the
DRX 와
final.
단판전.
So we've got best of 1 into best of 3 into. Oh, it's best of 3 for the finals as well.
젠지가 먼저 기다리고
Okay.
있는 왕중왕의
So
경기 속에서
total potential for 7 maps, one more than what we had here today, and
네.
starting potentially at 2 o'clock. I'll keep my eyes out on that as well.
그리고 그 경기 결과를 토대로 오늘 분명히
But
피드백을 할 거란
okay,
말이에요.
now we know.
뭔가 너무나도 기대가 되는 DRX입니다.
그렇습니다. 자, 그래서 오늘의 경기 또 모두 마무리가 됐습니다. 좀 어떻게 보셨을까요, 리차?
Lovely Korean commentators.
진짜 뭐
But
많은
all right,
젠지와
I think that about does
DRX
it. So there we go. Another successful day of co-streaming, albeit one that started a little bit later than it apparently should have. But that's gonna do it. I'm gonna slide off. It's been a good many hours since we ended up going live. I think in total it's about 6.5, 7 hours, something like that. So not too bad. But thank you guys for tuning in. Shout outs again to John Cutie for the host earlier. That very much appreciated from him. We'll be back tomorrow with Sliggy to go through the rest of the tournament and see who's going to be, getting the win here in the 10 Invitational. To the gifted subs that we ended up getting from Sprinkles as well as Dane. Shout outs to them. Love them. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys. I'm just going to run a 1-minute ad and take the stream out. But I'll see you tomorrow. Love yous. Goodbye.